so exciting, Vicky, right? For the first time in such a long time, we have an international competition. We've had all of these kind of bubbles, if you will, the North American League, the EMEA League. Which regions have elevated and ascended, and which regions have maybe staggered behind? We have no idea which region is the best.
This is the first time we see all these regions compete against each other on land. This is the first time that we get to see all these compositions come together, and this is exactly where you want to be. If you want to figure out which of these regions are the strongest, which of them will come out on top as we take a look at Scars first, making their rotation.
And Scars, of course, playing with a substitute here. You'll see Taishin on screen twice. That's a visual bug. Apologies for that. It's IPN playing alongside this squad. IPN, former member of Alliance, so we know their substitute, of course, a significant competitor with a significant amount of experience, playing alongside one of the dynasties, really, of EMEA in Alliance, alongside Hockeys and Wives. I'm excited to see IPN in his debut as a substitute here for Scars. Obviously tragic that Mandy is not going to be able to compete with this team this weekend, but we are beyond excited to see what IPN can do, and if he can step up. We know Scars is a fan favorite.
And look at this circle, and look at where it's going to be pulling. We got a southern circle here on Storm Point, something that we see very often, usually on Storm Point. That's going to be great for our northern teams running the Valkyrie, because with that redeploy, they're going to get a lot of distance. And you could already see Scars when we were tuning into them, Barometer. They're going to be able to rotate off to the east. Empire are going to be able to already loot up Shipfall. They're going to have the beacon control as well, so they know that they don't really have to move anywhere too far away. But sometimes with this southern circle, we see it pull off far to the east by that rock slide that kind of joins together with Gale Station, and we've seen how absolutely chaotic those final circles gets with just little to no cover right there.
Point. We'll keep a close eye on that map and rotations as we go. If you're maybe a little new to competitive Apex, you play Apex casually, or watching for the first time, maybe it's for the Twitch drops, maybe it's for the new multi-view experience, or maybe the new stats extension experience where you can keep an eye on, in real-time live, your favorite players, your favorite streamers, your favorite teams. A quick explanation for you. Obviously, in competitive Apex, you're going to have stacked end games. Things are at high stakes here for $1 million. So expect these teams to rotate early. I mean, look how fast TSM is exiting Antenna. Verholst, only a gray shield to his name. They're not going to finish looting. Why? They want to get the best position. And this is a very favorable zone, a southern zone right underneath Antenna. All they got to do is worry about Empire, who's probably going to rotate to the south side of Shipfall here. So TSM in a favorable spot.
And TSM already with their priorities, they want to get the beacon. That's what they're pinging right now. Like you said, Team Empire is the only other team that they have to worry about. But with this quick rotation and with Reps already rocking the purple Evo, they're looking fantastic. I love already the representation with the tridents that we usually see. We've seen a little bit of that in the North American region with CLG kind of making that statement, utilizing the tridents to play around the edge of the circle. Team Empire, they don't know what's coming. They are playing off to the south side, but they could potentially see TSM out in the horizon here as they loot up these boxes.
Very fast rotation coming from Sutaraiku, the second best team, arguably the third best team, but they outperformed Team Burger in Apex South. You saw them down towards Shipfall, actually quick rotation for them. Meanwhile, TSM finds themselves in a bit of a long-range skirmish engagement with Empires. TSM going to take this fight, Vicky?
Oh, they have to watch out. Sutaraiku right there. They're getting pinged off from the distance. TSM have a lot on the line right now. This is the team that was able to take the very first land, the Invitational, and they have something to prove. Falling a little short so far in the split 2 of Pro League, they make it here to playoffs, and they're looking to stay. They're looking to take another land under their belt.
Yeah, this is huge. And you know what, James? It's not a safe pick. It's a smart pick. TSM, by the way. How could you not count them out? Listen, I made the mistake, Vicky, of for the first time in my career, by the way, because I've been a TSM stan since the very beginning. I've known how skilled they are, of actually predicting against TSM, because I don't want to show too much TSM bias during Split 1 playoffs. And they proved me wrong. They got the dub. Reps and Hal tweeted me. Big mistakes were made. I am not making that mistake again. TSM's my prediction here to win in this match series, 6-game series to kick off group stages. Who'd you get?
I got Optic.
Why is that?
Optic. You gotta give that props to the DNO boys, because we've seen the sponsor curse happen time and time again. I'm keeping my eyes on them to see if that's what's gonna happen to this team. I mean, this is land. This is a different environment. We gotta talk about mentality. Some of these players, this is the first time that they're able to compete in this environment. Some nerves are gonna be coming into play for game 1. Of course, as we play more
and had a chance to qualify. I think it was 20 to 23 teams. It's the most competitive, most stacked, the most deep regions. Technically APAC North in terms of statistics from the Pro League. And with that said, Fennel from Japan will be contesting GMT over at the Wall on the far north side of the map. Keep a close eye on that, but for now, 4-7, another APAC North team finds themselves in the fight.
4-7, you see it. We've seen it before from APAC North. The Watson, the Crypto, they saw the opportunity after the EMP, but that team is out of there. The redeploy, successful as they were able to get away.
That's right. 4-7 making their rotation. FC Destroy. Lusquin
Ito kan knock.
is showing on this stream. So I believe this is a bit of an on-screen observer UI inconsistency. We know FNX Phoenix is a South American team, whereas FC Destroy comes from the APAC region. So apologies for the inconsistency. I just want to make sure to clarify that and make sure there's no confusion. But Lusquin and Frogs of Team Phoenix are a team we got to keep an eye out for. They are top 3 team coming from the South America region. You know, and talking to them this week, they feel like they don't necessarily get the recognition they deserve. They feel like they are a top region. They have to prove it this weekend. They do.
What's so interesting to see that rotation from FCD right there is 4-7, APAC North, both these teams from APAC North recognized that they were going to be there in that location. They wanted to contest them early as Fascination Colors has stored. This is a team in APAC North who scraped by in 10th place with 79 points, but they're a pretty consistent middle of the pack team who needs to make this adjustment now with all these other regions here currently in the lobby.
That's right. On board now with Crazy Raccoon. Again, if you watch the North American or EMEA broadcasts and aren't too familiar with international competition, don't worry, we got you covered. This is the top 2 team in APAC North. Highly competitive region, as I mentioned earlier, right below AD Raccoon. And you got to keep an eye on this team. Raz on this squad, arguably one of the best players in the world. Last time we saw Raz was live in Poland. Here we go. Optic Gaming find themselves in their first fight. Knocked quite literally back against the wall. Controller player Duplex goes down, Vicky.
That's what I was talking about, the sponsor curse. They can't even go inside right now. Yeah, they have the caustic trap blocking the doors, but they're in some trouble. They lose Duplex. Nox trying to pop the shield back. He does so successfully, but low on health overall. The dome's been used up. It's TSM versus Optic. These are our 2 team threats that we're looking at, but they're low. They're getting pinched from the back. TSM have the advantage right here. They're cleaning things up. They're looking to take them on. Scores is the one that's caught in the middle.
Imperial Hal goes huge, gets the Arc Star stick, immediately connects for the second. So much damage done from Hal, about 500 damage already, and none other than on their rivals, Optic Gaming, who's been taking TSM's lunch money all Pro League long. This is the #1 team from Pro League. Well, welcome to Apex Legends, Optic. Maybe not the welcome you wanted.
Oh, SkittleCase has got a lot to prove, though. He has no shield. He's playing right behind a knockdown shield instead. Noct, who is knocked himself, sees a player off to the corner, giving some of that intel to SkittleCakes. If there is an opportunity, playing by the knockdown shield, you don't want to contest that PK. You really want to peek. There's another team off the side.
And it's going to be a wide flank. SkittleCakes is doing what he needs to do. Arguably the best caustic player in the world is SkittleCakes. There's no one under more pressure to perform than Skittle. A lot of commentary on Skittles online. We'll see if he can stay alive here. Skittles down to 20 HP, and he gets taken out. Optic Gaming eliminated by TSM to kick off the Apex Legends Split 2 playoffs.
Scars gone. Optic Gaming gone. TSM have taken the real estate on the top of this building right here on the 2nd floor, and they were able to take Optic already with 3 KP to their name.
And you know what, Vicky? I'll take a little moment.
All right, you know what? I'm done.
To say, this is how you do it.
Oh.
TSM prediction, you got Optic. TSM 1, Optic 0,
all
girl.
right,
All
right. We got 5 more games. We got 5 more games, Fallout. We got to look at what happens here with TSM. Again, this team has something to prove after they were able to take the first land in the preseason as we take a look at other teams that are making their far rotation into that circle.
Hands on. There's a lot to dissect. We'll of course, dissect the gameplay, but one quick note on that. Very important. Not to continue to hamper on this, but it's an important storyline. Optic Gaming, online warriors, arguably, the last year, have never proven themselves on land, have never competed on land in any title. TSM, the most proven land team, and off the rip here, obviously Optic got put in the bad spot. TSM showing their land prowess. You can't count them out, but right now it's Zen, another team coming from the South America region, Wolf, and a lot of controller players from this region currently gonna pop their dome shield, need to heal up.
See if they have the opportunity to try to play around the dome, but right behind you, you gotta look to your back. Zen now low here. Talisi being the only one alive. Can you queue out? Maybe, yes, you can on time. Maybe get some extra cover here. Can't jump around the wall. We have to talk about the nerves that some of these players may be feeling.
My man just ran face forward into a wall. Literally, couldn't even jump. That's called LAN nerves. My man shaking. Zen, welcome to LAN competition. Crazy Raccoon, the #1 seed, #2 seed from APAC North, showing their prowess. 4-7, another APAC North team. So far, so good. Crazy Raccoon eliminated by their rivals in 4-7.
Oh, that's huge because Crazy Raccoon, we've seen before in the APAC region, is so strong on storm points. So many of our heavy-hitting teams are the first one to go in this lobby.
Hey, and 3 years ago, again, the 950 days ago, we saw Watson, we saw APAC North. Everyone used Watson back then. It was Watson, Pathfinder, and Wraith.
Insane.
Welcome back to competitive Apex on a global stage. Watson, as Sangjun takes out his rivals. The #2 team, Crazy Raccoon, is, I believe, eliminated down to either one member or completely eliminated by 4-7, rocking the Watson pick.
4-7 now. They're going to be able to loot up, get get quick with the rotations. Now looking at this circle and where it's pulling, look how many teams have already made their rotation over to try to take control over some of those beacons. Team Liquid
just flick a Prowler, you saw that?
Yeah, that was
insane. You just hit the Prowler with a flick.
you gotta show them. You gotta show how confident that you're feeling right now. You can not only click heads, but you gotta click the Prowlers too. Send, being one of our EMEA squads here, they're gonna make their quick rotation with the Valk redeploy. Also get some intel with the Valkyrie passive too. Try to claim a spot off to the side. This is a spot that we've actually seen before, where sometimes the circle does pull over by the horizon here in this open ground, but holding this corner that you see Ascend trying to land is going to be so important. But they're getting pinged. Post kill is literally the definition of one.
They are, but they're taking a page out of Optic Gaming's playbook right now. The rotation to arguably a great position, arguably the best position, and look at this perfect Wraith portal. That's going to guarantee them cover, but no, Kashera goes down, does not wait for the Wraith portal. Maybe, perhaps a bit of a misplay right there for Kashera. The IGL of this team, Ascend just needs to survive, and post-kill's gonna get taken down. Ascend's eliminated, Ascend is out from Empires, their rivals in EMEA. The #1 team from Split 2 Pro League takes out the Split 1 playoffs champions in Ascend.
Insane, and Reject was actually over by that building there too, pinging them, putting in some of that extra pressure. That's why it can be so risky with these 50-50s in the late game redeploys here. Another fight, Phoenix team, only down to Zelk here. See if he can actually clutch it out. The R9, the EMP on top of it, so close, but you can't close it out. There was still 2 other players that you have to worry about here.
Phoenix team alive for now. We'll see what they can do, as they got in a little bit of a skirmish against 4-7 as well. And you saw that Rampage shooting slow as molasses right there. Sometimes in those scenarios, the Rampage can melt in the mid-range and a close range, not what you want. Team Empire, though, 3 points are ready, and notice that actually their live point feed is next to them, and it's a good time to notice. Kicking off, debuting for the first time, you actually have a stats extension on the right side. Click the little icon. You can see stats in real time. How many points your favorite team has. In multi-view, you can have a stats page as one of your feeds in addition to the main broadcast. In addition to your favorite teams, you can listen in through the multi-view feed to your favorite comms and your favorite POVs.
It's really good, too, if you want to take some notes in terms of just understanding how IGLs make their decision-making. If you want to take a look at your favorite player that's still alive in the lobby, just to figure out why they're running certain compositions, it's such a great feature that we have here in the ALGS multi-view, here to stay throughout the entire season. DMT in a fight themselves here. Serdell is going to be able to heal up. And this is another team that we had our eyes on during the EMEA region, who's been amazing and consistent in their own regard.
That's right. This roster may be, of course, one of the most heartfelt, most difficult stories of this tournament. Max Strafey in Ukraine, not able to attend this event, but arguably one of the best players in EMEA. The return of the
barbar bet, Cuk. Iya, kagak bener-bener gak mindik-mindik, Cuk.
His family. And you know, one thing that's really interesting, I was talking
kasian yang rotasi-rotasi kagak dapet ini. Banyak banget perangnya.
Parah barbarnya.
Barbar, Cuk, maksudnya di sini perang, terus selesai ada lagi perang gitu lagi. 2 tim, 3 tim sekali perang gitu. TSM ngeratain satu squad tuh. Di bom lagi rotasi, Cuk, kasihan banget gak masuk rumah. Di bom anjir, 3-3 mati. Di tangga, pas buat di tangga pakai inian. Siapa sih? Main dia. Ya lagi main anjir, malah live streaming, goblin lu. Kan turnamen offline anjir.
Oh iya.
Iya, ini offline bukan online anjir. Kalau dia streaming di stream snipe lah.
Oh iya benar.
Game. It was rotate and chill. APAC North, they're known for the meta of rotate and chill with Watson fences with crypto.
Tapi beda sih ini si Rogue. Lihatnya sih
Are
hal.
you kidding me, Vicky? TSM's taking fights. Crazy Raccoon's taking fights. People came out swinging.
Look at this, the team landing, getting caught by the drone scan.
Sakabo, ya.
Getting 2 cracks. We got the wingman shots. The wing bro managing to land some of that pressure here. Losing out on one of our teams from afar.
Itu lama kali.
That's usually a team that runs
jeda kali
way they don't have to overcommit when it comes to loot. GMT though did not redeploy in the position that they were expecting. There's an ult right behind them. The black hole on top of that. You can't hide behind this bush. You think you have something working out for you, but they redeployed right in front of another team.
Yeah, that was a tough rotation for them. And guess who it is? TSM joining alongside FC YUKKK from Japan.
Lu nonton nggak, Cok?
In
How is
the
he
kill
alive?
points and
Ini gua
somehow,
lagi
some
nonton
way,
TSM.
Serdell surviving, not for long
Nah,
though.
ini TSM nih.
Continuing to farm, and it's Hal leading the way.
Beda
He does
ini.
more damage. Hal gets
Oh.
knocked
Lu nontonnya
by
di
Gilderson.
Play Apex,
Team
makanya biar
Liquid
sama.
get revived. Everything's okay. TSM fans, you could chill, but I just noticed Team Liquid in the kill feed for the first time.
Team Liquid, we were just talking about them. This is a team that usually likes
Imperial
to run that
Hal.
Nova, so that way they can take control over that final circle positioning without
Lagi
having
di
to
siapa?
overextend when it comes to loot.
Imperial
The ping
Hal.
from far away.
Dia lagi
They have
ngapain ini?
strong weapon loadouts.
Heal.
Elevate is another one of those teams.
Udah
making the rotation
kamera yang
through
atas belum?
The rock formation here we highlighted before where we saw the circle
Udah
pulling
jauh
towards the south.
kemana-mana
We
ini
usually
mah.
see the circle
Yang
end up
Ganjamin.
where K Sweeney is, but Luminosity.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
what a way to get double cracked and the
Coba lihat
bolts
di
in
ini,
the
Cok.
hands of Ganjamin.
And you know what I'm saying, Viggy?
Yeah.
Fly,
Di Discord,
Ganja,
Cok.
fly right now. Play with the same aggression you were known that made you the rising star of Split 2
Gila,
in North
damage-nya udah
America.
2000
Great
orang.
story here for Luminosity Gaming, recently picked up by LG, a Mexican
Lu lihat
team, the
siapa
only
ini?
team from Latin America to
Ini
qualify.
siapa nih
They're
kalau
fighting
ini?
against
Ganjamin.
America counterpart.
Ganjamin.
Iya.
Here comes the push. Ganja wants smoke.
And he's still managing to get that knocked here too onto sleep. He's
Jago
backing up a
anjir
little bit.
nih,
The
kayaknya
EMP is
Luminos
right
nih.
there. He knows when to not overextend. Now backing off, waiting for Enemigo to actually cover his back instead. The
Berarti
Dominant
dia
used
rotasi
they
mulu
cleaned
kali ya?
up Luminosity
Udah selesai,
there.
gas
Just
lagi gitu
recently
ya.
got him picked up. That was formerly known as Scry. And
Ini lu
currently
di
Ganjamin
Ganjamin
with the
lagi,
bolt,
di
he's trying to
Ganjamin.
back away. He sees the other team coming in from the 6. What do you do here? Do you
Cuk.
redeploy? Do you try to
Wah,
wait it out?
diperang TP
Look
sama
for the
TSM.
opportunity, but the EMP is coming. You won't
Iya,
have
gua
much of a
lagi di
shield
Ganjamin.
soon.
Yeah, it's gonna be Ganja.
Ya,
Swings
pada
wide, right,
mati
get the
di
knock, gonna get
Ganjamin.
two.
Oh,
Yes, no,
iya.
he's gonna do the damage,
Sama,
but it's
sama.
not gonna be enough. Pinnature gonna do enough to take one out. It's all its enemies, and Luminosity Gaming gets embarrassed
Kena sama
by
Fennel ya?
from Japan. They had no business losing that
Bang,
fight.
oh,
but
ini
guess
baru
who's
ikutan
gonna
TSM.
profit, Vicky?
Ya.
TSM comes flying in.
Enak
TSM
banget
looking
TSM.
amazing
Oh my
today.
Bukan TP
Look at
lagi
their
tuh, anjir.
KP in total. They got 6 KP.
Fourth
Look at the
party.
damage alone on
Are you
Imperial
kidding me,
Hal.
Hal?
They're looking to make a move.
My man's
Mainnya
dropping
safety sih dari
1600
tadi dia.
already.
I can't.
Off the rip, top 10 squads left, and you already have 1,600 damage. And look at all the loot they have to work with. TSM, fully kitted Evo shields. They are so well positioned to just walk in this ring. They own this entire north side of the map right now. They have a little
Lagi
high ground.
kamera atas
100
bukan?
Thieves, also
Udahan ya?
rivals in North America in a fight against 4-7.
100 Thieves
Beda
taking the
Rogue
high ground
sama
on
lu.
4-7. They have the
Main di
position
Play
advantage.
Apex.
Ya
Juzna
Allah.
being the
Samain,
only one
Cuk.
left
Gimana
alive,
mau
playing
komen?
through a little crater right here. Doesn't want to overly expose themselves because they know there's another team
Oh,
right
ini
to
lagi
their south.
si
What
Juzna
do you
ya?
do? You're going to put yourself in the line of sight of 2 teams. Team Liquid, who was popping off.
Fun
in the
FPS.
Who were highlighting the Loba, but now
Team
Gilbertson's has
Liquid.
been taken out. They're trying to recover that banner, but first you got to take
Oh.
control over this fight. They're playing right behind the
Kok
dome. They know
delay,
there's another
delay?
team
Delay
behind. They have to
kan?
get thinking soon.
Gue yang delay.
Yeah, 4-7 juice now.
Jadi iklan kan.
Play Apex.
Sorry again for the UI bug. That is not reps. That is Empire. TSM eliminated. Nocturnal is ratting and still alive.
Oh, Team Liquid still in this here. Nocturnal just playing off of the underside of the rubbish that's on the floor right here. Team Empire coming out of that win, but still TSM. What a
Indonesia
performance
gimana
so far
kabarnya?
within that
Kagak
first
ada.
game.
Belum, nanti
Really
ini kan grup
showcasing
A
why
sama
they're
grup
here
B.
to prove something
Ntar
out
grup
there.
C sama
Oh.
grup D habis ini.
Despite all that effort, all that damage,
nonton
only about
Indonesianya.
12 to
Sama
14
gua juga.
points for TSM.
Mhm.
I believe they're not
Kalau
going to
grup
place
ini
the point
barbar
they
mah ya
wanted.
udah.
Unfortunately, we didn't see what happened on that rotation. We thought they could just walk
Pengen
in.
lihat
Not so
ini
easy.
apa kena mental apa
We
kagak
got
gitu, cuy.
Reject. We got Team
Apa
Empire
jago
and
Lah,
gitu.
udah tinggal 2 squad
Round
lagi.
They
out
just
spots.
took
Iya
care
tuh,
of them.
depan-depanan.
It's going to be Reject versus Empire. APAC North.
Ih
versus
jago nih, Cuk.
India.
Empire itu deh.
See how this plays out.
India
Team Empire with the portal plays, trying to get around the rock, closing that distance. They don't want to put
Oh,
themselves
tapi
out
dia
in that open
hoki
field.
ini sih
Team
tempat
Empire
dari
are the
tadi
ones
dia
that
tempatnya
need
di
to
sini.
ease their way into that circle, but luckily they do have that portal
Kena
there to play
zonanya
from.
di sini
They're
dari
playing
tadi.
from the natural rock formation of the map here. Opening things up pretty aggressively here too, but they don't want to get too overly aggressive with the building being in control of the other team. It's going to be Reject still that have been holding on to that building, by the way,
Minus
since
10,
the
Bang.
very start of the game.
Skipper 10.
Reject. a Korean team, but a Japanese organization here on display for
Iya,
the first
telat
time
aja
in
nih gua.
international competition. We know Maliwan, Ranches, and Cleve. If you're a fan of EMEA, we know how good they are. This is a CIS team who came to play, and here goes Empire. They want to fight, and they got all of Reject hiding with their tails between their legs here in the bubble.
Dar.
Here we go, the EMP coming down. Team Empire don't have
Oh,
shield on
dipush ya.
2 of their players.
Udah pada naik ke atas nih.
Ranch is popping that shield bat, so is Maliwan right here. They playing off of the low ground, but they're still finding so
Empire
much
kayaknya menang nih.
damage here. The R301, see the car with the gold mag on top of it all. They're still putting on so much
Malah
pressure.
kekurung ya yang di
Right
atas ya.
here with the wingman from Cleve. You talk about some of that
Bukan
bloodhound action. Team Empire is performing for you. Dropping down with the PK. Team Empire now are forcing this team to drop like flies.
My man literally just jumped off the building and hit a shot like MJ there. Ranches, Cleve, and Maliwan, welcome to LAN competition for the first time. They got one player
Mana
left.
satu lagi anjir.
Minseong gets
Dia di
taken out,
atas.
and just like that, it's going to be at least one kill. Dogma down to 1 HP. He wants the KP. Can he get it? No. Goodbye and good night, Dogma. You're
Oh,
just
Team
running for your life
Empire.
right now as you're getting hunted by Cleve, and that's it. Team Empire
Let's
wins game
go.
1.
That was the
Let's
best
go.
team coming in from the EMEA region, formerly known as Team Major Pushers. They finished first in the EMEA with 114 points, and now they finished first in game number 1 on LAN.
Absolutely, what a start. This is the team we saw huddling, hugging each other before the game. They had a little pregame chant, a little pregame ritual. And look at the nerves, look at the excitement from this team. Their coach
Dia stage-nya ada
behind them.
2 kali ya?
For Team Empire.
Depan
And
belakang
just a quick
itu.
note for the viewers, and maybe aren't as familiar with EMEA, the journey of this team, formerly
Baru
Major
belakang
Pushers,
di mana?
they were unsigned.
Enggak, itu kan
50
pasti
for at least a year
dipisah,
and a
cuy.
half.
Grup
And they
A,
were an
grup
amateur
B.
team that
Iya,
grinded
biasanya
their way
mah.
into the online tournament scene, became a pro team. Sometimes would
Di
look
sini
so
nanti
good,
masuk.
but were not consistent.
Lama banget
They
dong,
found
kan
that missing piece that made them
mejanya
consistent,
gitu,
and now
headset
arguably
kayak
the best
gitu-gitu
team
kan
in EMEA. We
nyeting-nyeting
sleep
lagi
on this
dia.
team way too much. It's about damn time we
Kalau nggak
stop doing
depannya
it.
kali.
That's why we have to focus on them when it comes to
Gak
those
biasanya
teams.
sih
And
satu
Team
tim satu
Empire really
meja,
coming
tapi
through the show.
stage-nya
And
tuh
no matter if you
dibarengin
have the
atau
positional advantage,
sebelah-sebelahan
they
gitu,
still were able
maksudnya
to force
di
that team
belakangnya
off
ada
of that
lagi
dome building.
gitu.
Yeah, well played. And it's not just that, that late game fight, the way they took that 3v3 with confidence, great. But that's just a microcosm for the way that they played all game long. I mean, they were playing
Itu
with
tadi
aggression,
tuh si
they were playing with confidence. Vicky, they finished
Ganjamin.
with 12
Ganjamin.
kills and a first
GG
place finish.
banget
That's
itu
gonna be a
asli.
24-point
Damage
game
udah
for Team Empire all the way to
2500.
start.
I know, it's absolutely amazing. You even see the emotions on the
Yeah,
players, how
ALGS.
they feel. A lot of nerves coming into that first game, but that's going to get over and done with as we go through more of these other games fall out.
Absolutely, and we're of course going to
Hebat.
walk you through the standings here in just a moment.
Hebrat,
For now,
hebrat.
see him sipping on that Monster Energy, making
Paling gua
sure
kalau di
they're
sini
staying
damage cuma
energized
24.
as Team Empire
Hah?
swinging and starting
Gua
so
kalau ikut di sini
incredibly
damage-nya paling
strong.
24.
Yeah, gue tai banget lu. 11 pakai peacekeeper nembak sekali.
The competitive Apex
8.
Legends. This is the Apex Legends global
11.
series, most hyped
Lu tadi aja
esport
10
in the
anjir.
world,
Iya.
and it is showing. We are back
Kadang
at
peacekeeper
LAN
suka gitu
competition.
anjir, kena
We got a
dikit banget.
60
Tapi
player,
mendingan
20 team
sih
battle
daripada
royale
Mastip.
opportunity
Mastip
for these
sekarang
teams to fight
parah.
through group stages, and that's
Mendingan
what we've been
FAH
my
sama
BRs for a
Peacekeeper.
while now, before Apex came out. There's no format like this. To have a group stage format into a double elimination bracket, into a championship match
Hal,
platform
hal.
finals, that's going to be on Sunday.
Si
It's
Hal.
one of a kind.
All these teams will have the opportunity to play one another, to
Mana
have
si
the
Gen
opportunity to
Burten?
see
Ini
what
ya?
is different across
Nggak
all
tahu,
these
iya
other
kali.
regions. Which composition is going to come out on top? Which team is the strongest team amongst them all here in this national competition?
That's right. We're doing a quick pan around these teams. The Gildersons on the far left. Talk about a story. The young controller player, one of the youngest players in the competition, playing with Nocturnal. Mr. Veteran, been competing for a long time. He's only 23, 24, but he's considered a vet in this scene. Continue to scroll around, looking at these things. You saw TSM earlier, the debut of Verhulst. I mean, talk about Verhulst's first performance, his first time playing on LAN. 18 or 19 years old from Kansas City, Missouri, and talk about showing up. The controller god, the rising star, the best story
Kenapa
we've
suka
had.
mainin
Really rags to
itu
riches.
nih,
in Apex
bedak-bedak
Legends.
It's beautiful too because you can see the
Biar
support
nggak
that
itu,
Verhulst
ya
has
keringetan,
from his
Cuk.
former team coming away from ESA, how
Tegang
he just
kali ya.
supports how ESA gets
Bus-
picked up
kalau
by
ikut gitu
Optic,
keringetannya
Optic joining in
parah,
on the
Cuk.
space. Just the
Iya,
sportsmanship that we
tegang.
see across all our players have been amazing to watch. Even
Apalagi
before
kalau
today,
game
just
HP,
see how
Cuk.
these players are prepared with one another, but look at the raw emotions that
I
these
thought he
players
was fist
showing.
bumping the camera,
Oh.
bro. I'm like, this guy's hamming it up right now. Cleve. What's up, bro? All right, I like that confidence. Back to TSM. We talked about Verhulst, and I meant metaphorical rags, of course. Big shout out to the Verhulst family. Multiple siblings who got Verhulst into competitive gaming. His older brother.
Kasihan tuh pemain-pemain pro yang begini nih, Cuk.
He was an amateur.
Baru nih
Played
si
a little bit of
FTX
Call of
apa
Duty
gitu.
before, but didn't really have a competitive background and
Wih,
rose to the
fucker.
top from ranked.
Fucker bukan nih,
Ini kan
kacamata nih.
tes M, Cuk.
Story that's
Bukan
aspirational.
nih,
Every
baju
single
biru.
one of you watching right now can have the
Tadi paling
Verhulst
ujung.
story. It's the craziest part about the ALGS.
Kacamata.
There's open tournaments.
Oh,
with
ini
Mercs. So many
Korea.
teams are qualifying right now through that challenger circuit. You could be a ranked
Kayak
warrior.
pemainnya
You could be an
League of
arenas
Legends.
warrior. You could be a control warrior. Doesn't matter. Start grinding. Start competing in the challenger circuit, and you can qualify to be here, just like Verhulst did just a year and a half, 2 years ago.
That's what I love so much about Apex Legends is seeing a lot of these
Wah,
players
headsetnya
coming
pakai
in from
headset apa sih,
controller,
Ki?
coming in from mouse and keyboard,
Kagak
competing
tahu.
together in one
Bukan Rexus
bracket.
sih, gue jamin mah.
Rexes.
NYK juga bukan kayaknya.
YUKKK anjing.
12 skillnya, mantep banget placementnya. Total
It's right
24.
behind them. So we knew Empire would have 24. Reject with 17 and a firm second place. I mean, off the rip here, Vicky, let's just look at
Nanti
the top
grup
7,
A
top 8,
sama
top
B,
10.
terus
We got
grup C sama
EMEA
D gitu
on
ya.
top. We got APAC North
Enggak,
in
ini
second.
masih
We
AB,
got
AB,
North
AB,
America
AB,
in
terus
third,
diambil,
through fifth, and
dijadiin
again,
dua
no
grup
APAC
lagi, Cuk.
North in sixth and
Udah
seventh.
AB,
It's
CD.
insane to see the distribution
Kayak waktu
right
itu
now.
kita
I'm not
ikut,
ahead of
Cuk.
myself by any means, but a lot of
Iya,
people thought North
AB.
America would come in and steamroll.
Kagak.
Sampai
Look
selesai
at Opti
dulu.
Gaming, look at these North
Oh,
American
ininya.
teams, Scars on the bottom.
Tampilnya
Good stuff for them,
maksudnya.
but overall very well distributed.
And something to highlight in that first page.
Kayak gak tahu dah.
TSM 10 kills in falling
Apa
in
abis
fourth place.
ini
Yeah,
langsung
they
ke
didn't claim
CD,
those 12
grup
kills,
C versus
but what a
D.
Coba
showcase from
gua liatin
TSM.
ya.
And Team Liquid putting down all that damage, still were able to end in third, but with
Jadwal.
only 3 kills.
Yeah, that's right. I want to talk about Reject again. A team that you might not know a lot about, Junghee, Minseong, and Dogma from Korea, a Japanese esports organization. They've never gotten first place in an ALGS competition, the elusive first place. That was me in my pro playing career. I got second like 7,000 times. I could never get first. I had the second place curse. It looks like Reject might be similar. They got third place in the Pro League in Split 1. A couple second place finishes in ALGS online tournaments here and there. Who knows? You know, could that Cinderella story, could that elusive first place come here in the playoffs?
I know you're having that PTSD just looking at that
Exactly,
happen,
trust
right?
me.
But the champions
Nightmares.
got, oh, can we talk about the graphics out here? The
Excuse me,
hollow
Cleve?
sprays? Oh, that is beautiful.
choked my mouth.
I want to get that hollow spray. I want the Cleve hollow spray right there. I love the Bloodhound. But look
Kayaknya
at the
3
damage
match
output,
dihabisin, Cuk, baru
456
ini dah.
damage? Are you kidding me?
Insane. And talk about the team comp. This is the team that ran Mad Maggie in the Pro League, Vicky. This time they're running Bloodhound.
Di
They're
sini
they are
atau sih
probably
soalnya.
no Gibby, a Gibbyless team. Everyone thought you had to have Gibraltar. People laughed at APAC North for running Watson over Gibraltar. Well, look at Cleve running Bloodhound and dominating. Oh my God, that's awesome to see.
Insane, insane. We've seen that sometimes from EMEA where we see the Bangalore come out instead, and it's really risky where you have
Shout
the
out to Shiv,
bombardment come.
everybody.
Yeah, shout out to Shiv, of course, making that movement there on Storm Point, really showing that success in the EMEA region. But this time around, it's not the Bangalore. We're seeing the Bloodhound. We're seeing the Val. We're seeing the mobility being prioritized on Storm Point. I know we highlight a lot the verticality that's so
Yeah,
important on that map, and you see it right there, Team Empire. Not only did they have a heavy frag game, but they took the dub on top of it all.
Picking up right where they left off from the Pro League. Team Empire CIS on top. EMEA on top for now. We'll see if they can keep it up in game number 2. We're going to jump to a very quick break. I'm Fallout. This is Vicky Kitty. Hope you're
Kalau
enjoying
yang
the action at home
terakhirnya
as much
bisa
as we
menang,
are.
jago
We'll be right
banget itu.
back. Don't go anywhere.
Terakhirnya
Round
maksudnya?
3. Yang tadi yang tersisa terakhir kemarin.
Oh, nge-clutch gitu ya?
Heeh. Ya, iklan dulu lagi.
Monster Energy, the official energy drink of the Apex Legends Global Series.
Kayaknya di map baru ya, Storm Point ya.
Kayak gantian dan ntar. Kan ada 3 match, Cuk.
Hmm.
Apa
Oh,
3
3
kan?
match.
Heeh.
Force 500 PTS. Grup C strong. Mana grup C ya? Butterfly.
Chatnya orang aja yang nonton 2000 aja. Gue juga nih, Cok. 2. Ini official broadcaster kali itu. Match 1, grup A, grup B, grup C, grup D. Kayak gonta-ganti nih kayaknya.
Empat C 45. Masih 45.
Total pricing.
Oh barengan grup C sama grup D udahan Ki.
Kagak disiarin berarti ya?
Iya.
Welcome back everybody to the ALGS.
Yeah.
$1 million
Juara 20 Revenan Esport.
Dewa.
United juara 14.
Ya lumayan 14 ya.
It's insane. It's to say that we're finally here.
Udah juara
After
satu
over
gitu.
950 days, our players are performing here on this stage that is right
Ah,
behind us. And it's
seru,
beautiful,
Cuk.
by the way. And these players already finished
Wah,
with game
dia
number 1. Hopefully,
liatin.
shaking off some of those early game nerves here. Team Empire, though, showing that they're far from nervous, ending not only with a dub, but with 12 kills to their name.
Ah, males gue nonton begini.
Dia streamingnya cuma 1 sih.
Iya.
Oh coba di ini Cuk. Di official ininya. Coba gue cari lah.
Belekun juara 20. Belekun lahir.
Tawain lu. Belum bisa lu kayak gitu Cuk. Japanese, Thailand, Rusian. Coba nih FPS Thailand kan ada. Switch.
Gila United nih. Kaget gue ngeliat paling ujung benar ONP.
แล้วก็คือต้องบอกว่าในจังหวะที่เขาเลือกในแต่ละจังหวะเนี่ยก็คือ
Oh jadi apa tadi ya?
Oh nggak main.
Hah?
Si Revenant Esport nggak main di not play, did not play.
Kagak main.
All eyes on Scars, all eyes on GMT. Can they perform here in game number 2?
Gonna have to see Storm Points, of course, just to reiterate for those of you guys tuning in right now, we are starting the first 3 games on
gede.
Storm Point and then ending the last 3 games
4
on
poin.
World's Edge for those of you guys that are just
Did not
wondering.
play.
First time here in Split 2.
Ya,
that
si
we get to
Belkun
see
udah
2
nggak main
maps,
lagi,
of
Ki.
course, and we've seen how that's changed
Kenapa
things up
dia?
across all the regions
Peringkat
between team
20.
composition switches,
Emang
between
langsung nggak
team
main?
mindset, the way they want to rotate, and it's so important 'cause
Oh,
we
gitu.
highlight
Ini
the POIs,
did not
we
play
highlight Storm
tulisannya.
Point, especially from those teams that start off in the northern side
Dewa
of
masih
Storm Point,
berarti.
and the distance
Dewa
that they're
masih.
able to obtain.
Oh di eliminasi ya? Bukan poin ya dia?
Poin juga sih.
Enggak maksudnya bukan adu poin terakhir gitu nanti gitu.
Drop center map, which means no matter where the zone goes, you can rotate early. In Kings Canyon back in the day, it was Cage. In World's Edge, it was Fragment East. Here on Storm Point, of course, they're dropping Antenna, and it seems to work out for them. And I just gotta say, look at this beautiful map. Shout out to Respawn. The fact that we got another competitive map in Apex has been such a treat, Vicky.
I know, I love it. I
Masih
love all the
diskompol,
little new things that we've also just integrated, not only just the map, but the multi-view feature, the stats
Yeah,
feature, for those of
exactly.
you guys that want to follow even closely into what these teams are doing, who's engaging onto who. There's so many teams to watch, but there's also so much action when it comes to those choke points, looking at where the circles are going to be pulling for us.
If esports were a bunch of stock, there's an esports stock market. I'm invested in Apex Legends.
Let's
It's
go.
on the up and up. Obviously, got a little bit of bias there, but you're
Oh,
spot on,
namanya
brother.
harus gede,
The
Ki.
advancements made in the ALGS over the last year, the
Kalau mau
viewership
menang,
has gone up. It's been
namanya harus gede.
skyrocketing. Big shout out to
Maksudnya?
people like Nick Merckx, Imperial
Kapital
Hound.
semua.
Running
Apa
this game.
aja,
It's such a good competitive game, and
Ini
ALGS
yang tim
competitive
Empire
Apex
kapital
esports
semua
is
menang.
on the up and up. We're gonna jump on board with Team
Ranches itu,
Empire
ranches.
as well.
Ranches?
You
The
gotta get it. Is it- Am I getting trolled right now?
I mean, whoa, can we
Dia
talk
pakai
about proxy?
Bangalore,
We were
lucu.
just talking about this composition
No
from EMEA
shot.
in Storm Points. Not only are they still not going to be running
With
the
the
Giddy composition,
Bangalore?
but instead, talk about makeshift cover. Talk about mobility.
Bro.
You got the smokes. You got the redeploy coming in from Maliwan, and you got Cleave still on the Bloodhound.
I'm at a loss for words. Shout out to Team Empire doing something that no other team in competitive Apex does. in switching
penonton
it up
kecewa
on
nih, Cok.
meta Bloodhound
Iya,
map
ini
number
mah.
1, Bloodhound
Parah.
in Bangalore in map 2. After you just dropped 24 points, no other team would do that.
Let's ignore the thermal side, right? Let's talk
Gimana
about
nih
the stand
penyelenggaranya?
into the
Si
smoke.
Ranches
How
tadi,
important
cuy, yang
that's gonna be
Empire.
for the composition that we're seeing from Team
Oh.
Empire. You can see the confidence that they're feeling. You talked about those
Udah
early
mulai lagi nih.
Bangalore
intentions,
nih.
those
Udah.
POIs.
Tuh, langsung
GMT
perang kan?
facing off
Banget.
against Fennel right now, early on in game number 2. GMT already eliminated. What a quick fight
Mana ini
off
di
the
grup
rip in game number 2,
C-nya?
going in favor
Nanti
of
kali,
Fennel.
Cuk.
And perhaps it was
Grup C.
foreshadowing. We previewed this fight at the wall. We said Fennel, the Japanese team, and GMT would be splitting the wall. We thought it would be civil. And we know that this team
Habis ini kali,
actually
Cuk.
came and boot camped early against GMT at the Lounge Esports LAN Center in Stockholm. And they would every single game fight each other and then turn and say nah and pass each other candy, literal candy, if the other team won. Well, it looks like that continues here. I thought
Kenapa
on LAN
nyarinya
things
yang
would be more
langsung di
civil,
tempat
but
perang
no,
gitu ya?
the same
Ini
energy
banyak banget yang
continues
tempat aman.
here in the
Mana, cuy,
competition. Are you
tempat
kidding me?
aman?
Oh,
Itu di
man,
petanya
and
tuh.
look how quick Team
Di
Liquid's
mana?
when it comes to
Itu,
these circles.
yang di
Itu
kanan
udah
ujung.
kebagi-bagi,
Number
Cuk.
one, but this is gonna
Itu di
benefit
kanan
kanan
ujung.
ujung.
because
Itu
you gotta
CR aja kan
circle
tadi
here.
dari
It's
Storm
gonna be
Catcher.
difficult for those southern teams to
Dari
make
Itu dia
it
rotasi.
samping
without
kanannya.
them having to feel safe of the contentions that we're going to see.
Udah
in
ada
Storm
orang
Point City.
pasti.
But another northern circle this time around. We usually see those
Itu kan
southern
lutan
circles
kecil
here on
aja.
Storm Point, but a little bit of a different
Ya
pace here
seenggaknya
in
nggak
game
jadi
number
juara
Team
20
Liquid
Ki.
find themselves in a nervous fight.
Kalau kayak gitu kan
I mentioned
20
earlier on
nyesek
time,
banget
35
udah
points
ya.
out
Tapi
there.
kan
Udah.
poinnya
Not
lebih
for no
banyak
reason.
kalau
Big shout
keras
out
kali,
to
cuy.
my man Mike Nowitzki, community members that really have
Untungnya
stepped up and
Pada
helped
mau
us
lolos,
bring
cuy.
stats analysis, bringing
Jadi
their
dia
skills
mainnya
to
ini
esports.
kali.
He put together a really brilliant analysis and stat doc that showed that Team Liquid, well, from a statistical perspective, really unimpressive in the Pro League. They were actually in 20th plus place in average placement and average kills, but still
Ini Aceh
qualified because
main
they're
aja
consistent. They're always
berdua.
placing 5th, 6th. They're always getting 7-8 points per game. It's nothing shiny, but it gets the job done. But the thing
Udah
is, Vicky,
pensiun bego dia.
that's not going to get the job done if you
Iya,
want the
gua
largest
pengen
piece of
banget
that
kalau
$1
dia
million prize
main
pool. I
tuh
mean,
berdua.
you got to see Team Liquid
Si
play a
Mi
little more
Aceh.
aggressive here if they want to win.
I think a lot of that also comes from the composition. Oh, they hear the redeploy right outside their
Di-
front doors.
di
It's
push ya.
Christmas morning here, served on the silver platter. Team Liquid looking
Is
for
that
the
Santa?
opportunity. I mean, may as well be, but look how quick that team was to rotate away. They're getting pinged by another team, so that's going to be the green light for Team Liquid to move in for the third party.
And this is the aggression we wanted to see. It's Team Burger. Pricey gets
Nggak,
taken out by
anjir.
Nocturnal. And just like that, Team Liquid cool
Ribet
wins
ya.
Team Burger. The number 3 team from Apex
Gedek
South.
banget ya.
The Aussies eliminated
Kalau
by Team
ketemu
Liquid.
Gibi depan
Goes in
muka
for
ya.
the black market, immediately
Kena
goes
shield.
for that shield swap
Kagak
too.
udah
We saw earlier
sekarat
that,
juga nembak
API
belum
like
mati-mati
using
anjir.
that double name, that's how powerful
Kena
it is.
wingman
It's
cuma
easy to
35.
sense sometimes through his
Iya.
teammates.
Beda
Sunblood said
10.
here, though, they're going to be rotating here. They're also going to be able to get that loop from the loop box.
That's right. Meanwhile, right nearby.
Cuman kalau gue yang pakai Gibi kok
Attack
tetep
North
aja
team,
kan oke
Action
cepet
Aussie
ya.
team. They're going to be the second place team from Apex South. They're actually nearby. And they've done the same thing twice now. Another pick is going to come on E6 from Fun. Keep an eye on that kill feed at the top right of your screen. But one quick note, Sukuraiku has been actually using the Trident and rotating early with Trident. Didn't work out well for them last game necessarily.
beda
with Mayhem.
geradakan.
Shout out to my man Bullet on this team. Greek, Australian, fellow Greek competing in this one alongside Stay Naughty. My man Greek God killing it with Nicewig. The Greeks are showing up this weekend. You
I
know?
love it. I love it. I know you're feeling
already
amazing
know it.
about that,
You already
too.
know it.
Shout out to the other stream there with Greek God, Nice Wick.
Oh,
They're going to be able to
Pada
pop
gitu
off
semua ya.
in their own way. Love it, love
Di
to hear what the
apa?
thoughts are so
Di
far with
looting,
this
di
one.
keluarin.
My man Wig has Greek energy too.
Di looting,
Greek God,
dibuangin
my
di
man
luar.
looks like Zeus. IRL, I'm just I saw this, I didn't realize
Kalau-
it's 3. He's looking bigger than ever.
Enggak yang
Shout out to
ngecamp
boy
misalkan
Nightbot,
mau
make sure check out
stay di
the
situ.
stream. There is a
Ngelut-ngelut
full-blown
dibuangin di
showcase
situ.
by Greek God and Nicewig
Ditaruhin
going
di
on.
situ. Kalau enggak di
Ooh,
rumah.
in some trouble. Gotta back
Taruhin
off a
di
little bit.
rumah.
Maybe trying to overextend a little too far up ahead.
Yikes.
Team Liquid though popping off in the kill feed, getting even
Oh
more
my.
KP on top of everything. This is another team that we saw that they were not overextending. It's a send.
Kagak ada yang pakai sniperan gitu ya, Cuk. Sentinel gitu kagak ada dah.
They actually traded a knock though. Actually, Nocturnal from Team Liquid did go down, so I'd love to keep an eye out on Team Liquid here. Sutoraiku nearby. This is an interesting fight here. Team Liquid says, Fallout, hold my drink. All right? You say you want us to play aggressive. You want us to be a little bit more outstanding in our play, aggressive in our play. Well, here we go. Team Liquid are ready with 4 or 5 kill points to start off map number 2. It's exactly what you need to see from them.
Elevate now managing to restabilize. Sleep needs to pop this med kit here.
Crypto jadi kayak as anjir.
We hit those?
Bombardment with the follow
No
after the
shot.
wingman shot and the
Mati
break.
nih
But
Crypto.
needs to get away though. He's quite literally won the follow. Sleep with the
Ya,
coverage. Gets the crack.
bokong.
And now they're going to be able to try to get the down here. Bin goes down unfortunately as Bullet was able to get that knock.
We got some region on region action here. Elevate from South America all the way down. Same
Ini ada nama
longitude, latitude, I don't know which one
grup
it is. All the way
PLRS
in
anjir.
Australian region. We got
PLR.
Sutoraiku. So we got Apex South
Players.
versus South America
Ayo.
right now. And we'll see who comes out on top. Elevate gets the revive. And it looks like they
Players.
will
Si
both
Nice
attempt
week.
to reset.
Although they had gotten that knock, they want to take this opportunity to keep themselves in the position here to
Uni.
gatekeep for that
Dimana
next
Uni?
circle. They have the information of the beacon, where the circle is going to be pulling. You have to imagine, as all these other teams are running crypto, they don't have to overextend for that beacon information. They don't have to put themselves at a disadvantage.
Oh,
as
ini
much
Ki.
more of these
Apaan?
other fights
Cek
are
lawan
happening on
grup
the
D
northern
nih.
side of
Di
the
mana?
map.
Here we
Di
go.
sini nih.
Scars
Di
Di mana?
got
Nice week.
themselves in a fight against Optim
Hah?
Gaming, and we didn't really
Nice
set the
week.
story up enough.
Nice
We
week.
gotta.
Iya,
No
nice.
team has
Ini
more
gua
pressure
kirim
this
di-
weekend than
Ya ya
Optim
ya dapat.
Gaming.
Nice week
Dapat.
pakai G kan?
When you need
Makanya
that
kata gua
player,
kok beda sih
for,
nih
for
grupnya.
this team, Hardeki is that
Hmm,
player.
iya.
You know, he drops down on the window. He calls out the armors. He does the opening damage.
Ah,
When it comes
gini
down
dari
to the
tadi.
nitty-gritty, he's the
Ah,
last one alive,
kacau.
taking the 1v1.
Udah eliminasi lagi Dewa
He does
United.
it all. The man
Belum
is
sih Uni
insane.
tadi.
Hah? Uni.
It's hitting for
Uni yang
6,500 damage right there. I wonder if he gets a
Di
knock, and they
granatin
get a knock on the
rasakan.
IG, who's going to be on the backside right there with the bubble. And look at Hardeki playing
Looking
from
to
the angles
angle
again.
it already.
Look at this, get on the rock, dude, like he's Tarzan, looking on the bottom side. And can they get the KP on the IG over here? IG in a very tough spot.
They
No
get the
Gibraltar
reset.
bubble. They do get the reset with Hardeki.
And the shot's coming down. And Rocker actually steals a kill with the charge
Oh
rifle.
my god, the little charge rifle
And
Charlie can have a rocker.
IG.
Bryn noises going down here, and they do get one of the KP, which is
Bukan
great.
lawannya
But
energi
IG
bener.
actually getting the KP stolen as Energy gets the kills from Hardeki.
Energi aja.
GG and Hardeki looking at a
Untungnya
bad
jangan
spot right now. He needs
eliminasi
to make
aja.
sure he stays alive here. No
Enggak,
kills out.
lolos
Eliminasi.
lolos ke berikutnya deh. Yang besoknya gitu.
Charlie stealing that KP, and that's why we love the charge rifle. You don't only farm damage, you might get some KP on the edge right there. As Hardeki is going to change to the flat line.
Ini jam 9 malam main lagi, Cuk. Jam 1
Listen, little hole, you have a whole arm.
jam 1 malam.
Anti-recoil.
Jam 1 pagi.
We'll leave that one up for
We'll
you
leave that
guys.
up for discussion. You guys discuss that in chat. Oh, and the knock on the IG. Full kill coming out. from the boy over
PLRS.
Hardeki. He gets one more
PLRS.
KP. The little jitter aim coming out with the mouse right there.
PLRS.
And we see the flat line
Kok
go
dosa,
dominate
Cuk?
for Hardeki and company.
Puasa.
As they're in God
Oh,
spot.
kok puasa?
Energy
Emang
is still
kenapa?
holding. And
Puasa
look at the
gua.
rotation. G2.
Walaupun gak sahur.
They- dude,
Gue
getting
semalam
these guys
tiba-tiba
open
bangun
sponsorship. Bro, the sun
udah
baby set up.
azan
How do they so
subuh,
insane?
Cok.
I mean, I don't
Ya
get it, dude.
Allah.
These guys'
Emang
eyes must
Biasanya
be
kebangun kan.
30 carats for a living.
Jadi lu nggak bangunin?
All they do is see
Tapi di
orange.
gua kan
These
ngepuasa.
guys are always in
Oh.
zone crafting.
Ya,
But
iya,
that's what
maksudnya
G2
nggak
likes,
bangunin,
like we
bablas.
said,
Jadi
every
itu
team
dia
has different
bangunin
style.
tuh
But like I
itu
say,
gak sahur
even
katanya.
on World's Edge, they
Udah
rotate
subuh.
out of third,
Hah,
and
udah
they're
subuh.
gonna be
Biasanya gua
tested
udah
at the
bangun.
lines, I believe, on
Itu
thermal.
baru sekali itu.
But G2 rotates out of thermal, dude,
Itu
in
capek
6 to
banget
7
kali.
business
Jago
days.
juga nih,
And
Ogi.
when zone 3 hits, they just
Ogi
start
apa
to
sih?
move out. And
Octane
somehow,
Gaming.
I've been saying it
Apa
for
sih?
years
Kan.
since these boys came to PC.
Ada
How do they
Optim
win games?
Gaming.
There's no
Lalu
other team
nonton
that can
yang
rotate
A.
as late as G2, do
Yang
what they
B.
do, and be
Lah
this
tadi ada
consistent.
yang di
They're
A,
really
anjir,
kind of
itu
an
Optim
anomaly when it
Gaming.
comes to edge fights.
Oh iya deh,
They
adanya di A
completely,
salah.
perfected
Kedua.
their play. From every zone, they know what crafter they want to rotate to. when they need to move, what God spot they want to fight for.
Yep.
They have it completely mapped out.
Somehow. And it blows my mind every time. And I don't really know. I think it's just a whole team dynamic type chemistry thing.
Wah,
I don't
you
think
lo-
there's one player really think that. They're getting shot. And
Mm.
when Zoltan goes down, it's going to be C9 ratting.
Itu
And they get a
makanya
knock on the
jangan.
Gemini.
Baru
And
bikin,
Zoltan and C9
baru
starts to move
dibilangin.
forward. And C9 is
Bandel
gonna
banget
back
sih,
down,
rata kan lu?
Enak kan?
Rata kan lu?
C9
Jadi dapat
with-
gratisan.
I just think
Sama
them
Cloud9.
so bad, bro.
C9 with this.
I'm
Enak
so
banget.
sorry. Carlos, if you're watching
Lagian
this, I'm
ngapain
so
ya?
sorry.
Turnamen
Oh
bikin-bikin
my God,
crafting
Carlos, the
gitu.
owner of GT.
Enggak, kalau mau crafting
so
mungkin
sorry.
dikirain daman kali cu di luar zona. Ini dia aja masih ke belakang lagi aja. Mau crafting juga kali ini.
Enggak, takutnya di TP dari sono dijigat.
They do not want to let G2 get the reset here.
And we look over here, Design's actually running underneath on the first floor of the building.
Oh, dia yang kabur tadi ya.
Banners here, if C9 actually rotates out early, can he get the banner grabs and get the full reset? It doesn't matter as long as he gets banners, though, he's going to start to rotate out again, as he knows C9's maybe going to craft. He's
Ya, naik mobil tayo.
Tayo kematian cu.
Dar!
Dar.
Ya.
And it's struggling.
Oh my
No,
god.
Design needs to hit the same
Tayo
line,
niya.
pulling a fade right now, needs to get the tap streams
And
going.
CLG with a
And
full wipe onto
CLG
Dua.
Dua going down united to CLG.
Udah kabur aja
Dewa
udah.
mati, Cuk.
And controller driving is really hard.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep this
Dewa
stack.
udah
CLG
mati.
still
Kata.
fighting.
CLG
Yeah.
actually with another fight right now as Design's gonna
Nggak
be
lihat gua.
We'll start to move towards CLG.
Sisi berapa? 18
Really
lah.
good. They got a full wipe on a duo. They're gonna be good. He has a
Oh,
devotion
iya
right
tuh.
now. 3 controller boys. Is Mouse a controller boy? I'm not too sure.
Oh iya
So
anjir,
there are 3
dempet
control
lah gitu.
players out of CLG right there too. And they are,
sayang
like I was
banget
saying,
dah.
an absolute Cinderella story. People need to put respect on the CLG's name. They were getting roasted. They were getting told
Dia
they weren't
cuman
good enough
buat
to play.
begitu
They weren't good enough to
doang
be a pro
asli.
team. And now look at them. They're actually
Susah
dominating
lu
right
ke
now.
sono.
3 kills
Wah,
in
ini
this
nih
game.
parah nih,
Sonic
gak.
is teabagging the body
Buset
right now.
digituin, Cuk.
United getting
Yo.
Wah,
teabagged.
kacau lu.
He's dropping on him. And wow, he's asserting dominance. That's
Kalau
called
lu
asserting dominance.
mainnya
Knock
Apex
toxicity
sih,
as
orang
this
Indonesia
opponent
masih
company
dikit
fighting
lu.
top right. As Hardeki's gonna get
Dia
more
nggak
shots
tahu
up.
netizen
Hardeki gets the
Indonesia.
full command
Di-
of the
netizen
three
Indonesia
here.
nggak tahu
3
nih.
KP, 800 damage. Like there's not. I want to make this known, chat. A Gibraltar will be coming out. I don't think anyone's fighting here though. As Energy's gonna be in a good spot, but there's gonna be a shot. There's gonna be some shots over here. As GW's gonna get pushed now. As Onyx fighting in the bottom right now.
Worse with the knock with
The bubble
Eva
going down. A
onto
lot of missed
Yuka.
shots right now.
Ah!
As they're going down. And can Worst stay alive?
Kalah.
Here? He gets a punch out of it. No. And GW eliminates Onyx. As those are some tough shots coming down from the Onyx boys, but they actually get the wipe. I don't think they're gonna get pushed either. As GW is gonna stay alive here, getting the full 2-man res. And
Ada
look at this.
dilempar-lemparin bajunya.
Gibraltar Watson staying alive right now again.
They
I'm
held
done. He
up
actually
Dia pada
switches
dikeluar-keluarin.
for a Mozam?
Kalau ngecamp gitu
Really
dengan
weird choice
dikeluar-keluarin
about
langsung
that. They actually
isi-isi.
pops the Mozam, dude. The little pocket
Shield.
pistol coming out. And I don't really know if I agree with that, but
Yeah.
whatever you're comfortable with, whatever
Hey,
floats
it
your boat,
looked like
Chief.
it worked. So
Yeah, 100%.
Tuh,
they win
ini
the fight,
ngecamp
they
nih
get
pasti
the
nih dia.
reset. They
Yep.
are all
Dikeluar-keluarin
alone
ntar.
on wall side.
Yep, and we see Hardeki trying to get some shots onto the NRG boys. And
Ya kalau
Coba.
klik kanan
unbelievable job from
transaksi mah
Hardeki.
transaksi
And
Cuk.
Nathan actually gets the knock, and they get the wipe. Nathan with another KP for the boys over on Energy, and Hardeki
Wah,
gets
ada
another KP.
benar nih
And I
PLRS
want to
nih.
say this before we start again. There are not
Enak
many
ya
players
posisinya
that
ya.
can do what Hardeki does.
Just look at it. He's roaming around the building. His
Not many.
teammates holding it down. He's just finding KP,
Roaming around the
exterminating
building.
teams, and putting them in
Guna banget
uncomfortable
Bangalore.
positions
Every
all
time.
by himself.
And this is
Bangalore tuh
one that I
ultinya
compare
cepet soalnya cu.
with Hardeki in the way that he maneuvers.
Lu butuh
as a
2
team
accelerate
player or
aja udah
as player
penuh.
Is how. They're
Wih,
really just two peas in a
ngeta,
pod when it
Cuk,
comes
si
down to
asnya.
gameplay.
Nama
How is
Jate
that
ya?
guy for TSM to go and get KP, randomly pressure teams, stay alive, and they're just so identical with their play styles. I think
Udah
they have so
susah-susah
much respect for
manjat
each
dia
other
turun
because
lagi
they just
gimana
know
sih?
They're both them. They're literally those guys. Like, they really are. And Hardeki proves it every time. I mean, 4 KP, 1,000 damage with 15 squads alive is low-key unbelievable when it comes down to competitive Apex.
17 players already eliminated before Zone 3 closes, and Hardeki's got 4 of those
4
by
of those.
himself already.
Disgusting. And we see another team now landing on the bottom side house. They're going to take the top roof of that building, but that building's really good, but not the top side, as Hardeki and them have a ton of shots, and we're going to see a fight maybe going down here. And it's going to be Alliance landing on top of GW.
Vice moving in here, throwing the Gibby ult.
Yeah, the Gibby ulti's going to come down, but they're going to have to stabilize. The team up top is Watson, so they're going to have non-stop gens trying to heal them right now.
Nice.
As
Itu pemain
Alliance in a
Apex
lot of
juga
pressure
tuh,
right now on this bottom side building. More shots coming down.
Gak tahu
Riggs
gua.
there, really good job. The Alliance boys
Apa
are down
streamer
as
kali?
they need to.
Gak tahu.
As YUKKK is one shot. As they're getting some more shots down. The bubble does come out. As
Kayaknya
Riggs
officialnya
goes down,
dah, cu.
but they're gonna trade skills.
Kayaknya dia
Backside right
caster.
there with a knock.
Kalau nggak
Energy is
caster,
30%
streamer
right now,
biasanya.
as they're gonna start to move forward. YUKKK going down to
Jadiin
GW,
official
and Energy is
jadinya.
gonna be in prime position right now to fight
Ini
this.
tuh dia di arenanya.
He's here, who's still alive. He's the only one up right now as he starts to heal his battery on this backside, trying to look for a res on the
Tuh
base.
bener cuy, yang tadi gue bilang dia samping-sampingan, depan belakang.
Pressure coming in from the
Kayak
Valk.
grup A, grup B di depan, terus di belakang grup.
Iya lu di belakang
And
bawah
they're
dong.
trying to another team.
Gak jadi
The
aja.
crypto heirloom coming out right now. Can he
Kena
play
Depocion
someone?
lo.
And no, he's not.
Mau
He's gonna be down
kemana?
as Alliance makes a very, very risky Valk goal as Energy is the team down below right there
Jauh
onto the
Energy.
blue bins. And I love this spot from Sweet. I love where they're at right now. I love their positioning. They are in such a tight-knit spot, but Energy's mechanical skill, there's no one that's going to contest them right here and actually do anything.
One thing I would like to
Red
point
udah
out
gak pernah
is
dipakai.
look at their cover right now.
Yoi,
They
heirloomnya
have the
si
Watson
Watson
fences.
keren.
Sweet has parallel parked the vehicle over here,
He's going to have the three-point turn.
utilizing every bit of the map.
He's going to have the
for cover.
three-point turn. And like I said, Rocker,
Ini
Nathan
dia
don't
mainnya
have their license.
kayak main PUBG
And
aja,
Sweet
cuy.
is the one. Look at that perfect
Ngambil
mark right
mobil,
there. I mean, he can
ngedefend,
drive the New York
rotasi
City as
lagi
taxi
pakai
driver
mobil.
and be A-OK.
He's whipping
Unbelievable
the
job.
van like a soccer mom over here.
That's what I'm saying. The man really is just a soccer mom to Nathan and Rocker doing amazing things.
Sama mobil biar
Unbelievable. It
kita
took him to
tembak.
practice right now. But seriously, right now moving forward,
Buat
Energy's in a great
perlindungan.
spot. The zone does end up a little bit more, but I think they're going to be in for the next zone, but barely. And we're going to see fights going out from up top
Anjir,
right now.
ngedefnya
as
di bawah
SSG is supposed to be
situ.
gonna fight with a three-man absolute shiz
Naruh
show.
ituan.
Up top right now as Nano gets another kill on Designful, and G2 is
Is
fully eliminated. G2 out at 14th after having a phenomenal last game.
Yep, and now looking here at the map, you
Yeah.
see the zone pulling in on top of Hardecki's
Yep.
team. He pinged that right off of Ring 1 Beacon, knew exactly where it was going to end.
Cuma susah banget nyari
You see
tempat aman
SSG
kayak
here
gitu.
right outside command center.
Iya,
They're
anjir.
gonna have a little bit of a
Mau
walk
nggak
here
mau
that
ya
they
harus
have to walk in. They're gonna
Gerak
get the
terus.
back here.
Numpuk.
Bener-bener gerak
Also,
terus.
Kalau enggak,
3v3 this team, trying
satu
to hold
tempat
them out of
numpuk.
zone.
Lah kayak waktu kita main aja susah nyari tempat aman, cuy. Mau nggak mau harus ngeratain orang baru
And look
dapat
who's starting
tempat.
to walk over here. Look who it is. The Grim Reaper himself, Hardecki, moving forward.
Apalagi di kayak beginian anjir.
Dude,
Nongol dikit
I love
hilang,
this
nongol
guy.
dikit
I love his
hilang.
gameplay.
Itu orang
He
yang
is going to cause
Weh, Wadli.
havoc on this
Si
three-man
Wadli.
fight if it does
Si
happen.
Hardecki.
And you know he's about it, dude. The Grim Reaper coming over with the scythe. And I'd be scared
Ada
if I was
pemain
SSG
pro
knowing
nih,
that Hardecki's looking
Madli.
on the backside.
One thing is you see the map
Or
here,
I'd be about it.
Rig is lying
You know
low,
what I'm
and I do
Pada
not
main
know if
drone,
SSG
Cuk.
knows that Rig is here. So if they do have
Kenapa
this
pada main
3v3
drone?
fight,
Kripto
this might be a free
turnamen
third
pasti
party for Rig
banyak
here.
dipakai.
And we see CLG right there on the bottom side too. And SSG might be in a really bad spot right now. This is not looking good for SSG. Rig could be routing us. They could be in a bad spot. I'm not really sure what to think. I think they know
Kok
that you have a
pada pakai
cautious job on the
rampage ya?
bottom side tunnel. And we see TTHM
Pelurunya
now
banyak.
flying in, getting
Ini
that spot right
Samsung.
there.
Totem with
underneath
a
Hardecki.
risky
kan?
Valkyrie.
Yeah.
They do get inside the building.
Yep.
But now it's
Samsung
important
White.
to note, does Hardecki
Apaan?
let them have this, or does he start
Samsung
wreaking
White.
havoc like he did on the
Samsung
first
sih?
team that
It
did?
might be too
Iya,
late for
SSG.
Hardecki to do anything here. He
Apa?
might
Bukan
recognize it,
itu.
might just play the top side building. But we're going to switch over to SSG.
Space Station, apaan Space Station? Tuh, Space Station.
Oh,
Itu kan ada namanya, anjir. Di atas. Samsung. Samsung.
Comes out.
The swing
Rex
does go
with the
down.
knock onto
Yudu does
Yudu.
go down right now. Coming out from the car on the Frex.
Anjir depan belakang, ulti udah. Ya, kebanyakan bacot udah ulti di tempat.
Backside here, DTM, yes, the
Ya,
duo comes
udah
in.
kena TP.
Space Station eliminated at 13. The second bad game as we start to move forward
Asli
here.
susah banget ya
And
begitu
the
ya.
duo walks
Iya.
down. They're gonna portal back and they're in a
Mau
good
gimana
spot right
juga
now
susah.
as the duo is asserting a spot. here.
Bingung tuh dia.
As the teams up top start to look
Yoi,
in,
keren
and we
banget.
see CLG need to make a play here as
Dua
Mamba and them
doang.
are moving forward.
Juara
Teams
12
right side
tuh.
command center.
Kok dua orang doang ya?
He does come through.
Main
Kan
sama temennya doang.
Turnamen offline anjir.
Don't pressure them on their backside, they'll be good. I don't
Yang
know
satunya
Mama's
berhalangan
gets
kali.
his team right now at home, and he's in a really good spot. They start to fight up top. Rig getting the wipe on the DTM. Wipe up top.
And they're
now
looking
it's
for
gonna
more.
look for CLG moving forward now. And they're getting bopped right now. Is CLG going to be able to move forward here and take out
Ya kan.
Rig on the top side? They're getting crypto.
Ah, kena dari belakang.
What is going
Kayak enak
on?
banget tempatnya. Udah kena drone, kena ulti, Gibi, kelar hidup. Nah, sian banget. TSM grup apa bang? Grup A. AB. Ini grup CD.
hiding behind 2 knockdown shields like a
Yang
teenager.
ada orang
Let's
Indonesia ya.
see what they can do in this situation. Do they get the reset? Does Rig get the full kills?
Jangan
As they have
nonton
50
dah.
seconds to the zone close.
Kok jangan nonton,
Backshot
Cuk?
trying
Kita
to
harus
reload the
tetap
backside, and it's gonna be a
Indo
1v3
Pride
to
tuh.
get
Ah,
Battle.
lu mah.
Can he do it? It's not going to look like it. Battle most likely going to go down as CLG is
Kacau nih
eliminated
yang
very, very early.
kalau
We see
nonton
C9
timnas
moving
Indonesia
forward
nggak
here.
menghargai.
Watch
Lah,
right now is Energy
si Bel pun masih
moving
main,
into the
Ki.
situation.
Masih,
Rosie
Cuk.
outside the wall,
Grup
moving
itu.
forward. The Valkyries gonna have to come in. So we're gonna
Nggak
watch Sweet
mungkin.
and see where he decides about Valkyrie.
One
Kira
thing I would
sekali
like to
doang
point out.
main.
Kagak lah.
Look at the boys from Kick
Bel pun
making a
masih
late
bisa, Cuk.
Itu
push
masih
here in
itu
the
tuh
zone. They were your
3 orang, Cuk,
champions.
selau.
They are still
Gila
really
deh.
good.
Yeah.
Going into the
Sampiong nih, Cuk.
Nah, kalau begini gue seneng nih masih ada
Ah,
tambahan nih.
tai lu.
Gora 20, 18.
Kan penyesuaian, Cuk.
Mental breakdown.
Dah, kita ikut turnamen aja mental breakdown aja.
Iya, mental breakdown.
Itu masih turnamen antar kampung aja.
C9 is Valkyrie as well.
Oh, terbang semua anjir.
Raining from above right now. Where is Energy going to land? What is their decision right here? As they're going to play the bottom side right now on the building, and they have a lot of room here. They're looking.
Gila,
They're gonna
apaan
get
main
some
begitu
shots
ya
from
satu
the
rumah,
northeast,
banyak
but they might
banget.
just want to hold and make
Liatin.
some plays in. They're going to start to move in right now and see if they get some shots from the deep inside. More shots going down. They get a knock on Hardeki. Hardeki's going to go down
Ini
here.
apa nih?
They're starting to get some shots moving in, and they're going to try to take this building. Sweet. 50 HP going to be able to pop it back.
Lahim nge-kill, Jo.
Right side. Had no idea there's a team underneath them.
PLRS di kill tuh.
Onto the up top. He's going to try to stay alive.
Lahim dapet tuh. Anjing 98 squad, Cuk.
Energy in a very bad position here. It's looking like the reset's not
T9
gonna be
Albra
possible with
Lele.
all these teams trying to
Oh
move
si
in.
Cloud
Albra
nine.
Lele itu
Al
jadi
does have a
Cloud9 ya?
Kraber. We're gonna move over to C9 as
Kan dulu
Energy's in the top
Masih ada
right
tuh,
now.
Cuk.
Rocker still alive. 25 HP as the Watch just trying to help as
Tuh,
Energy
tuh.
is wiped.
Masih
We're gonna
full,
move
anjir.
Albert Lele here.
Nungguin. Tar lu. Masih aman.
Ya,
Looking
gas.
sturdy. As a bubble does come out here, their bubble does go out for both teams, but there's other
Belum,
teams not
Cuk.
gonna have a bubble in this situation.
Itu
And
lagi perang
C9
sama
might have to
T9.
actually
Iya.
push this bubble to make something work. Kraber shot from Mac, maybe looking a little sturdy here. As he starts to move up, they take the rock again.
Ulti
Not a good
gigi,
position for
Valkyrie.
C9.
Dapat.
As Albert Lele
Enak
and them are
banget
gonna
ya,
get
anjir.
right
Hierarchy
segitu
here.
ya.
and then pick up the 3 kills
Yes,
here.
Rig right now with
Gigi.
4 kills as well,
Valkyrie.
and that is a tough spot for the boys over at C9. A lot
Gila,
of
langsung
teams
rata, Cuk.
are dead
Iya,
right now,
makanya.
and
Tadi kayak ulti
Rig
Gibi sama si Crypto aja masih itu. Tuh masih aja, Cuk. Dia posisi aman dia. Dapat ini 3 besar. Kagak ikut perang dia. Dia di sisi lain tuh sendiri.
They have ultimate height here.
Wah,
With
ini
the
yang paling atas
caustic,
enak banget nih RID.
Iya.
Can we switch through players? Can we see if they have their ults like
Yeah,
Gila kombinasinya mantap banget, Cuk.
Ini tadi ini, Cuk, yang combo RG.
They will have Gibiol, I believe, by the end of
Most
the game.
likely, yes. Maybe not. Only
Ini kombonya
25%
mantap
off, and I don't
banget
think they're gonna get it.
Valkyrie
I
juga.
don't think they're gonna have
Kalau
cost gold
diganti,
either for the zone, and that's gonna be a
si
really, really
Caustic
big
ganti
deciding
Crypto
factor.
aja.
Kick is
Mantap
bottom
banget.
side right now, and I think we have to switch over to
Habis
Kick,
sudah
dude.
Tapi
just
udah
to see what
bagus
they can do in
itu.
this situation, 'cause they are the
Jadi
day
nggak
one
ada
champions,
shield Gibi
and
yang
can
ngalangin.
come out with another W.
We shall see.
Gigi,
They are on
ulti, terus
ultimate low ground.
ultinya
They
nge-shield.
do have a lot of meds.
Oh, Dume ya, bubble ya.
R3. Only 6
Ah, lo.
bullets, no light
Habis
mag.
langsung.
Hierarchy gets
Let's go
blue
down.
tap by a wingman by Oakley.
Yeah, and actually ADR's in a great spot here. I didn't
Ih,
recognize
masih
them.
amat, Ju.
They're in such a good
Jiwa
spot.
besar,
Let's
Ju.
switch over to them, bro, and see what they can do. This
Mana sih
team's
Bel kan
unbelievable
kagak pernah
together.
disorot dah.
And we're gonna stay on the
Iya,
ground, boys.
curang
They
ya.
have a lot of cover right
Ntar
now.
kali pas mati, Cuk. Emang gitu, Cuk.
Let's see what ADR can do.
Parah
I think they're
Kalau
gonna
yang nggak
push
ternama mah kan
spot.
biasanya
As
jarang
they push
kesorot.
on top side.
Juara empat
Rig
mantap.
fully eliminating Kick, and Rig is on the top roof right now. Kick going out.
Dia
Kick
di
was
belakang,
taking
Cuk.
out
Nggak
game.
nggak
As we
nggak
see
ngeluar.
ADR on the bottom, Rig up top, team
iya,
in the middle,
maksudnya
team in the
posisi
left.
empat,
As we
lumayan.
go towards the
Heeh.
last zone, let's see what's gonna happen here.
Lihat-lihat nih,
ADR
gua udah
moving
pasang
forward.
drone nih.
I want to see an ADR win
Headset
here.
doang ya, weh.
I think ADR can do it, but the boys
Ada
from Kick
Rakun,
have
Rakun.
10
Bel
kills.
Yeah,
Ya,
10
mantap.
kills with ultimate height.
Kagak,
You know
Cuk.
Jen Burns watching
Dia di kiri,
now,
Cuk, di
happy
kiri
now
dia.
seeing that the boys over
Lagi
at
dia.
Rig-
Tuh lagi ngulti tuh, di
Let's
ulti
see.
tuh.
I think it's going to be an ADW.
Mau
here.
ngedum
Bubble
dia.
doesn't come out early from the other team. They do have a Gibraltar on top of ADR here, so
That
they
is
should be
orange.
good.
Ya udah ini mah.
Yeah.
Wah, dapat posisi. Kagak, Cuk. Di 3 besar, Cuk. Terbang dia, Cuk.
Shuffling the armors. A Valkyrie comes out. The Gibraltar's going to try to get some KP here. Not able to get it. The ADR boys getting getting the
Oh,
KP
Lahim
right
yang
now.
kena.
And they have a lot of time. Ash ultimate going down. That's going to be
coming in
Rig.
here.
Crypto
Wah,
coming out.
masih,
Wait,
Cuk,
Bubble,
masih,
the
Cuk.
ADR come out with some great
Gets the
shots.
armor
The
swap.
bubble needs to go down. They do get the bubble off. Rig is dropping from above right now. As ADR boys are going to have some great shots right here. Top 4 scenario.
Yeah.
Revenant Esports still
Juara
alive.
empat.
ADR still alive.
Mana
Dylan's
sih?
still above right now.
Itu
Handling
selesai
above.
tadi
It's going to be
dibantai.
top 2. Can he do it?
Nggak
Can he stay
kelihatan
alive in
gua
this
ini.
situation? He gets the crack.
Oh
Siapa
my
yang menang?
god! AD Raccoon
Ari
with the
Raccoon.
W.
Oh, Raccoon.
ADR with the
Oh,
W!
Shelly.
Oh my god,
Trust.
Karan jumping up top,
The
flying
solo play
above.
falling down from the heavens.
Ah, parah
Oh my
kagak disorot
God, the
sama
Valk
sekali ya.
Goes out up top, dancing around.
Nih yang di
up
bawah
top,
RIG
and he's
kalah.
doing a little
Dia di
shit
bawahnya
shimmy,
soalnya.
and he drops down,
Oh
gets the
my
KP in the top 2 scenario, and ADR with the win showing out. One of the most mechanically
Bagus,
gifted teams
juara
in
4
Apex
mah.
Legends
Senang
right
gua
now.
masih bagus.
They are top tier, and the
Bagus,
Crypto.
20.
Did you hear the cracks on that ult?
That
Oh my
ult was perfect
Yes,
timing.
yes.
The second that bubble
Yep.
came down, takes away the bubble from the team.
Unreal.
They get the wipe.
Oh, dia langsung
line up
masuk
into
ke
the
ini,
heavens
Jo.
majestically
Yeah.
falls down with the massive shot to
Berapa
win
sih
the game.
sampai
Double
berapa
crack
match?
right there
3.
from the Valk with the massive shots.
6.
Unbelievable job,
match.
ADR.
Iya.
I love to
Abis
see
ini
it, baby.
abis ini ke World Edge, cu.
Parker's an OG,
3
bro.
storm
He's been playing
point,
for a
World
long
Edge
time.
3.
Love to see him at land. Love to see him performing well too. That's a
Habis
game
itu
2
nyari
champion
ininya
for
kan,
Raccoon
paling
right
banyak
there.
kan.
ADR.
Ya,
Love to
heeh.
see it, bro.
Berapa orang langsung baru ke yang satu lagi
Going
tuh.
through the body. How do you think they're feeling?
Well, I know
Ke
they're very
semifinal,
poised.
baru
They're
ke
very poised
finalnya.
players. They're not
Finalnya
like
tanggal
us where we do
30.
something, we pop off and go crazy. There's a lot of teams
4
that don't do
dari
that. They're very
10
poised
grup
players. They're
yang
very
masuk.
calm. But you gotta admit, for Karan right there, I hope I'm not pronouncing your name wrong. I might
4 dari 10
I
grup.
apologize.
Iya.
Karan?
I think so.
I might be wrong. If I'm wrong, I
4 dari
apologize. You're a
10
phenomenal
grup.
player. I actually look up to you a lot.
Emang
mechanically.
10 grup?
And
Kan
I
4
can't
grup
lie,
kan?
seeing that,
Totalnya 4
seeing
grup.
the way they play that out in the
Terus,
late game. The
Kok 4
Crypto
dari
ultimate
10
perfect.
grup gimana
The
sih?
Valk ultimate flying perfect. I mean, there's not
4
much better.
grup dari
There's not much more you can
10.
ask for other than that. That is a perfect end
Ini
game coming
round
out from ADR.
robinnya.
Unbelievable job. Kick getting wiped early really helped ADR too, because Kick was on that right bottom side.
Ambilnya
If they
cuman
stayed alive, they would have caused problems for ADR on
4
that
grup,
bottom,
4
maybe
grup,
shooting
4
them a
grup
little
doang.
bit,
Jadi
forcing them
tim
to Gibraltar
A
bubble a little earlier.
4
Just a
grup,
really
tim
good
B
job that
4
Kick died
grup.
early. Rig,
Tim
I
C
think
4
maybe
grup
actually should have
gitu.
won
Pan,
that.
oh iya,
Lost the game
8
a little bit
16
dropping
ya.
down early.
10 kills.
They had
maybe
10
more.
kills. So I think they might even be the top scorers there. They said to use Wikipedia, by the way, for the stats, so we can look it up. So you want to look it up on your,
Yeah,
on your
4
laptop.
grup tertinggi.
But yeah, unbelievable job. We got the statistics blowing up right now, chat, and we'll see how it's going.
Dia
But
nge-kill
wow,
kagak tuh tadi?
unbelievable job, man. Chat, how are we feeling? We liking the casting, chat. Are we
Berapa
enjoying the
jadinya
gameplay?
sih?
I would like to hear a little bit in the chat right now. I'm looking at the chat for the first time in like 2 days, dude.
Wih, Dewa United.
The first game
18.
was won by Kick. Second game was won by ADR. Two amazing competitors and a lot of good NA teams leading early there. And you
Kagak
don't really
nge-kill
expect
sama
that at all.
sekali.
ADR is in first place right now with 28 points. Reignite is in
Posisi
second
berapa
with
jadinya?
26.
Yep.
And then we have Kick
14.
in third with 26.
Lu
And
di
we have
mana?
Players
Liquidpedia
in
kan?
fourth with 16.
Bukan.
Alliance with
Di
15
mana?
in fifth. C9 in
Battlefly.
fifth, in sixth with 15, and CLG in seventh with 14. Unite in
Ini lebih
13,
lengkap
G2
ya.
in ninth, and then the 10 we have
Khusus
Reply Totem.
ALGS.
So right now, through the 2 games, we have AD Raccoons, Reignite, and Kick all over 20
Di
points.
Raccoon.
Strong
Coba
performances
bagi
thus
Jo.
Iya
far.
kan benar si
Yep.
We
Shelly
do have
itu.
one
Bagi
more
Jo.
game
Discord.
left on Storm Point
Yep.
before we
Tapi
move
si
over to
Shelly-nya
World's
nggak
Edge.
main. Oh
Yeah,
main.
and that's a big thing.
ganti nama
3 games
kali.
of Storm Point, and
Skillnya paling banyak.
it's
iya
very
pasti.
interesting to see because I think
Pasti
World's
dia
Edge is going to have a
paling banyak
completely
skillnya.
different storyline, a completely different, completely different gameplay than Storm Point when it comes down to it. World's Edge and Storm Point, different teams,
Keren
different
dulu.
strokes for different folks. You know what I'm saying? So like everything's going to be a little bit different. World's Edge might show out a little more. I think NA is a
RNT.
very
Aku
World's
sholat
Edge
dulu,
dominant
Cuk.
region. I think World's Edge is made for NA.
Station
NA players
Dewa
are very, very good
18.
on World's Edge. There's not a lot of edge fights. There's a lot of zone play, and I think that's where
Mana
NA's
nih,
really
RNT?
strong suit is. So I think Energy is definitely going to dominate the
Oh,
World's
ini.
Edge gameplay. But Storm Point
Nol
has a
kill
lot of
aja.
these NA teams that are absolute powerhouses actually leaving early.
Buset,
14,
28
15, 16
poin
place.
yang ini.
So G2
Pantesan
getting
mainnya
routed
pada
by
barbar.
SSG getting some, or C9 getting some
Yep,
kills
very
onto them. Designful dying at 16th place. SSG dying at 15th. We see the boys at Energy dying at 13th. They're like to 12th. It's very interesting to see because you're not used to these teams dying that early when it comes to just NA play, right? So seeing how talented these other regions is really makes me happy because, Chad, don't forget, we haven't seen a tournament like this with all regions playing in how many years?
It is a
3
long
years.
time coming.
So we didn't really know what to expect. We didn't know which region's really going to be the one to actually showcase their talents this week. We had no idea. And right now it's EU and APAC. So
Looking good.
it's looking great, dude. It's looking amazing. And I love seeing the competitive nature from all these different regions. To me, that's what it's all about. Having a year of lands, I hope moving forward that we get this, would be unbelievable for Apex because now talents are really going to showcase who's going to be the ones to show up on top. And NA, not really making a splash right now, and we're going to need to see it moving forward. I think World's Edge is where NA is going to really showcase, but right now, it's all just a toss-up. We don't really know what to expect, which is the beauty in the first land in 3 years. Really is the beauty, man. It's unbelievable. Absolutely love to see it.
So another thing I want to bring up, the boys from Totem, they hit that late Valkyl. They
Yep.
get the floor in the building underneath Hardeki and the boys.
Yep.
And they actually made it, I believe, top 3.
Really?
I
Wow.
think they ended top 3 that game. I can double check on that.
I didn't know that. I had no idea. They might have.
Yeah, third
Yes.
place.
Wow. So they actually get third place with 9 points. So they hit the Valkyl thing. Now, Valkyl thing really late game is super dangerous. You don't really know what to expect, but it could help you. I like how they left the Gibraltar there. Yeah, 15 kills.
15 kills.
15
for Rig and the
kills
boys.
coming out from Rig, bro, right there. Without Jem Burton, they're still putting down the firepower. They're still putting out. I love to see Reignite doing well. You know, their region gets a lot of heat for maybe not being as talented as other regions or saying that the region's easier and they get clowned a lot. But they are performing right now. 15 kills. And
They're here to
they're
shut
here.
up the haters.
I love that. And that's what it's all about. Showing out, saying, hey, shut up, bro. You know what I mean? Like, shut up, dude. You don't really know what we about. You don't know how we perform, how we're going to do. So you love to see it, man. It's absolutely amazing to see these regions really performing out. Now, who do we got for game number 3? What are we thinking here? It really is just a toss-up. But if you had to guess who you think is going to operate well or who you think is going to be in the top 3, I would love to hear it.
It's
love it.
hard to go against the boys from AD Raccoon.
Yeah.
They are so good.
They're so good.
Seeing
so
them lose a fight would be just crazy to me. I think all 3 of them work so well together. The way that they use the crypto in the fights to get the damage off. I'm staying with the boys from AD Raccoon. I'm going with the boys from NRG to have a good game. And my third team is I'm going to go with the boys from YUKKK to stay sturdy.
Yeah, I actually agree with that. I think KYKK's going to remain sturdy throughout the day. I think ADR too. I think so as well. I think they're a very toss-up team sometimes with how aggressive they play. That it could be actually a very, very risky thing, no matter how talented they are. I think G2 takes this next game. I think the G2 boys are that type of team where if they don't perform well in the first 2-3 games, they always just come back. That's been the storyline for G2 for a while now. Is they don't do well and then they have an absolute banger of a game, like 28-point game, 30-point game, and they're just way too good on Storm Point to actually not perform and get a win one of these games. So I think they are actually due right now. It's either going to be an Energy or G2 win or ADR or YUKKK. I think those are my top 4 right now. But I really am feeling a G2 win because it's how they do it, bro. They put the pressure on themselves. It's like they love it. Like they enjoy the pressure of not doing well and then performing like in their last game or one of the first 3 games after that is unbelievable. But yeah, as we move on to game number 3, chat, I would love to hear who do you guys think is going to take the next one. We're looking at the chat right now. What are we thinking? How are we feeling, chat?
Who are you guys rocking with?
Yeah, I would love to see what you guys think. Who do you think takes the next game, chat? Listen, we are stream B, so we are not on the main stage. All the games you are watching right now are not on this stage, but it is pretty cool to see the background. For those of you who don't know, this is a window. This is actually the stage behind us. This is not a green screen. There's nothing a video playing. A lot of energy in G2s in chat, which makes sense in SSGs. But this is actually the stage. So everything you see right now is literally Stockholm. This is live from the stage, from the event we're at, and it is gorgeous. The main stage is unbelievable. We are not streaming those games. We are streaming the games in the other side room, and that is the B stream. So all the streams that are not all the games that are not in the A stream is the B stream. But let's be honest, we're kind of the A stream. We're kind of
Chat, and thank you guys so much for being here.
Yeah, seriously, we appreciate you so much, man.
I know all over the world the time zones are different, and it might not line up perfectly, but the fact that everyone is here supporting from all over the world, it means a lot. We're very thankful and blessed to be here.
Yeah.
Shout out EA, shout out Respawn, shout out Lenovo for having us.
Yeah.
You know, this is just amazing experience. We love having you guys.
Yeah, and we know we don't have a command center or anything right now for the chat. I know a lot of you guys want the command center, stuff like that, so you can listen to the casting interface POVs. We'll have that maybe later down the line for other events if we ever do this watch party again. We're trying to work on stuff like that. But just know that we are trying our best. We're really doing our best to actually make this a good stream. I know it is very early. For all the NA viewers, man, you guys are animals for staying up. I really, really appreciate the passion. And, the commitment to watching Apex Legends. We all love this game so much. My time zone schedule is absolutely torched. I've been sleeping 16 hours, then waking up, then wide awake, and then sleeping 3 hours, then not. It doesn't make any sense what's happening with me lately. But it's a great time to be here. It's a phenomenal time to be here. And there's nothing better than competitive Apex, dude. There really isn't. I mean, watching the games, I know Greek wants to be in there. He'll be in the next one, bro, playing 100%. I believe in you. I love you, buddy. But there's nothing better than watching, dude. It really is just an amazing time to watch, play, and experience. And don't forget, right now, baby, we got 15 more games for today. So this is only the beginning, big dogs. We got a lot moving forward. 15 more games for today, coming at you live from Stockholm, baby. That's the stage. Like, you guys don't get it. Like, that's the stage, bro. That's where everyone's playing.
This isn't an illusion. We
This
are
is
in
it.
Stockholm.
If I ran
that
full
is the main stage.
If I ran full speed at this is breaking, and I'm probably dying because we're high up. But I would do it to prove to you guys this is not an illusion. I'll run down there and I'll do some jumping jacks to show you guys what's going on because this is real. This is real life. And honestly, we're round locking in, starting in right now. Game number 3. Last game was Storm Point, and I want to see who's going to come out on top here. I truly do believe it's going to be the G2 boys. I think they're due for a good game, but man, I love seeing Storm Point. Do you like Storm Point for competitive? I'd love to hear playing. Do you like playing on it? Do you like watching it? Like, what's your thought process overall?
So, as a comp player, I am a big fan of Storm Point. I like the fact that there's different comps, different types of rotations.
Yeah.
You see even now with the introduction of the map, teams are playing spots that some teams haven't even seen before.
Yeah.
Every time there's a new tournament, there's different spots, different out-of-bounds plays that people are whipping out here. Just the more that they research and practice on the map, it's a great viewer experience for me.
Yeah.
I love watching the games. The end games are phenomenal.
Yep.
The different comps, you see Bangalore, you see Horizon, you see Crypto, you see people utilizing the cars.
Yeah, I love that. I can't lie, I'm a big fan of the cars. I think the Triumphs are sick. I really want to try that IRL. I really want one of those, dude. A little whip it around, dude.
And the foreign?
Yeah, put a little anime wrap on it. That'd be pretty sick. But I agree fully. I think it allows for a lot of creativity. That's why that's why they put Storm Point in, to allow teams to start doing things. Don't forget, it's been the same thing over and over for 3 years. World's Edge. It's been the same thing. It's either World's Edge or King's Canyon. And when King's Canyon got flopped a little bit and everyone started to hate it, they moved to World's Edge fully, and everything was the same. Everyone knew exactly where they play, etc. Storm Point really shakes things up because you think that a couple months is a lot of time to learn the map, but overall, things be changing so fast on these in Apex. One legend gets a buff, one legend gets a nerf, then you have to recreate everything, especially on the new map. And we see ADR as the champions there.
Champ squad.
I love it, dude.
With
I
the
love
drip
it.
though
With
in
the drip
action.
though. And listen, all I'm saying is, man, I hate Crypto. I think he's horrible. I think he's the worst legend. I will
hate
never
Crypto.
think that one of my solo queue players that I play with on my team is a good Crypto. My worst teammates I've ever had in Apex, they sit on their Game Boy playing Pokemon Red while I'm dying across the map. But in competitive Apex, man, is Crypto good?
It's
dude.
crazy to see
And
how
Cloaksy, if you're watching this, Crypto's horrible. Stop playing in my rank sessions. You were throwing my RP. Okay.
it's interesting to see how different characters and different loadouts between, pubs to ranked to competitive.
Yeah.
We touched on the 30-30.
Yeah, totally.
Do I think the 30-30 is a good rank weapon?
No, it's absolutely blank poop. You know
Am
what
I
mean?
running it in a pub? No.
No.
Is it phenomenal in comp play? Yes.
Yeah. I
The
agree.
Crypto in ranked, not really used as much.
Please, Cloaksy.
Cloaksy, you
stop.
gotta stop.
Cloaksy, like, I'm actually, like, I will get on my knees right now and beg you, dude, stop playing Crypto. You are throwing my RP,
You could be
dude.
top 100 pred if you stop.
Just, you are throwing my RP. I'm losing RP. You are a liability at this point. Get off of Crypto. I can't stand it. You are playing Pokemon Red every time I'm over there 1v3ing. You are killing my gains. And now moving forward into game number 3, please help me. Okay, please help me. Now, let's operate back into the game. Sorry, got a little of a tangent there. Cloaksy, love you, buddy. Oh, God. Now, we are back at it, baby. Here we go. Game number 3 moving forward. As we see the boys over at Odic getting some loot. No contesting. And you know what's interesting? What I just realized? G2's not landing Lightning. They're landing Thunderwatch. They actually gave Lightning Rod to IG. And don't forget, this is a big deal. This is a very big deal, chat. You don't realize why. G2 never gives us rot spots, but I think they recognize the severity of LAN and how important it is just to stay alive and get points. At LAN, you do not want to contest. The last thing you want to do is contest a team. You want to fight a team off drop and die at 20th. LAN is so important in that area. Yeah, you're good, bro.
So, as you see here, G2 landing in Thunderwatch.
Yeah.
If they loot fast enough and they beat IG, they can get all of this loot as well.
Yep.
And Alliance has already left Stormcatcher, so they will be able to come down, get a beacon hit.
Yeah.
They do have a crafter, so
They have a beacon up there anyway, so they don't even need to.
their loot shortage will be none.
Do you think that G2 takes the fight on IG right now? What's the thought process on that? They are.
It is a straight up fight. As you can see, the team from High Point has already rotated out. They might run into each other here.
Maybe. It depends if IG does take that cannon down into the other cannon. It's going to be interesting to see. Now, we don't see a lot of fights going on off spawn, chat. There's not a lot of things going on right here. We have SSG in the bottom right now. Oh, maybe moving over right now. So Niles right next to KYKK Company. Let's see what's happening. No, you're good. And SSG maybe he's going to fight KYKK over here on the bottom side. Starting to move forward.
White armor.
KYKK has white armor here. And you know SSG sees that with the blue, purple. And they're going to try to fight. As HYUKKK actually gets full killed by drop. And KYKK going out early to SSG right now. As they're still looking for some more fights here on the bottom side with KYKK. And it's a 2v3, and SSG is grouped up. They get a little shot on them with the Sentinel right there, as Niles got the heal. Now, is SSG going to sacrifice and take this 2v3 against a very known control player, KYKK, who has been dominating, and he's very scary to fight regardless of what you want, regardless of what time in the game it is, etc. You do not want to fight KYKK, and it looks like they're going to let KYKK chill. They're going to just take the zone right now and hold this building instead of actually going and fighting the 2v3.
So I think the zone will be pulling back fish farms here.
Yep.
SSG is in a phenomenal position.
Yep.
They have control of the banner of HYUKKK, so I do not see KYKK getting a full reset off here.
Yep.
Later on, they could keep tabs on KYKK, see where they're at as a duo, and if they need to rotate later on, they know they can take that fight.
100%.
You see Drop with a gold bag already on
big.
Gibby.
Yeah.
That is huge for the boys.
And gold bag right now inside of in Apex. See RNT right now, bro. The boys over here in a really good spot, in a great area right now, right next to SSG. You know, there's a lot of teams right now that are going to be hard rotating. We see Alliance fly. Oh my God! At Mach speed, Alliance hitting the cannon right next to KYKK. Is Alliance going to end up fighting KYKK right now? Mach 1 as Haki gets one clip by KYKK
with the
car. Oh my God! And here we go. This is where
2v2.
KYKK is scary. The one clip for KYKK going out, and are they going to be able to stay alive? And that's where KYKK gets a little scary in these situations, because you don't want to fight this man. He's a little scary boy. He's a little crazy when it comes to the game time decisions and the clutch up. He does have that X factor, and Hacks is
it's important to know here that Alliance have no idea that it's a duo.
No idea.
They think that it's a full 3-man.
Yeah, and Hacky's going out is very bad. Very, very bad for Alliance. There is no res leakage really in this area, as SSG and them are going to be okay. And we have DTN. Listen, I want to say something.
Very good spot.
I want to put a spotlight right now on Detonator here. You do. I versed him for the first time a year and a half in ranked on Kings Canyon, and this man shizzed on me, dude. Like, I'm not kidding. One of the grossest plays of all time on my team. And I was like, is this guy cheating? And I actually ended up following him on Twitter, and to see his journey is unbelievable, because I went from 5 on Twitter, and now he's playing competitive Apex in Sweden at a LAN, and I want to give a big spotlight and a big props to you two right here. Phenomenal player, unbelievable job. He is such a good kid, good guy in general, one of the nicest people I've ever talked to, and when I followed him, he freaked out, one of the cutest fucking things I've ever seen, and he is such a talented mechanical player, bro, and his whole team is, so I would love to see DTN do well right now as well. It would be absolutely amazing to see DTN play great games. They're in a great spot right here. I actually really like where they're playing.
I gotta say, man, on Storm Point, I think some of the best end games are at Fish Farm.
Yeah, I agree.
It is super fun to play, super fun to watch. There's a lot of different buildings. There's like the holes and the platforms that you can play. It gets crazy over at Fish Farm.
It gets wicked. It really does. And we see G2 right now ripping the car again. And there's a little bit of early rotation for G2 right now.
Interesting.
And I'm curious to see if they're trying to do that, because like I said, LAN is completely different than online tournaments. Playing at LAN is completely different, chat. You do not understand. It is 20 teams alive to like the last circle. It is super, super congested. And I think G2 might be recognizing how hard it is right now to play the edge, no matter how good you are. And it looks like they're starting to rotate early. But we see a little bit of a weird thing going on with Energy actually rotating super late. So they're actually taking a different style. Instead of rotating early, they're rotating late. And now we see G2 rotating early. It's like they swapped ideas. But Energy, you know, they always have a game plan. Sweet is always thinking proactively. And that's one thing I've realized playing Apex Legends is when you're an IGL or you're a captain of a team, you have to think proactively, not reactively. So you can't be reactive, you can't be emotional. You have to be proactive for your team and keep formulating ideas that are going to help you moving forward, recognizing what's working, what's not working. And that's why I love Sweet. I think he is the best at doing that in the world. Not even kidding. He's the best at micromanaging, thinking of ideas for his team, what's going to benefit them. And we see ODK is rotating on the outside of them, but they're not really going to fight. And I love Sweet for that. I really do. He's very inspiring with that.
So one thing I will say, Sweet has been IGLing a very long time. He knows what needs to be done. There's certain things in the game that you can't control. One of those being the beacon. If you pull the map up here, you see it's going down to Fish Farm side. The boys at NRG did not have a beacon at checkpoint, so they will be playing edge, looting up, you know, Sweet. that man is like Bill Belichick in his mind. He knows what plays to do.
Totally.
He knows the Valk ults, the oob spots. He knows where they can and cannot go later.
Yeah.
So they will be playing edge, juicing up,
Hit
waiting
the
for the
beacon.
ring 3 beacon hit here, and moving in.
There you go. And we love to see it. And we see C9 over here on the bottom side. Someone's asking in chat, why not show a team that's in the action? There's going to be no action going on right now. It's going to be a lot of teams rotating, holding in spot zones. And we see Fish Farms, just a bunch of different buildings. YUKKK does get the res, by the way, for hockey. So
Oh, wow.
because they are crypto, which is really, really good. Now, chat, when you're saying, like, why aren't you watching someone in fighting? There's not a lot of fighting going on. In these games right now, a lot of these teams rotate the zone. They hold different spots. POI. They don't fight until late. So edge is actually where majority of the fights start to take place. Maybe some shots will go down with the repeater, but if you want to watch someone far damage, sure. But other than that, the fights start to end up on the teams on the outside. And we see GW so late in the zone right now, pulling the G2. We see Otic moving in. Elysium and them, the S&G boys, are a duo right now, which I believe is because of
I think they've been playing pretty well as a duo.
I think so too.
It's
They're doing
tough
great. It is.
to come here.
Yep.
You know, you travel in, you work so hard,
Yep.
and you end up having to play as a duo. We do not know why, but I think they are staying extremely calm.
I agree.
Doing the best that they can
Yep.
with what they're given, the hand that they're dealt.
And we see the Grim Reaper himself, HardEcky, moving in late right now.
He really is the Grim
He
Reaper.
really is. Like, I'm not kidding. Whatever lobby he's in, he absolutely wreaks havoc on. Like, he is the one that's going to you're gonna have to watch out for. 100%. If you know HardEcky's around you, over peaking, overstepping, he is that guy that will
He's
make you pay
literally
for it.
Jaws, dude. He smells the blood from
exactly.
miles away, and he can just smell the KP in the
I'm
air.
telling you, he really does. He's sniffing it out like hound, dude. But instead of sniffing out for footprints, he's just sniffing out for what the action is. And we see C9 hitting a fat Valk ulti right now on this top side. They're going to be rotating in. They're going to hit the top side, maybe Cannon here. I don't think they're going to move in. They're probably going to hold. And they have the map knowledge as it's going to pull up, pull down, maybe into Fish Farms, where SSG is. And we're going to watch them and C9 boys as G2's on the outside. Gent is so far away from his team. And I want to see if it's going to be a C9. And we see HardEcky right next to CLG here. And it looks like it's going to be a player
Syaratnya buat lanjut next stage peringkat
CLG with no idea
berapa
that
bang?
they're even
Peringkat
there.
Looking like me with the
4
wingman. HardEcky
setiap
going
grup
over 5
kalau nggak
right now.
salah.
Tough scenes, but they're going to start to move forward.
And
maybe
now
take
it's
this
going to be a
3v3.
3v3 fight here.
Yes, let's see if players want to take this. Is CLG going to
Yang
back away
diambil
from
4
HardEcky
besar
and
di
company,
setiap
or are
grup.
they going to continue to fight as well? You know HardEcky and them are going to take this 3v3.
He wants this fight.
They're going to force this no matter what, and I'm curious to see if CLG actually allows this. But they are going to force this. HardEcky wants blood. He wants the KP in the early game to make sure that they solidify some points. And the Ash TP might be coming out early on the top rock, and this could be a throw. And the Bangalore ulti comes out, or a couple smokes going to go down.
Here they
Just
go.
Special on the Valk. The Ash ulti comes out.
Dah,
CLG
hilang.
drops off the height here. They start to run away on the
Oh,
backside.
turun ke bawah
But
dia.
Gibraltar ulti does come down, and HardEcky company don't have a Gibraltar. The bubble does come out. They're going to move back a little bit, not to get hit by the Gibraltar ulti. HardEcky and them playing very patient.
Tikus hilang. Berapa game lagi nih? Ini masuk game 3. Kalau nggak salah ada 6 game deh.
And it's because players is such a highly aggressive team.
Ini masuk
And
game
they know
3.
they get early KP from these squads over here.
They
and
also
they know
know
they
that
can take through the threes.
they also know that this team has no Gibby bubble.
Yep.
Also, you look at the coordination, right?
Yep.
HardEcky holding the sword out, waiting to see where he could throw the ult to. They wait for the bang ult to
Yep.
get the guy to jump off height. Instantly 3-man take height. These guys are looking phenomenal today with their cohesion and how they're working as a team.
100%.
They look phenomenal.
That's how they do it. You know, they operate the edge game. They make sure they're actually pushing certain things. They're forcing certain fights. And HardEcky is just one of those guys. And same thing with PK, bro. And the YUKKK. They just want to force a fight. They want to take these fights. They want to make sure that they're getting the KP early because placement for them is not really a priority. It's more about the KP. And if the KP, if the placement comes off the KP, then they're sure as hell okay with that. That's really what matters here.
One thing I do want to point out here is
Yes.
we're going to hop on board with SSG in a very, very good spot. You guys might be wondering and asking, why are there armors on the ground?
Yep.
Well, chat, when you have a presence of crypto,
Yeah, the
as
crypto.
you can see, you have 3 of these crypto drones flying around. Actually 4, right? You get EMP'd,
Sure.
you start to lose shields, and if you don't have a lot, by the end of the game, you're not going to have any meds. When you drop your armor, I believe it's after, 20, 30 seconds, and a crypto ult comes down, it doesn't take away the damage on the armor. So you're denying the team the ability to get their
pada
armors up with the
dijatuhin.
crypto ults, and you're saving your meds.
Yep, exactly. So this is a really big thing. It's a very, very big thing when it comes to saving meds for Apex Legends. When you're not a
Pada
Watson
ngendok
team,
semua
you
nggak
don't have a
kayak
lot
grup
of
sebelah,
batteries,
iya.
you don't have a lot of
Parah
cells,
grup
you
sebelah
don't-
rusuh
Unless your
banget.
team crafting on the edge the whole time,
Kacau.
like who has 17 bats moving forward. These teams that rotate early are really, really suck dry of their meds. It's really tough for them to actually perform if you only have one battery moving forward in these fights. And we see some
Ini
shots
pada
going off the
satu
top right there,
satu
they're
tim
gonna crack on
nempatin
the top.
satu
We see
rumah nih di
CLG
sini.
right now,
Di
fighting
rumahnya
actually
banyak
players
tuh.
right here on the top right.
Dari
They're getting a
cuma
third party.
3 tim
HardEcky
jadi banyak
PK
banget.
actually goes down here. HardEcky's going to be alive right now with Leo, and they're going to move forward inside this building as they're getting third party from the back. But I don't think they realize yet.
Raccoons is looking to
I
third
think this is
party.
ADR on this backside. Look at the third. Hardeki trying to get some shots, but they're fighting a 3-man roller
Oh.
team. And it's not going to be easy. And they get
And
slowed
Nano
right
with
now.
the massive
Tata
Great
nih
swing
player.
right there from CLG. Unbelievable job as
And
Theo gets
CLG
right.
gets the
And we're going to have Karan moving in right now. Parker with a knock on the Nano here. And can they do it? Nano going down. It's going to be Mamba and Voucher in a 2v3 against ADR. One of the most mechanically gifted teams in the game. Getting some great
Havoc
shots right now.
putting in
Havoc
damage.
going crazy right now. Voucher's the only one alive. Can he do it against the Cracker and Gibraltar? And
Woi.
ADR coming
Liquid
in with
sampai
an easy
17
third.
kill tadi, ya
That's what I'm
parah.
talking about.
Aoi,
These
apaan?
Gambit players.
Liquid
He's one of
sampai
the
17
best,
kill.
one of the
Iya.
best 3v3 teams in the world on Edge,
Masa?
but they force
Iya.
things. They force fights, and sometimes it just
And
goes.
Grup
Andy
sebelah
Raccoon
barbar cu di sini ngendok cu. Lu tahu gak ya strong point yang rumah yang di pojok itu yang pantai nih? Itu dari cuma 3 tim jadi ramai banget itu. Satu rumah satu orang, satu tim.
Right now in the top right as they get the full wipe, barely even touched, and G2 goes down. The La La Land's kicking in.
Pada
and
main
that is
aman di
crazy.
sini.
That was, I didn't even see the kill feed. They
Yeah,
died
that
so
was.
fast.
They had to have gotten pulled up on very fast.
Yep.
Maybe a 3-2-1 coming out
Yep.
for the boys from Game With.
Pretty crazy. I can't believe that
Gimana
game with going
sih
crazy right there. You
Indonesia?
see Yuka
Masih
Matsu
depan.
Masih.
actually dominating
Sila
that fight.
Dewa nggak tahu deh. Dewa juga nempatin di bawahnya ini.
They have lots of bats.
And they
lots of
were-
meds.
Tempatnya Revenant sama di bawahnya.
Siapa ada di situ semua?
Iya kan gue bilang dari cuma 3 tim cu.
Baru ngeliat
We have
gua.
ADR coming up clutch right there. We have Kick.
Lah.
We have what's his
RNT
face? CLG
sama
gone. We
Dewa.
have players
Oh.
Tuh
gone.
Dewa di
Some
bawah.
dominant teams right there out of the game. Very early again.
Buset
Still
dah.
17
Keluar
squads
kodok.
alive though. Like we said earlier, these fish farm games
Buset.
very hectic.
And we see there's the SG boys that's still in the middle building right there.
Oh,
We see
tahu
energy.
aja
We're gonna switch
kamu.
over to them. They have to make a very big rotate right here. What is Sweet gonna do? What is he formulating in that big brain of his, dude?
Kayaknya Dewa
That
bakal
ASMR
ketemu
voice
Reve nih.
talking in
Kayaknya
his
sih
head.
bakal ketemu pasti orang bedanya
You know what I'm
dikit.
saying? What is he
Cuman
thinking
pasti
about?
ketemu
What is
si
going
Kick
on?
dulu tuh.
It's shameless. It's absolutely shameless.
Si
all
Dewa
this
ya.
thing, and I want to see what Sweet
Ketemu
does.
Deket
juga
banget.
nggak ketahuan kali ya?
What is
Hah?
his plot right now?
Nggak
What do you think
nggak
he's
ketahuan
thinking of? What is
maksudnya
what is
ini
his
si Dewa
energy's
atau
play
bukan
right now?
gitu ya.
Energy
Ketahuan,
most
cu,
likely
kalau lu
going to have the
ngenokin.
Valculti here. They could be looking
Kalau
to
lu
get
kenok kan
Yin
dia
into
pasti
this
ada kan
one of
knockdown.
those little holes in the platforms.
Yep.
Or they could be looking to land on the big rock here
Yeah.
and force this team down the hill.
Agreed.
Sweet is going to have to be very reactive here in this zone.
Totally.
They're going to have to see what the teams are playing, if they're looking to clear their back or not. But I will be
NRG
saying here
masih
that I think
NRG
the
dari
Valculti
tadi
does
jalannya
come in from the
pelan.
boys at NRG.
I agree. And Sweet is the best reactive player, one of the best reactive IGLs, because I said he's
Mainnya di
proactive
luar
with what he
zona.
does. So when you have to make a reactive decision, you have to move forward a little bit. You have to go left, go right. The micromanaging he does with Rocker and Nathan is
And here they
unmatched.
go.
And here's the Valculti coming out. NRG with a big Valculti.
Nah,
Can
ikutan
they
deh.
find a spot in
Bener
zone?
aja.
Can they
Dateng
do it?
mati
This
nih,
is a
dateng.
big time
Dateng
Valculti.
di
It's
Brandel
gonna
nih
dictate
dia.
for the rest of the game
Dateng
how
ke
they're gonna
tengah-tengah
play.
di Brandel nih dia.
Surveying
lihat
the
deh.
field here like a quarter
Nah, lo banyak
Sweet
banget lo.
flying through the air
Lagian
with
Ah, lo.
dodging bullets left and right.
Ini udah ditempatin
Lagi
semua nih,
kemana
mati
ini?
nih yakin gua.
Decide to land here.
And this is a tough spot to go.
Wah,
Man. The bottom left
kacau,
side,
Cok.
the
That is a very good
Yes.
spot.
And
Kagak,
look at the spot in
anjir.
zone right here. We see they're dead
Anjir di
center
situ
zone,
lu buat ini.
and that's what energy does best. There you
So
go.
I was gonna point out that this platform,
Budidaya, budidaya ternak
Budidaya
lele.
lele.
but that Watson ult,
Tempat ternak
can it
lele.
even be broken from
Kayaknya Dewa
anywhere?
It
bakal
looks like it's
ketemu
gonna, unless
Reve.
they're right above them, it doesn't look like it. It looks like the Watson ult is going to be perfect. And this is crazy. Don't forget, energy.
Look at the
Dude,
next zone.
and that next zone is perfect for energy. It's perfect for SSG. It's also perfect, I believe, for the Kick Boys and Rig. Look at this. Rig in a great spot.
Nah,
Kick in a
lo.
great spot
Aduh,
right now.
zodanya ke
As
sono
Dilla's gonna
semua
start to
lagi.
move up, and they're actually going down. They're trying to fight this, and they get the crack on the Chaotic. Chaotic goes down. We have Legolas right now coming out from duo with the knock on the kick.
Dapat
Chaotic goes
poin.
down, getting his feet sucked right through the freaking
Balik,
staircase
balik,
right
balik,
there.
balik,
He
balik.
just caught an arrow to the
Ayan,
toe.
poin
To the
satu.
knee. He's down for 6 weeks, looking like Peter Griffin.
Oh
I mean,
my.
he is
Anjir
done
masih
for.
dapat
And
spot.
Chaotic might get the
Iya,
rest here,
cuma
but it's gonna be a
segitu
tough
doang
spot
masih
for them.
dapat spot anjir.
And they're dead here. Most likely, Kick's gonna die in this next circle if he's trying to move forward.
NRG
It's
di
only gonna be
tengah
so
tapi dia.
Chaotic is full dead.
I did
He
see
does get full wipe.
SSG picked up a killer too. I did see Mac, Albert
Kagak jadi
Lele
mati
ya?
pick up
Iya.
a
Doang ya?
killer too.
Kagak kenok juga.
C9 is the farthest
Bukan
on
tadi
edge
yang
here.
dikenokin
They're
sama
going
si
to have to
Dewa.
make a crazy,
Oh.
crazy
Jadi kotak
rotation.
ah
And this is
kayaknya.
where C9
Oh, udah
leads
gitu.
Zach Mazer.
Dapat
Right, this is
kill
where,
satu
this is where the
dia.
IGLing of Zach is really, really, really
Kayaknya
big.
pros
I want to
dulu.
see who's going to pull through. I know it's going to be
Kalau
Graceful
bisa
now,
dulu.
but only co-IGLing right now. Graceful, one of the best players, honestly, in EU. It's a shame that he's not.
Anjir ada yang hidupin
I
cu.
want to see what they can do in
Ada
this
yang
situation.
ngeres
The IGLing
anjir.
Yang beneran.
and so, energies finding a spot in zone.
Game turnamen begini Pres.
Selamat lu dia.
Inside fish farms, a lot of these spots are taken.
Masuk ke dalam rumah dia.
Are they gonna third party someone? Are they gonna land safe? And we're gonna have to see right now. Abdelali rocking the caustic. Gonna start crop dusting everybody. It's like me in high school when I'd fart
This
in
is
the
gonna
hallway.
have to be what we call a Valkyl feed face here.
Yeah, we call this the Valko feed face special. Are you gonna Valko and feed face, or are you gonna Valko and actually find a spot in zone?
They're going to have to soar in the air here, survey the field,
Yep.
see if there's any building that they can maybe co-hold, bully their way in with caustic.
Yep.
But one thing I will say is, in a zone like this, with the tight quarters and buildings, caustic is phenomenal.
Yes,
You
100%.
want no other character here in an ending.
And
like
they're
this.
playing a hard spot right now on this
Yeah,
bottom right side near the house. I don't know if
Burung
they're gonna
gereja
land
pada
it at all.
terbang itu.
It's not in zone. They're actually looking to int on the bottom side house
I
right
think
now.
they're looking to bully their way into this building.
Or the
Which
bottom
this
side.
is SSG.
Ini
I
ngeras
believe.
nih
They're
kayaknya
going
nih
bottom,
ngeras
they're
nih.
going bottom. This is a great spot. I like this spot a lot.
Aduh,
But
di bawah
Energy
lagi
actually
dia.
get poked here, poked them a ton. They have free range right now onto C9. This is going to be a big hole for the C9 boys. They're looking to
Oh, ini
cross the
NRG
boat.
nih.
Very good
NRG
cross
ya
the
yang di
boat.
tengah.
And we see ADR right now dying on the bottom side.
SSG with the knock.
And
on the
DTN is
Parka
also
and the
fighting a
Finn.
ton. Yes, ADR going down right now. Parker going
Aduh,
down.
kameranya
And
dia
DTN
ngalangin
moving forward. With
tulisannya
OD
itu.
Cam's bottom right side. It's a bunch of teams trying to fight. With Alliance and then fighting on the back
And
right.
Atlas
Bates gonna get
tinggal
knocked on
dua.
Urban. And IG gets
Ew.
wiped from Alliance. And another team starts going. Karan goes down as ADR is fully eliminated, courtesy of Alliance. IG eliminated from Alliance. They picked up 4 kills in there for Alliance. Absolutely huge from Yuki and the
Look at
boys
the
right there.
loot boxes.
Huge,
And
huge,
they
huge.
have the
And more shots right now going down.
Coba,
And they get the knock on the Onyx right here. And someone else pulling up right into Alliance. Can they get some more shots? Yuki with some
my
more.
God,
Alliance going
Yuki!
down. And it's going to be united. Can Yuki do it, baby? The shots raining down. The armor swap coming out. Alliance just putting down the firepower.
Anjir,
And they're
rusuh
trying to
banget
get some
ini.
more KP. Yuki looking like the wingman.
Kiamat,
Specialist
cuy,
himself.
kiamat.
Unbelievable job. Looking like James Bond out there.
Kiamat,
Wingman
kiamat.
shots. SSG dropped actually dies right now to RNT.
gitu, kenapa?
RNT getting a kill.
Kagak itu perang di
Going
mana-mana
down,
anjir.
As YUKKK goes down.
Ulti Gibi aja di mana-mana. Dung 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 dung.
Right there, great guy. Super
RNT
handsome.
masih
Out
main.
for Gucci.
Masih.
Very, very attractive
Top
guy.
3 drip in the scene.
Oh, 100%. You saw him?
Tadi RNT tinggal 2 biji deh.
We see move
Top
forward here.
3 drip.
And the Alliance in a great spot to win this
Tuh,
game.
tinggal 2 tuh.
This is where Hockey's IGL.
Dewanya masih komplit itu Dewa tuh yang di itu depannya ini alien. Oh bukan ODK. Dewanya bisa masuk itu cu, bisa ngebantai ODK nih.
Great spot to actually win this game as Energy and them have to move forward too.
3 NA powerhouse teams.
United,
right next to
Etet.
Team United going down to SSG
Cuma
and
berdua
company. I think SSG is a duo, and I think C9 is also a duo as well. So you have 2 dominant NA teams right now as a
Huh?
duo inside. The SSG needs to stay alive and move forward
Apaan?
to the other side, and they'll be okay inside the house. We see a lot of these
Siapa?
see Energy over here on this bottom right now. They're actually holding underneath. We're gonna watch
Kagak
Energy
tahu.
here because they're the team that has to hold out a lot of
Oh.
different players. This is gonna be a very, very interesting spot for Energy and Nathan and company as we switch over to Sweet. Sweet looking for some meds, looking for some arc stars. As Savage is going down the kill feed, Frex is going down as well.
Buset,
Drake
anjir.
dropping off right now. Really good job. SSG actually
Ya, ini juga nih.
As RNT is going down. Reply token
Anjir,
going down
kagak
as well.
mati loh
Another
NRG.
double Pablo goes down onto them as
Di
well.
tengah-tengah
Another team
itu.
here as NRG just wipes Revenant
Aman,
Esports.
ini
Disgusting shots by
budaya ternak
Sweet.
lele ya,
Really
Cuk.
good night. As the zone starts to move in.
Gokil, Red.
And let's
Dari
see what
tadi
NRG is
main
gonna do here.
aman.
Can they rack in some more KP? A lot of different fights going on. Sweet with
Mati
some
ya,
great
sini
angles.
ya?
Can he get some more KP? DTN going down. Yudu, YL going down right now. On to top of NRG. C9 and Albrelli get some kills on the detonator as they go down as well. The
squad.
Watson to be coming down, and there's a team above them as well
C9.
from NRG. Wow, great shots from Energy there, man. Getting some KP. They are in a tough spot, but the Watson ult is going to really help them out here to stay alive.
Alliance in just absolute dominant spot
Yeah.
over there. They are
Right.
kill leaders of the lobby with 6 kills so far. I'd be very, very surprised if Alliance and NRG weren't top.
Ya,
Nah, itu tuh.
Indonesia tuh ya. Pasti
Iya
kalau
tuh.
yang kayak gitu mah Indonesia dah.
And they're fighting right now. It's going to be B3 wiping over on
ODK
LGS.
sama V3.
ODK does
Kayaknya
go
udah
down.
NRT-nya
Sweet
udah
more
ini
shots.
dah.
Push this in
And I don't know. I want to see what the
Gadun.
decision is here. I don't know how they get across. They don't really have a portal, so they can't really go.
4 squad,
But B3 is
1,
gonna get
2
knocked,
di
they're gonna get
rumah,
the res as well.
1,
As
1.
Sweet is looking for some more shots onto that team. They know they're
Udah,
weak.
Udah kayaknya.
As one man is down.
Itu kayaknya di depan yang kiri tuh Dewa dah.
And they get
Ah, nih
dropped
nih
on
nih.
right now. It's going to be Alliance getting a shot on the rocket as he goes down.
Wah,
And
Alliance
C9
nge-push.
drops on Energy, getting the wipe most likely.
Nah, lu,
Sweet's in
nah,
a
lu.
two scenario. Can he stay alive? Great shots on the naughty there. As he's going to drop down again.
Nampol.
Can he stay alive in this scenario? Is he going to do it? C9 looking for some more shots here. It's getting shot at from Alliance and all different teams on the map. Sweet
masih
barely
sempet
staying alive in the top
terbang
four
loh abis
scenario.
itu.
Getting wingman, everything. I cannot believe that Sweet is still alive right now. He's getting looked at by at least 13 different players.
Does he get the armor swap?
C9 still alive in this top 4 scenario, which is really good. Sweet might have to hit a Valkyrie here, but I don't know if he's going to be able to do it.
Ya, mati.
C9 looking at him, he's going to push forward.
Malah di
C9
situ. Kagak kelihatan lagi.
Sweet is going up right now. C9's going to get some wipes on the right side.
Anjir, hoki
C9
banget,
fighting.
Cuk.
I think gonna go down.
Gokil lu.
Naughty going to stay alive here as they wipe. All of C9 goes down, and P3 stays alive. And it's going to be most likely an Alliance win.
Sweet is still alive
Sweet
as
is
a
still
solo.
alive.
Still
in a top 3
alive.
scenario. It's going to be P3
Juara
down,
2,
and Sweet
Cuk. Gokil lu.
second place.
Gokil lu.
Sweet no di
Alliance
komentator.
with a dominant performance.
Gokil.
I mean,
Juara
where are these teams supposed to go?
posisi
It's
6-7 dah kayaknya.
cover in zone. That's an easy win for the boys.
Ini
Easy
kan.
win.
Couple of things I want to point out here.
Easy win for the boys.
Alliance, dominant performance.
Sweet.
They have the crypto.
Yeah.
They started out the game getting knocked
Yeah,
and had
Hawkins.
to
Udah
reset,
ketahuan
get to
dong.
God spot,
Maksud.
win the game.
And
Main
that's-
terbang aja gitu anjir.
Second, C9. Holy. Far
lihat
edge on
group
top of
stage
the
ya.
hill.
Yeah.
They Valkyrie bully their way into
Dia
the
langsung
building.
update gak, Cuk?
They're picking up KP.
Yep.
They end up top 5 that game.
belum nih.
Phenomenal job from the boys.
Unreal.
And lastly,
Langsung update kok dia.
that boy
Belum
Sweet
ini.
stayed
Udah
alive
selesai
for
langsung.
5 minutes, flying around, shield swapping,
Yeah.
pulls out a second place.
That's the Valk special. That really is the Valk special. And you saw the movement. You
Mana?
saw the movement.
Oh
C9
iya nih.
actually
Oh iya
played
masih
there. It's pretty
masih
tough,
posisi
honestly. I think
18
they're
anjir
gonna
Dewa.
play. Actually
Tapi
somehow
killnya
stays alive.
3. Tadinya
And,
cuma 1.
You know, Alliance routine.
13,
You know,
18
that's
lagi nih
another
adik
team I think is
kakak
the
nih,
best
ah.
team in EU right now. I don't think
Hah?
there's anyone really even close to them.
Anjir turun dia.
Teams right now.
Kagak pernah. Oh, baru ngekill 1, baru dapet tadi.
But I will say,
Poinnya cu
overall,
susah, harus
seeing
barbar
Alliance
Aliens
have a dominant spot
cu.
showcases how Storm Point sometimes
Langsung
works.
naik ke
It's like,
1.
sometimes it's very open field,
Betul,
especially a
betul,
fish
betul.
farm zone. It's very RNG where the circle pulls. You could have the most cover last circle and just win the game easily. And we saw that with Kick in the
Oh,
middle side
6
circle. They're the only ones that
Di
had
posisi
cover on the
berapa
defense
tadi?
line. They're the only ones
Posisi
that were able to shoot that
8,
one shot at.
Revenant.
It was
Dewa
won the first
posisi
game too.
7.
That's just almost exactly carbon copy of that coming into Alliance right there. Fish farms, open water, everyone's swimming, everyone looking like Finding Nemo right now, dude. All the fishes, someone looking like Dory out there, Sweet looking like Dory trying to find everybody. And honestly, it is an amazing job by Alliance to play that left side, knowing the zone's gonna play
Kalian
all hackies. They know
ngajagoin siapa?
and they have free
Ngajagoin
reign, free shots,
siapa?
free
Ngajagoin
firepower.
yang menang,
It's just
Bang.
clockwork for the boys over there in Alliance, dude. And GG's, man. I mean, I don't know how many points they had.
So
Probably a
now,
ton.
we do have the scores in.
Yeah.
Alliance taking over the first place spot here.
Big.
They have
Ah,
39
gokil,
points,
seru banget
and
ya.
they are up 6 points over AP
Terakhir
in
ya.
second place.
Yeah.
Kick staying in
Tim
third.
Liquid juara 1 ya.
Reignite in fourth.
Wow.
Cloud9
Lupa ya?
bumps up to top 5 here.
That was good.
Tim
Huge
Empire
game for
juara
the boys.
2.
They're sitting at 25 points.
TSM
Very good
ketiga.
showing from the boys.
Hmm.
NRG
Still in sixth.
sliding up at some spots though.
I know, but it's weird to see Energy getting a second place, game number 3, and still
Cars
being in sixth place.
tingkatnya lebih-
Very
From
interesting.
Apex.
Shows how
Cars
hard
masih
it's
bayu
happening
gitu
for
kan.
Energy
Huh?
today. And even with the second place right there, Energy is still
RPR
only top 6.
Titan.
Second place is big time. That's a lot of points. It's 9 points coming in. And if you don't
big.
know how this works, by the way, we read these off. First place in each game is 12 points. Second place is 9 points. Third place is 7. And then it goes from 5, and then 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hardeki nggak main mang
Right.
sedih.
So we see their Alliance. However many
Apaan?
kills they get
RRQ.
is 1 point.
Hardeki.
So Alliance might have had like
Hardeki
7, 8
siapa?
kills. Then they get a first place. So they get a 20-point game coming from the first place to 12 place in points.
They had
and
first
8
with
kills.
12 kills.
12 kills. It's a 24-point game for
Tim
the Alliance.
Liquid Empire
Absolutely huge.
posisi 2,
12
TSM
kills in the
posisi
first
3.
place can bump you up right there, like you said, to first place, which is absolutely insane. It's a really interesting
Gokil
thing
poinnya
when it comes to Apex,
52
because
anjir
games are
Tim
only a
Liquid.
series of 6. You can have one dominant game, and then moving forward, you're all good. It's clockwork for you. Your top 3, your top 4. And Alliance with one good game, out of their 39 points, 24 of them just came from last game. And that's a big deal. It's a big deal. It shows that you're never really out of the running, no matter how bad you're playing, because one good game can bump you up and get you some points. And don't forget with how the seeding works and everything, top 5.
Gak bantai-bantai kayak biasanya. Emang bantai-bantai biasanya?
Every placement matters. Every kill matters. Everything is so important and so critical to your
Hardeki.
positioning in the standings. And that's really what it's about, baby. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean-
it's about the intensity and about the hard working spot.
You point out that all these teams are here for a reason. They all know what they're doing. They know how to play.
Yep.
Any single team out of these 40 that are here in Stockholm can pop off, have one big game, get the dub, 12, 13 kills, and they can jump up the scoreboards here.
Yeah.
All it takes is one good game to
That's it.
get you back out of that slump that you were in. And we just had 3 phenomenal Storm Point games here. We're going to be moving over to World's Edge for Game
Yeah.
4.
So
I believe I just got the code.
Nice. So don't forget, chat, we are not playing Storm Point anymore. When you watch today, chat, I think it's going to go like this every time. First 3 games are going to be Storm Point. Second half of the games are going to be all World's Edge. Now, we just saw a very dominant performance by all different regions.
Oh, di
other than
Gambit
NA,
sekarang
that
ini.
came down right there to all these teams. It was
Gambit
ADR,
e-sport.
it was Kick, and it was just Alliance. So
Masih apa
EU
sekarang?
taking 2
Gambitnya
out
nggak
of 3
masuk.
games right there moving forward. And that's very interesting to me because we've seen NA have a lot of creativity and a lot of success on Storm Point. But who is going to operate well on World's Edge? This map has been around the longest out of all these, out of the 2. It's been around for 2 years now, maybe even 3. And when we move forward, I really think we're going to see an NA dominant World's Edge. But I don't really know what to expect because at the end of the day, we haven't seen all regions.
Di sini tuh Rusia di ban juga ya.
So now I'm thinking that NA is going to do well, right?
Tuh.
I've been thinking that NA was going to dominate
Tuh.
on
Tuh.
Storm Point, but I was completely wrong.
Wah,
Not even
orangnya
one
hilang.
win, and we see Alliance. The top 3 is not even NA. No one in NA is even in top 3. I don't
Yeah.
think, right? It goes Alliance, it goes ADR, and it goes Rig. No, Alliance,
Kick.
ADR, Kick, Rig, and then Cloud9. So only right now, no teams in NA. Only one is Cloud9 in the top 5. Top 10 does have NA, which is good. But it's very interesting to see how these teams operate and how they work much differently. A lot of Watson teams finding success, a lot of crypto teams
Kagak bang
finding
itu
success, and
tim
you don't see
players
crypto very
Gambit ganti
often
nama. Oh, ganti
on
nama.
NA, ever. It's
Yeah.
really only a couple of teams every lobby. One guy with the beacon hits and opening the doors.
Bang,
and
lihat
stop
placementnya
going.
gimana?
But with all these other regions, they really
Placementnya
like to
di
work with
inian.
It's very interesting to see the success they're having today
WPD.
versus all of the comps that NA runs.
Bet
And
play.
I'm gonna say a hot take here. I think playing Edge is hard. I've been saying I've been
Battle
saying
fee,
you can
battle
run
fee,
Edge on all
battle
your
five.
online games. You can go Valko, Feed Face,
Players
online,
ya kan
whatever it
Rusia
may be.
ya,
When it gets to
players
LAN,
Rusia.
you have to play Zone. Zone is just the play or you are screwed. No one wants to die. No one wants to get out first. No one wants to get out top 20. Everyone wants to survive and play an endgame and land and experience that. So, let's be honest, man. Stop playing Edge. I've been saying it, NA. It is hard. Prove me wrong, that's fine. But I guarantee that all the teams today that are going to have success in this tournament are going to be hard zone teams. I will
Absolutely.
guarantee it, for sure. We don't see the horizon really working. We don't really see all these teams that are operating with these teams that are edge side doing well today at all. And one thing I want to say, it's very weird to see C9 rocking edge but running caustic. It's very interesting. I'm not really sure
Yeah.
I've seen that really before from a lot of different teams. It's very, very interesting.
Players,
zone.
oh ini
Hey,
ya,
and
ganti
ranked,
nama ya
stop
dia.
dying in ranked,
Players.
dude. I have 5 squads first circle. Play the zone. Listen, I get it. You're hard stuck 10K, man, but I'm trying to play an end game, dude. Play zone. Can you
Gua
stop
kirain
beating
dia
face
karena
on
Rusia
edge?
di ban
You're
juga
not
tuh.
G2. You're not designed for. You're going to go in and do 1 damage, then die. Let me play an end game in rank, dude. I'm trying to play the game. You guys just keep dying. It's incredible. Play the game. Sorry, I had to get that out of my chest. I have a lot of viewers now.
Good now, man.
I'm good. How do I get that off me? You know what I mean? I'm trying to play. I'm trying to play. You guys just keep Valko feeding face. How do you get that out of me real quick? And stop playing crypto, Cloaksy. Good Lord, man. Fudge. Stop playing crypto, dude.
We do have word in that there is, I believe, a
crypto.
5-minute break here
Okay.
until we go over
Oh,
to
ini
World's Edge.
Now, I
ini
believe,
yang
Chad, I
break.
will be making an appearance on the main stage in a little bit, so Greek's going to have to take over. We have Cloud down, bro. Lenovo with the 25 gifted, by the way. I just want to say, shout out
out
Lenovo.
Lenovo.
We love you, Lenovo. Look at the pit stains coming in hot and ready, baby. Jesus Christmas. Should have wore a black shirt for sure. But we are looking. Where's my neck, bro?
You're a husky.
Where's my neck, dude? I look like Nick Merckx' third cousin twice removed. Look at me. I'm actually Nick Merck's cousin 3 turn. Dude, what's up, bro? How you doing,
What's
bro?
up, dude?
Dude, what's going on, bro?
What's up, bro?
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I'm going to be gone for a little bit, probably like 5-10 minutes down below. Greek will take over fully, you know what I'm saying? But I want to thank you guys again, man. 5-minute little thing going on, little break. And anything you guys want us to discuss in chat, anything you want to know about the weekend, we can tell you about the event, what it's like. We're allowed to do that, actually. I'd love to give you a little breakdown on what's been happening. For those who don't know, we are in Stockholm. We are in Sweden. The land right now, the setup is gorgeous. The food's great. Everything's amazing. I had a breakfast today that absolutely threw me for a loop.
Playersnya kan Rusia.
Phenomenal breakfast.
I ate
Playersnya
grapes.
Rusia.
They
And
had
then RPR sat down next to me with scrambled
Ntar
eggs
dulu,
and bacon and
gengs.
said,
Ntar
how much more
mindahin motor.
American can we get here? And I was like, dude, I'm eating Nutella with crepes. Why are you eating scrambled eggs with bacon then?
let me tell you, bro.
I mean,
They had these smoothie shots down there.
Yeah.
I think I had 9 of those banana smoothie shots today.
yo, crowd, thanks for the 50 gift, man. I love you, buddy. Really?
I'm
9?
feeling phenomenal.
9
I
smoothie
had
shots?
9 of those banana smoothie shots. I feel like I'm on cloud.
I'm gonna be honest, dude. I didn't drink one. I drank a little bit of water. I think I chugged 16 gallons of apple juice. I got up. I was double fisting apple juice walking down to my like table. I swear to God, I was literally like shotgunning apple juice. It was unbelievable. Listen, I also want to take a hot take here. Cheesecake sucks, and apple juice is better than orange juice.
I can't get behind that one. That's one.
Can you
move
get
I
behind
can't
that
get
one?
behind.
That's my man. That's my man. That's all I'm saying.
Orange juice is better than
Orange juice is not better than apple juice.
It is.
It is not.
It's also healthier.
It's maybe. You don't know. You're not a. What are you, a geologist? What are you, a fruitologist? You don't know what's the enzymes in apples and oranges, dude. You have no idea. You play Apex for a living, just like me. We can barely do 2 + 2. Come on, no idea what's going on, man. Let's be real. Yo, thanks for all the subs and everything too, chat. Glad you guys are enjoying your time
Shout
here,
out
man.
the mods.
Oh
Working
yeah,
hard, staying up late,
yeah.
controlling the chat.
Yo, chat. Can we also like really quick say something in the chat? Can everyone spam what region you guys are from right now watching? I want to see how many people are in NA. The time zone is crazy. I want to see how many people are in NA, see how many people are in EU, APAC, Asia, like all that stuff. I'd love to see where you're going. Spam a little bit. I want to see America, UK, NA. A lot of NA watchers still, which is really incredible. You guys are super about it, which is amazing. New Zealand, that's sick, dude. Hell yeah. NA, Texas, let's go. Middle East, hell yeah, dude. This is lit.
Yeah, this is dope.
We got
Thank
a
you
lot
guys
of
so much
yeah,
for
we
being
got a
here.
lot of people, man. I hope that I'm not talking too fast. You know, we have a lot of different regions here, so I hope you guys can understand my English. I know I stutter a lot. I'm a rapper's favorite caster. I really do spit bars sometimes when I be casting, dude. I be spitting it like crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Horizon. You know what I'm saying? I get those guys. I don't know.
What man's is this?
I don't know what I was going to say. Sorry, I stuttered. America, baby. Hell yeah. Canada? Who's? You watching from your house?
From the house.
You watching from your house? You watching on your house with a moose?
Are you?
See that Apex South? Hell yeah, dude.
Are you
But
going before the next?
I
game
have no
starts?
idea. I will be up there somehow. I don't know if it's still happening. I have no idea. Hell yeah, dude. So one thing I also want to discuss here, chat, what I think is very, very interesting topic is in Poland, I was sweating on the main stage. It was, when I say hot, it is an understatement. I smelled so bad. And when we got top 20, I was hugging everyone. And before I hugged everyone, I said, dude, I am so sorry. I was like, dude, I smell like I just came out of Shrek swamp. Like literally, I just fought a feces monster. That's what I smelled like, dude. Like a monster made of feces, and I fist fought it. And so I wonder what it's like out there. I wonder if it's actually colder out there or anything like that, because it was burning hot. But now we're seeing the chat in here right now. Everyone's saying how cold they are. Now, I would rather be cold than hot.
So
I know you hate being cold.
I cannot play the game when I'm cold.
Yeah.
I know for certain MK players, certain controller players, the ability of your fingers to be limber, flexible, it all rests on being hot.
True.
I know there's players out there on main stage and in the side stage that have hand warmers on deck.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, it's good. It's really good.
It's hard to play the game when your fingers are cold.
It is.
Especially as a claw controller player, I will tell you that it is very difficult.
Yeah, please
to
do
play.
wrist stretches.
Huh?
If you play claw, please do wrist stretches. This guy doesn't do wrist stretches. He's not gonna be able to do his wrist next year.
Stretch your fingers out, the wrists.
Everything. So
Get
I
the
like
blood
playing
flowing.
cold. So Poland for me, that's why we did so bad. That's the only reason is because the climate. Even that, me and Noko Madness would have dominated. You know what I'm saying?
Noko was in La La Land that whole tournament, wasn't
Noko wasn't there. He wasn't real. Noko was a complete NPC that tournament. It's like I was talking to literally a Sims character. But we did good. So I am not. For those of you who don't know, this is Greek. He's from on CLT. He's a professional player. My roommate and best friend.
Cek.
My name's Nicewig. It's great to meet y'all.
Orang
This is
mana
the first time
bang?
on the channel.
Orang
I
Bogor.
am a washed retired pro. I did compete for a while. I was on CLG. Now I'm a content creator for 100 Thieves. Greek is still competing. He just didn't make this tournament, but he'll be at the next one, wherever that may be or wherever we're doing. So you will see him hopefully on the main stage in the next one. I am hoping that we can make this.
Sorry tadi
I hope
abis
you guys are
pindahin
enjoying the
motor
stream.
dulu.
Anyone that wants to give a shout out to the stream, bro, go tell your friends, go tell your family, anyone that wants to watch Apex, go show them love to this channel, because the better this event does, and the watch party does, and the casting, we can do this more. I'm trying to
Jauh
make this every
banget sih
tournament
ini.
thing. Trying to be at every
Placementnya.
tournament, watch party and casting,
8,
doing something like this. I
39.
want to make it bigger. I want to make it better. We have codes to give away, so we have a bunch of codes and coins we're going to give away to you guys today. So if you win a code, GGs. I think it's like a good amount too. I think they gave us like a bunch of codes. I'm not too
I
sure.
believe it's like 8 or 10.
I think it's like 8 or 10. I think it's like 11,000. I may be wrong. Those are 11,000 coins.
I'm not too sure.
It's a lot of coins. So if you guys are close to your heirloom, you could win a little bit of.
Berapa menit? 2 menit 30 detik. Pak North. Lah cepet banget yang apa? Baru ngeliat. Loh, error coy. Pak cepet banget baru lihat. World AIDS. 2 detik lagi.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the ALGS Split 2 playoffs. We're halfway through our first lobby, and that means caster change time. YUKKK and Genome all the way from APAC South on the mic from here on out for our very first lobby. And Genome, things are going to get a bit more interesting now. Not that they weren't interesting already. Obviously, we've seen Team Liquid, Empire really dominating this lobby. TSM having a good time so far as well. But we're swapping over to World's Edge, and that changes a whole lot.
I mean, there's been a lot of change already in this series, Elfish. I mean, Team Empire, the team that's sitting in second right now, only just barely behind Team Liquid, have so far changed their composition 3 times. In 3 games, they've played 3 different compositions, and somehow they are almost on top of this lobby. That is nuts. You do not see that every day.
That is certainly quite abnormal. Not something we see every day, but maybe that's something that's going to calm down heading here into World's Edge as well. Obviously, we know Stormpoint is the newer map into the competitive environment, so moving over to World's Edge, teams are going to be a little bit more familiar with what they like to run.
And it's not only the new map, Elfish, it's the fact that it's almost a new meta, right? We finally got that clash of all of the regions from around the world, all 5 of our ALGS regions coming together, and all those different compositions, we're just seeing them mashed into this blender of a playoffs here. And as a result, I think teams are still on the fly, kind of trying to work out how this goes. I mean, sure, they've had some scrims, there's been some boot camps, there's been a little bit of time for these teams to walk into this and try and work out how it goes. But when it comes to competition day, as we know in Apex, it's not always the same.
And, you know, that's what I love about a tournament like this as well, is that once you do bring all of these regions together, there's some semblance of maybe a mini meta developing within this one tournament itself. We may finish off the Split 2 playoffs, move into, you know, whatever comes after that, and everything gets changed up off the back of that. But at least here in this bubble of the Split 2 playoffs, you're going to start to see some interesting things come together. Maybe teams start to run crypto as a result of seeing so many Watsons, etc., etc. But that might not be the case throughout the rest of this year of Apex Legends. Either way, all that aside, we do have to focus in on what's coming up next, and that, of course, is going to be World's Edge. So everything that we've just seen on Stormpoint gets thrown out the window, so to speak. Maybe not necessarily, but World's Edge, hopefully for a lot of teams, is going to bring with it some semblance of a change, and for the couple at the top, they're going to hope to continue what they started.
Well, the North American teams doing pretty well on that front, Elfish. As we said, TL and TSM both up there in that top 3. The other one rounding that out is, of course, the team on your screen right now, Team Empire. Looks like they're starting their drop on Harvester. And if we look at the composition here, they've got Valk, Bloodhound, and Wraith. Now, this is what they actually started off the day with in Game 1, where they took out a dub.
TSM as well, going back over to the Wraith. That's something obviously that Hal likes to play here on World's Edge. Certainly a comfort selection for TSM.
GW, I think, is going to get the res, I believe. It's going to be a GW res. Wasn't going to get the third
I
up.
think it's this team.
Oh, really?
That red, was it not?
No, I think GW.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I think GW gets the res over here. There are crypto teams that get res. No, they get the res. They're not a crypto team. So, we start to move forward, chat. Now, those of you might be thinking, hey, what's the difference between Stormpoint and
RNT
World's
mana?
Edge?
Oh,
Stormpoint
itu.
is heavy edge.
Sisa,
It's
oh,
a
masih
heavy
bertiga.
edge. Sorry, we see energy in the boys moving over here. I want to switch over to G2 and see what they do in this situation.
Di tempat rame
What's their
lagi.
food Stormpoint and World's Edge? World's Edge, super rotational, heavy map. Kind of how it goes, right? We see this. We see the boys over on G2 taking their time. We see energy rotating early. Now, is G2 going to stick to their normal strat? Are they going to rotate very late? Are they going to move very late? Are they going to actually operate the same way they usually do? Or are they recognizing that at land they have to move a little bit quicker? As of right now, looks like they're kind of thinking the same. They're just going to keep doing what they're doing. They're not really going to stray away from the game plan that they've been doing for the last 2 years. And they want to just rotate late again, get their armor up, get their batteries, and they'll be good moving forward. Now, here's the thing. World's Edge. You can get stopped and halted at a lot of different areas. Valk is an absolute must when it comes down to World's Edge, just like it is on Stormpoint, because in these situations, if you get stopped, you're usually dead. Having a halt in your rotation, like someone just gatekeeping or not knowing where the zone is and holding you out for no reason, you're screwed a lot of the time. And we're seeing G2 rotate. I'm going to take this top rock spot.
They love to play this hill.
And G2 likes to play here because they're a very 3v3 fight team. And this leaves so much room for opportunity for the G2 boys to get KP, get fights, and take some
Kill dia nembak apa? Anjir kelihatan aja.
dominate these 3v3s they want to take. They're still rocking the Horizon too. So it's very interesting to see how World's Edge and Stormpoint play so differently, especially the size of the map.
I think that is Parka and them that are moving down on the thermal side.
Okay.
I'd be interested to see if they end up fighting.
Yeah.
One thing I also want to mention is that lately these World's Edge zones have been
Holy crap.
kind of crazy.
It has been. I agree fully. If I'm gelling this with Team Sheesh, I'm getting absolutely torched. I'm not really sure where we're going to be going in these situations, especially that fish farm's ending. I did not expect it to go there at all. In the middle of the open, as an IGL, you kind of have to be proactive and be really reactive when it comes to like where the zone rolls. And I think that's where on World's Edge it's a little bit more predictable. I think that's why NA teams are going to be better here, is because they're more of a zone teams. They're better at reading circles than all other regions, in my opinion. And I would love to see what NA teams come out on top in World's Edge. But again, we don't really know what to expect. 3 years since Ninja tournament, anything can happen. What? Sorry.
Can't see the mouse.
Here, just click it. You have to do the map first.
Okay.
Yeah. So we see G2 just going to hold this top side. We see ADR moving down to thermal. So ADR might take this 3v3 on the design phone company. And that's going to be 2 of the biggest 3v3 powerhouses in the world, potentially fighting each other over at thermal unless Karan and them actually Valk ulti and move out. You know what I mean? And Obley's right there chilling. They're all going to be on the right side of the mountain. We see Dua on the other side, bro,
Holding
on the fence line. Fence line's good. Pretty tough, though, honestly, unless you're a Watson team that has a lot of heals.
There is a chance that the zone could pull back to fence. In that case, Duo would be very good positioning here.
Yeah.
You see, NRG and the boys have taken a nice little spot here.
Yep.
Totem and the boys in the back house. Rig holding middle tree.
Yep.
SSG has finessed their way into bottom trailer.
Yeah, totally. I like that spot of them because they are a Caustic team. So bottom trailer with Caustic is actually extremely powerful.
Another spot that's really underrated is playing in this tunnel.
Yes, I agree.
I'm interested to see what zone someone rotates and takes it, because the only way they're getting there right now is a Valkyrie.
Yeah, for sure.
And there's no way of knowing if it's taken or not.
Now, I wonder if ADR is going to walk in bottom side, maybe teleport or something like that, go inside, or is another team from the right side over. Oh, I think we see a fight over here on players going on with DTN right now. Are they going to start anything over here? Can they do it? The fight is going down. DTN goes down. Yudu going down on the kill feed to kick right now, so they're getting shot from a third-party kick on the backside, very far away.
Itu ada ya, Hardeki itu ada.
Overcommit and actually wipe. Actually, Hardeki gets a PK shot on the YL, so now DTN is actually 2 men down as Yudu goes full down. YL goes full down, and they might be the first squad eliminated from game number 4, World's Edge, for round 1 B stream lobbies. I'm curious to see if they really do full commit here. And look at this. Another repeater, man. I mean, Courage, when I used to play with them, said
Okay,
the
red
first
blue
game, and now we see it every time going in with every team rocking at least one repeater to farm armors.
Wing 30-30.
I mean, to be fair,
that's a ballsy loadout.
that is, to be honest, bro, that's a Europe loadout, dude. A wingman on Europe, bro, is like what they rock. You know what I mean? Like, EU teams are solid with their little one-taps, bro. I actually think this is a really scary loadout to use for any control player that's NA. If I'm a control player, I hate this loadout. But if I'm an EU player that's so good with my Kovacs, and DTN Detonator goes full out right now as Hierarchy gets the last kill right on Mia. And honestly, bro, I think that's pretty tough for DTN. They're in a really good position underneath in the bottom side, but that spot is so pokeable, especially going
ditambahin anjir, kasihan.
Really difficult to do. I think they only had a Watson too, which is really difficult to do. Yeah, if you look at the zone here,
Mantap.
they're going to start to move forward. And who has the map zone right there? United?
I hit it on Unite.
So United does have zone knowledge, and look at the pull right now.
It is pulling away.
It's pulling right here. It's pulling exactly.
and the boys in a very sturdy spot and kick.
One thing I want to say here is it's probably going to pull underneath trailer.
Rente tadi yang ditambahin.
So this trailer is completely
Dewa di sono.
Or two.
Okay.
We only have two teams in this backside. We have ODK.
Gimana? Pindah ke World Edge.
Ini baru main kan?
Ya, 5 menit lah.
Baru yang keempat kan?
Ya, keempat.
Habis beliinnya.
Takjil.
They are running around and they're gonna have to play hard edge. It does not seem like they have a drop.
Beda banget cuy poinnya tim AB sama tim CD.
Iyalah jauh, AB mah ganas-ganas.
AB poinnya udah 50. Ini baru 30-an.
It looks like IG's going to fight right now over on this bottom side. We're going to see United and IG taking this fight on the launch site. It's going to be the second fight of the day today, or the game today. Let's see what happens here.
Apaan?
Some good nades coming out
Yang
from
masuk
United.
grup A itu kayaknya yang udah overpower semua, yang ngeri banget.
Oh, tergantung ini kali.
Good call, really tough though as they get the other circle, and they're going to see that it's going to go to this bottom side here next to platforms. So we know the fight's not worth it. If it was a tree ending, I think they would have took the fight.
I also believe that it was smart because they do have a white armor.
Yeah.
IG was sitting in launch site for quite a bit. Seeing their armors here.
Zung.
They have the armor advantage and they have crafted.
Yeah, not by a lot though, so they could have took the fight, but they know it's not tree side, so what's the point of rotating through launch site? Now, one thing, chat, you're going to see for a lot of times in World's Edge, teams like to rotate on the outside and come in. G2 especially does this with north side zones. They rotate
Cian banget kagak pernah disorot cuy. Dikit banget disorotnya.
Now, we see United not doing that, but we see IG actually taking that strat going on site, and maybe going to rotate from tree side all the way around. IG
depan belakang.
On United again, getting a crack.
Hancur pula pintunya.
Well, I don't know how to say his name. FTI?
I would say FT Yan.
FT Yan? Okay. See Yan over there, dude. Might be wrong, sorry for pronouncing your name. I can barely speak English. But they're going to hold this show right now, vibing right now as they start to move forward. Now, let's see what they're going to decide here. Valkyrie coming out, I believe, and that's going to be C9. C9 taking a fat Valkyrie, landing on the bottom side. And they have zone out as well. I like this a lot. They're a caustic team playing the bottom side of somewhere in Lava Sniping. This is a great hold. If I'm them, I'm taking the other side, though. I'm moving immediately to the other side. I want to see if Mac makes that IGL call, if he sees someone in there, and go to the other side of this. And I would
expect them to leapfrog here. They're just establishing their spot here in the building. Gonna have to scope it out, see if there's any team here, which I don't believe anyone is in their build. Oh no, the duo is in their building.
So, is the duo going to show presence like a trio, or are they just going to keep playing like a duo? Now, Hardecki's immediately moving over, chat. Look at the Grim Reaper starting to move over. Look at this guy. Look at him.
Luar
I mean,
biasa
Hardecki
awet
does
amat
things
19
like this
squad
you
masih.
just never expect.
Iya.
He's trying to get some KP on the bottom side of a fight, does take out. Look how separate he is from his team. He is not even
Players
close.
kan
That's how he
Rusia,
does it.
orang
Look
mana
at
bang?
On the Wraith, especially.
Tanyain lu.
He's not on Ash.
Well,
Udah tadi.
Hardecki is a
Bang,
Wraith
lihat
specialist.
placementnya di
He's one of
mana?
the best Wraiths, if not the best Wraith player in the world. And he's just looking for an opportunity. He
Nanti
sees
mau
the
lihat
bubble coming in from
place.
this team. And some shots going down
Udah
on the
dikasih
Naughty there.
tauin tadi.
Gonna get the crack onto him. He's probably not gonna get the full KP here, but he's still looking to antagonize and instigate a
Lah
fight.
ikut
See
LGS
what actually
lah.
happens. C9 actually throws their caustic ulti out of scare, out of being scared.
Gila deh
And
yang
Hardecki
ngambil
forces the
senjata
team
rampat
to
tuh.
use a caustic ulti
Ngapain
for
ya?
no
Nah,
reason.
make
No,
caustic
at
ya?
all.
Kayaknya
And I mean,
kurang guna ya
that's just
caustic ya.
big.
Buat defense
right.
bagus cuy,
Even
caustic
though he
cuy.
doesn't get any KP here,
Gibi
doesn't
iya
get
dah.
any knocks,
Kalau
the fact
Gibi
that
kan
he
di
got
ruang
him
terbuka
burned
cuy.
and
Maksudnya
all
kalau
that
di
is
rumah
change of fight.
Now
It
he's
does
forcing-
bagus.
Kurang tuh
now he's
langsung
forcing
kena lagi,
batteries,
kena lagi.
forcing Phoenix kids to be
And they
used.
get a knock on
And they get a
Grace.
knock on the Graceful there on the bottom side. And this is what Hardecki does best. He creates open
cuy, yang
spaces.
Hardecki
As
ini orang
Rocker's
Rusia.
dying right now on the bottom
Oh,
side.
Hardecki
And can
orang
Energy get the
Rusia.
reset? Chaotic getting the knock on the Rocker. And this is going to be big time for Energy as they were not performing well.
Timnya
on
ganti
Stormpoint, and they stay alive
nama.
in this
Tadinya
situation
Gambit
with the
itu
Watson.
Gambit Esport.
They get the reset.
Gambit.
Shots still happening from the top side, which is going to be Gambit above.
NRG tidak semudah
They get the
tadi.
armor swaps. No gen coming down from
Nampak
Navy right now.
kesusahan.
Pop the gen right there to be safe.
Selalu
And he's gonna
menempatkan
do it.
diri di bawah. NRG.
Iya ya.
Iya,
iya.
Mungkin
memang begitu kali taktiknya.
Iya dia soalnya defense kali itu.
It was looking
Enak
a little
banget
shaky.
Watson kan pasifnya
Bubble
ngisi
came
shield
down
sendiri.
perfectly from Rocker,
Yep.
and they're leaving.
They're leaving the spot now. They're actually going to take trailer. It's a
Ini
safer
udah
call.
pakai shield
A little
juga
bit
udah.
farther away from zone, but definitely the safer call for sure. They don't want to
Mencari
get down here,
rumah
just wanna
untuk
play the right.
perlindungan.
And chat,
Ada nggak ya yang kata
19 squads
misinya
alive.
shield sama
IG is
darah
actually
ya
getting killed
karakter?
over on the bottom side right now.
Top
They're
10
urban
sama
right
Watson.
here. IG going
Gabungan.
down, full wipe by United.
Roto,
Cuk.
W.
Itu apaan?
United, IG going down.
Oh, IG.
Print. Noise is out immediately. And
Invictus
United
Gaming.
is one man down. Are they going to be able to get the res?
IG-nya Invictus Gaming emang.
They
Invictus.
Nggak tahu.
opted not take the fight
Invictus
early
sudah lama nggak ada.
for their time to strike and get the
Liga
wipe on the
Internasional.
As,
Iya.
as an Apex player, I've never seen
Gaming
one. Singularity getting wiped right now, but a GW. Sylvesk and Elysium is
Apa
actually
lagi?
out as a duo. They're playing as a duo, which is really tough. Don't really expect a lot out of those
Ipal
guys.
ganteng.
Placing-wise, not really their fault. though.
Ipal.
One man down, which sucks. Now we see
Ipal
C9
ganteng.
taking the front side.
Ipal ganteng.
To get a trailer as a cost team. We see
Gak
players up
jelas.
top right now. The bottom
Fitri.
platform
Kick.
chat is still not taking
Kick ke
some
Jepang ya?
Despite
NRG
the take, they're
Dewa.
in spot
Dewa.
Rente di mana ya Rente?
Rente di bawah.
over in the Harvester side. And
Tuh di
we're
tempat
gonna
Dewa
rame
itu
tuh.
enak banget itu ya.
backside tunnel,
Tapi-
and we're gonna have a bunch of teams, Karan, ADR,
Ya, lihat
and
nih,
look
Itu
Tan.
yang di
at
RI
the zone,
di
where
RI
they're
itu
gonna
kurang
go.
banget.
ADR does get the rig knock. Sharky going down as well. Disgusting shots by Parker. I mean, Jesus Christmas.
Disgusting.
Can these guys shoot? Sharky going down. Full kill on the JMW. The only one gonna
Jadi
be
kayak
alive
as
is
ya.
two.
Kripto
Ya.
jadi kayak as ya.
One guy alive, Zero's gonna
Berasa
go
gue
over
pengen
live on
mencet
Rig right
klik
now.
kiri aja
They're
biar
getting all that
langsung
loot.
kayak
They're gonna start to
teleportas.
move forward. They're gonna still be safe up top. On the tree.
Tapi as kalau lu lihat visualnya kalau mukul pakai pedang lu, Cuk.
Iya, emang.
Kalau orang ngelihat
Kalau kita yang pakai mah cuma nonjok doang.
Iya.
Energy is gonna have to move. G2 is gonna have to move. Alliance is gonna have to move. ODK is gonna have to move. GW's gonna have to move. But we see here.
Belekun, mana nih Belekun? Ayo Belekun. Belekun.
Semangat ya, semangat ya tim Indo yuk.
Ayo. Bisa lah, jangan malu-maluin lah.
Iya,
Game
maksudnya
width on this left
gitu lah.
side. They hear Hackies and company moving up.
Kaget kali pas awal-awal Ki.
Oh iya, langsung jago nih.
Ini baru nih.
Placement dia.
Oh,
Menghilang kau.
Asli
Gibi
aingnya
lagi.
parah ya.
Iya. Kena
Bom!
rata, cu. Kena kreber, cu.
And they're gonna get wiped by 3 different teams. Uxako, G2, and players all
Yuki
share
ya.
KP onto
Yuki
Alliance
langsung
as they go out early.
penuh,
And we
Cuk.
see Uxako with the Kraber
Juara
here
tadi
as
si
Chaotic
Yuki.
and company are dominating the
Kick.
topside bridge. But
Emang
where
tadi
they
ya?
go, we're gonna
Kagak
stay on the
nentu, ternyata
Kraber boy,
iya,
and we love the
Yuki.
Kraber baby. As a
Tadi habis
viewer,
dikenokin.
we love the Kraber.
Diratain.
As a player,
Oh, inian apa?
one
Alliance
shot going
ya?
down with the miss right here on Uxako.
Iya tadi alien
He's
sih.
to bring out the Call of Duty
Emang
and
kagak
W2
ini ya,
straps.
kagak
They
nentu ya
eventually
juara satunya ya. Gak mungkin
145 going
Battle
down.
Royale
Now
tuh
going
biasanya
down,
gak
kill
skill doang,
Assist
cu,
here,
udah.
very tough
Iya.
spot right now. And they got the boost as well.
Keberuntungan tuh nomor 1 di Battle Royale, cu.
Yeah.
is
placement.
NRG was
Sekarang
underneath
juara
that
satu,
platform.
sekarang nggak bisa
Zona.
Pulled
lagi.
away, and it is still
Zona tuh
Ah,
nomor
iya,
satu.
pernah lagi.
under the platform.
Nyerempet
Still
doang tuh
free.
kolornya
platform's
kadang
free and no one's
bolong.
really realizing that. I wonder if
It
Kick
is
is
the
going to be the
rat
team.
that's playing
Bener-bener enak
I think
banget
Kick is
lagi.
going to be the team to take it, or G2.
Dulu masih
Yep,
banyak.
Kick is already
Wah,
picking
awal-awal
it.
udah
I
ada
think G2
Kraber
can
ya?
hit a
Oh, round
Falco D,
4.
but let's see if Kick moves early.
Mana,
We're
Wal?
waiting for the KP with the Kraber here. YUKKK.
Round
Couple shots
4
left in that
cuman
bad boy.
masih
He can rain hell on us
16
teams and
squad
really ruin
anjir.
someone's day. A team is taking the underside platform right now. No, not yet actually.
Rente
And
di mana
Kick is
tadi ya?
still
Di
moving
bawah
there,
ya? Di
but they're
bawah
not
ya?
moving yet.
Bawah
They're
di mana?
playing
Oh,
super
itu.
slow. They
Oh
want to
iya.
try to get some KP with this Kraber.
Oh, kalau
Are they
Valkyrie
going to be
terbang
able to do
kagak ada
it?
yang mau nembak ya, males
NRG
kali ya.
made
Ditembak,
it
cuy.
toward the bottom
Ditembak.
platform.
Tuh, tapi
Yeah.
kan
Yeah.
susah
Yeah.
kenanya.
To the rat, I believe.
Yeah, bottom platform is now taken by
Tas
NRG.
ripple
And
kena.
we see
Wah,
Kraber
ini nih.
coming out right now. Can YUKKK get some shots?
Aduh,
This is
gatel
where the
banget
game's
gua.
gonna be changed here. Can YUKKK
Gatel banget
make
gua.
a play for Kick?
Oh, duluan lu sih ya?
Dor!
Daripada gue.
Mantap! Lagi B 245. Push, push, push,
Dewa.
push.
He goes
Dewa
down,
itu,
and they
Cuk.
start to move up.
Hah?
Resulta dying in the
Dewa
kill
yang
feed.
kenok,
Doctor
Cuk.
dying in the kill
Emang
feed.
kenok?
As Nano gets a full kill on Resulta here.
Ah,
And they
gimana
start
sih
to
dia
move
Bukan,
up.
ngedukung
Cuk.
Indonesia apa
Bukan,
gimana
Bukan,
sih?
bukan itu. Itu kerek anjir, nggak kena.
YUKKK goes down. Lovely with the generate on the
Dewa
flat line.
mati.
Getting the
Udah
knock on
rata.
YUKKK.
Ah,
They're
rata.
gonna stay alive
Nggak
here.
jadi ya, sorry.
They're getting pushed right now. Sweet getting Hyarka.
Dibalas tuh, Cuk,
Chaotic
dibalas.
alive. And Sweet might get this Kraber
And NRG
off of
gets
Kick.
full
Tuh rata kick langsung. Ya Lahim kenok, Cuk.
Kraber Kyle right now moving forward. And
Iya.
C9 is going to be above NRG right
Mana
now.
sih ini
and they're
kagak
gonna
pernah
make a play
nyorot
for this or no.
tim
Iya.
Indonesia dah.
Ya.
asli.
Great shots and now
Abis,
coming.
Cuk.
They're not really going to focus
Posisi
on it.
13.
Top platforms are in a great spot. CLG getting eliminated by V3 in the top right
Males
kill feed.
banget gue nontonnya rasanya.
TTM also died.
Indonesia
Total
yang
guy in the top
sorot
right
kayak.
here.
Gap,
ADR
gap.
getting some great
Ini
shots
sih
from
soalnya
TTM.
gerakannya pasif sih.
C9 in just the great position.
Tapi
Itu
yang lain,
gerakan
kalau
pasif.
tim lain gerakan pasif juga diliatin ya.
Iya tuh cuma
Yep, and we're
ngumpet-ngumpet,
gonna steep watching on
lempar-lempar.
C9 here because they have to make a move. They're gonna have to watch out for
Indonesia kagak pernah
NRG on the bottom
diliatin.
side. Designful going down in the kill feed here.
Kayaknya cuma
And
tim
we're gonna
Indonesia
see
doang
G2
yang nggak pernah
absolute
diliatin.
shambles right now.
Tadi diliatin sekali, Cuk, nuker baju.
Iya.
RNT, game tadi.
He's gonna hold inside blue bin.
Dewa
He's not
juga
getting
pas
pushed,
lagi
and
nge-push
he's getting
nge-kill.
shot in the back. He's gonna be okay for right now. He's getting pushed
Ah,
all over.
udahlah
He's gonna
kau.
fly out, and
Mau
he's
kemana
gonna-
kau?
Iya, panjat
Going out
tebing.
and a tough game for
Ini
G2
tuh Ben nih.
as we see SSG still full 3-man alive right now.
SSG.
Iya, biasanya di awal-awal mulu
Iya,
dia.
kenok ya.
The boys
Awal-awal
coming in
biasanya
hot,
kenok.
getting some KP on a V3. V3 getting wiped, and we love to see the
They
ADR
have
boys going
8
crazy.
kills.
8 kills for ADR. I want to see an ADR tournament this tournament, bro. I want that for the ADR boys. That's what I want. SSG in a great spot here, though, to hold the
I
line.
don't
It's
know
out.
if Sweet has the crate.
No, I don't know if he does either. I don't know if
Hey,
anyone
Bobet,
thinks Kraber had a shot, to be honest. Not really
Kita
too sure.
taruh
He
aja.
has it, but I don't know. He has 7
So
shots. in that
Energy
thing.
Sweet has Kraber right now underneath, and I think it's going to be the team to watch, see what they do here in this situation.
Energi masih tahan loh, Cuk. Di push berapa tadi? Di bawah situ.
Energy's going to be down below. I don't really know if he's
Gokil,
got a lot
anjir.
of opportunities with this Kraber.
SSG is
It's a
getting
great shot.
pushed in the
Mas-
trailer.
SSG
Susah
getting
kali.
pushed right now by Odic in the trailer, and can SSG
Cuman
actually
tetep
hold on
aja,
to
cu,
the push?
dibarbarin
Going
berapa
down right now.
kali
He's starting
tadi,
to fight.
anjir.
Grayson's gonna get a kill on SSU. And
Ya
there's
elah,
some grenades
lempar
inside
bomnya
the
kemana
wall.
dia?
This is not a good spot for Odic.
Lihat aja lagi lu.
Get inside.
Players, Leo going down right now. As reignites full eliminate as Zero goes down. Players actually gets eliminated.
Lempar
right now.
bomnya
He's gonna
mentok,
get
kena.
down.
Naughty
And
with the
Odic-
knock on the worst.
Yup, and Odic is most likely going to go down this situation here. And we're
Enak
gonna go
banget.
forward.
seperti
Or no, we're not.
SSG.
We're gonna
Dar.
stay here as SSG is still now raining grenades on Odic.
Toxical.
They went alive. They're not free
Nggak
matching
dapet
it.
spot
SC9
lagi
is
kali ya,
actually gonna
susah
swing
ya.
this.
Gimana
Susah,
As
cu.
goes down to Naughty, and they get full wipe.
Makanya tuh kan
Space
pada
Station
terbang
goes
berantakan.
down. Energy goes down to the bottom as well as ADR
bener-bener
wipes
ini.
Energy, and
Terus
ADR gets a full 3-man wipe on Energy,
Energy
and this is an ADR win.
Ini
This is
Rakun-
the team to
Rakun
watch.
naik
It's
lagi
gonna
ke
be
atas nih.
ADR versus C9 versus GW. Who's gonna take it home? Energy with the unexpected wipe from ADR. ADR dominating right now with almost 12 kills, dude.
They have 11 kills. C9 has 9
Hancur.
kills.
Yep.
C9 with the ultimate height control.
Yep.
They did just
Wah,
use
susah
Cosmic
ini
Ult,
di
but
bawah,
Graceful
posisinya enak
has
banget.
that Gibby ult in
Yep.
hand.
And Kraber shots.
Terbang
ADR
mau nggak mau
has
sih.
5 Kraber shots left right now.
Ya kan?
As
Iya,
Karan
gampang.
is gonna hit the Valkyrie, and can he do it?
3 squad.
Valkyrie does come
Udah
out.
berantakan langsung.
Perhatiin aja lagi lu.
Shots going down, he gets broken with 75 HP. He's gonna oob right now. Maybe on the top platform. Can he get a Kraber shot? Is
Ya
the
itu
real
mah
question.
dapat waktu.
He's gonna have to pop the
Ya.
bat. Only has 7 seconds here. The Gibraltar ulti comes down as they
Nge-push
drop
ya,
down
mau
on the
nge-push tuh.
platform, and they're gonna be good for right now. They're gonna have to eat this.
Lah kok turun Dos sih?
Just gonna third.
Iya
Yeah,
makanya.
most likely
Gue
C9 is
tungguin
gonna be the
aja ya.
winning team here. We're gonna switch
Kan
over to
ada
C9
waktu.
the boys. As they're getting
Iya
some
maksudnya
great
masih
shots from the
nggak
backside,
nahan gitu.
southeast.
Heeh.
Some more
Oh
grenades going
menang
down
ini
on
si
C9.
C9
They're gonna
nih.
win this game, I believe.
C9
They're just
menang.
waiting for the third party. The double
Double
bubble
bubble
comes out.
trouble.
The
Double
bubble
bubble.
forward here as Abroli and them start to move forward. Looking for the third party. Can they do it? They're
Oh,
gonna
ini
get some
yang
good shots.
carry-carry
They need
pada
some
pakai
KP in the
ini ya.
scenario too. They
Tanker.
can have a banger game right here. Almost a 30-point
Parker
win.
with the
Si
knock.
Abrelele kan
here.
carry dia.
Matsu getting knocked. GW getting
Iya.
knocked, and Parker might actually squad wipe
Baru pakai
GW.
tanker.
They're
Soalnya
moving forward now. Abroli and them starts to move
Gara-gara
forward.
ada
Some
Watson
damage
kali ya,
onto
Watson.
onto
Ini
GW
kali,
and
cuy.
ADR. They move forward here. Great shots coming out from Abroli. Starts to push
Apa
forward.
tuh yang
A
terbang-terbang?
bite, a
Kok
knock,
gue jadi
almost
lupa.
onto the Valk right here. As there's a lot of teams taking damage. And
Baru.
ADR goes
Valkyrie.
down. And C9, last one's alive with GW as a rat. Can they do it? Can
Nasib.
C9 get the KP
Wah, masih hidup
onto the
Dos
rat
sih.
here? It's actually one last man standing.
Bar,
It's
bar,
gonna be
bar,
a
bar,
Valkyrie.
bar.
It's C9 with the W, baby.
Dominant
And
performance. from
Gara-gara ada Valkyrie kali. Valkyrie
top
kan
platform.
the whole game.
susah kalau mau
Entire game.
dimasukin ke core
And
kali.
C9 with the W, baby. Even without Zach performing.
You like to see that.
You love it. You
You
really
like
do.
to see that. They
Nggak
deserve
dapat
it. They've
Fender
been, they've been
abis
grinding. They were
Jarang yang pakai
Pathfinder mah
Pathfinder.
solo dia mah.
And they just had a big
Pathfinder
game. They might
player.
take the number 1 spot here in
Pathfinder
this spot.
biasanya
Yeah,
buat
honestly, man,
nge-push tuh kan.
it really might.
Dulu
Solo
kan
player.
dulu mah kan
Top
biasanya
five this year.
Pathfinder,
Get a win here could be absolutely huge.
Right, kalau
So
enggak
waiting for
Bloodhound
the scores to come in,
sama
but
si ini sama
C9
Gibi.
might take
Yeah.
that first place
No,
spot.
they're in second now. So ADR.
Kalau
they
enggak
had a lot of
Pathfinder
kills in the
Right
first place.
sama Crypto.
ADR, I think, had a banger of a game here, and we're gonna check
Tapi
the
ini
lobby
paling
stats.
bagus ya
We see
itu
C9
Valkyrie,
with
Gibi
13
sama
kills coming out for
Valkyrie,
C9. That's a
Gibi sih.
25-point game for the boys.
Valkyrie,
Udah.
Gibi sama
GW
siapa
getting a
tuh
great
yang
game. Love to
ledakin?
see that, dude.
Victor
Matsu and
Victor lagi.
Yuka and Malsera, bro. And they
Apa?
have 5 kills.
Siapa
In
yang mainan
second place,
drone?
12-point game. Not bad at
Crypto.
all for them.
Oh,
Kan
Crypto, iya.
tiba-tiba lupa kan.
I'm an ADR stand, dog.
Iya itu combo sih, mantep banget.
Oh iya udah itu bagus. Bertahan bisa.
Tapi itu
defend
makanya dia
bisa.
mengambil combo juga, Cuk. Si
Both of those teams,
Caustic,
C9 and ADR
terus
had
Valkyrie sama
26
Gibi.
of the 60 kills in that lobby.
Kayak tadi Gibi
Bertahan
Gibi
semua cuma
ulti
ya.
si itu ulti.
And you love to see
Kalau
it because,
nyerangnya
like I said,
Valkyrie-nya nge-kill.
NA World's Edge is kind
Iya
of like the
maksudnya
Langsung
bisa buat
rata.
bertahan
It's like PB and
juga.
J.
Bisa buat
NA
bertahan
doesn't really
juga
do well in a lot
soalnya.
of things.
Nah kalau
NA
kalau
education
Crypto kan
plays low. But
bertahannya
overall,
jelek
NA
maksudnya.
does play World's Edge great. We play
Bagus di
King's
zoning
Canyon
kan
great.
emang.
We do those things great. And
Ini
C9
DP-nya
showing
bisa
us to why
Caustic,
NA
bisa Watson,
is those
bagus.
guys.
Cuman kalau
World's
Caustic
Edge.
ada
And
skill
that's a
ultinya
dominant
bisa
performance.
dilempar
And
enaknya.
Caustic
Iya.
coming in so handy there, holding off all the teams for pushing. And dude, I wish we watched it, but ADR jumping on Energy's heads and just wiping. And that's where the mechanical skill of APAC and all these other regions come in that you just never expect. Those guys are crazy. ADR is crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I want to
It's
point out that
crazy.
it's really interesting to me. I wish we could play it back.
Yeah.
ADR was on ultimate low ground.
Yeah.
And they Valk ulted and opted to oob on that team.
Yep.
Instead of either playing low ground or landing in the RV.
Yeah.
They put themselves in the
Temen gue
middle
juga lagi
there
banyak
with the
yang
way that they
nonton.
oob that.
Hmm?
Totally.
And I wish I could play it back.
Duh,
I
kan
wanted to see
Rinare
what their other
ngajarin
options are. I
grupnya
think they might
nonton
have been
di
able to
Twitch,
play
iya
low
di
ground
YouTube
a
nggak
little
ada,
later
enggak.
Yeah.
and maybe
Maaf,
Valk
gue
ult
nonton
and
Twitch.
try to third
Apaan?
party at the end.
They could have played that little ledge with the railing on the left
Hah?
side of where C9 was, right above the platform, right below the platform.
Ini
Could've
teman
played
gue
there.
mau
I
ini
think what they
nonton yang
thought the
grup
thought
C.
process was is maybe the zone
Gue
closes a little bit slower,
rekomendasiin
and
YouTube
those
gue
two,
aja.
that team has to fight and shoot C9, and then they just jump on them. But the zone closed very fast, then it jumped off the platform way earlier than they thought. And overall, bro, it kind of actually screwed them pretty hard because at the end of the day, it actually got them killed in third place instead of second.
Yeah. And we've said it before. Every point matters.
Yes.
Every placement.
Everyone.
Every kill.
Yep.
They didn't. I don't think they got the kills at the very end.
Yep.
Because those guys were knocked. When they got full fin, and I
Left
think
Hand
C9
gak
just
pernah
killed
gue
the
lihat
Rat
di
Watson.
turnamen.
Yep.
Ya iyalah
They
ngapain
just
nih.
got 2 points
Apaan?
and the second
Turnamen tuh ke
Yeah,
Left Hand.
it's pretty big.
Kecuali Left Hand
Not
yang
getting
waktu
those 3 points
itu.
right there.
Oh iya Lifeline masih lama ya, yang masih ada shield ya.
6 points
Ini
ADR missed out
baru
on
gitu.
by not getting second place. It's a pretty big deal, honestly. And I think that
Mungkin itu
shows
bisa buat
that
jadi
every point's
carry.
going to matter because now, instead of being 6
Left
points
Hand-nya
ahead
jadi carry
of,
bukan
of
support.
C9, or no, 9 points ahead, now they are 3 points only ahead of C9 as C9 takes the second place. So we have ADR in first place with 53 points. We have Cloud9 in second place with 50. We have Alliance with 40. We have Kick with 34. We have Energy with 30. We have Reignite with 29 in 6th. We have game with in
Nanti
7th
yang
with
hero
26,
baru kayaknya
tied right now.
lumayan
Three-way
berguna
tie
juga tuh
actually for
buat
6, 7,
misalkan
and 8, with
Empty
Team Unite
Garden.
with 26,
Empty
Player
Garden.
9th. So not a great
Zanto,
performance right
weh
now.
nobar yo, nobar Janto.
Seeing not do so well in these lobbies.
Coba dia
Jadi
skillnya
ada-
apaan sih, Cuk?
Vega coming out
Yang
Itu
shield,
kayak Gibi, shield
Scroll
kayak-
down.
Iya, itu
Go
yang
to
shield.
G2,
Kan
SSG,
skill biasanya apa pasif
Heeh.
itu?
skill Q-nya. Terus kalau
Terus
yang ulti itu
ultinya?
kayak buat barikade
Really
gitu.
weird.
Kayak si
Oh.
Rampart.
Tapi
Bisa
gede ya?
bikin sendiri. heeh.
It's very unexpected.
Kalau ininya
You know, we have touched on it. It is
Pasifnya
2
apaan?
games left, 2 games on World's Edge.
Pasifnya dia
manggil
ini
motor.
Teams in this
Tebekep.
place to first
jadi
can pop off and have a big
jadi
game.
itu
I
kali.
totally agree.
Jadi tayo.
And that's a very big thing you have to realize.
Iya,
Because
tadi.
overall,
Johnson.
Johnson.
if you have someone with 15 points, man, and you get a 20-point bomb or a 30-point bomb, bro, they'll be all good moving forward. And you can actually get the top 3, get the top 2, and it's a big, big, big deal moving forward, man. What's
Jadi
up, big
peringkat
dog?
berapa nih tim
Wanna say
Indonesia
hi?
nih?
Oh iya,
Yeah, come say hi, bro.
kita lupa
No, I
ngecek
don't think so.
peringkat.
Want to come say hi anyway?
Tahu, udah gue
Hell
siapin.
yeah, bro.
We do
Tim
have a
Liquid.
special guest.
We have a
Yeah.
special guest here. Fallout's
Juara
gonna hop
18
in,
lagi.
hang out, bro. What up, baby?
18.
Udah
Show
pasti
it, dude.
peringkat
How are the
bawah,
games
nggak
down
dapet poin. Itu 16 naik
Itu cuma
Revenant, cuy.
satu, sedih banget sih Revenant.
Iya, cuman dia mainin placement. Ini harus champion 2 kali kalau mau masuk 4 besar ini mah. Ini 4
Iyalah.
besar doang, Cuk.
Hmm?
4 besar doang kan yang diambil ya?
Iya. Ah, udah kagak bakal masuk
Can't
ini mah.
hear. What the hell? All right.
Masa
So
sih
we're
4
gonna
besar
talk one
doang?
time, one at a time,
Iya.
because it's NA audio at its finest, dude.
Empat,
It's all
empat,
good.
empat,
So,
empat,
if you don't know
empat.
who this is, tell them who you are. Show them what's up.
Udah gak bakal masuk. Jangan putus asa. Tetap semangat.
Ya kali aja dia bisa champion kan, bangga, Cuk.
Nih, champion sekali ya.
Tim Liquid masih di atas. Tim Empire kedua. TSM turun nanti kelima.
What the
Tadi ya
fuck,
3.
dude? That's a joke.
Yang waktu itu pernah menang apaan sih? Tim
Apaan
Indonesia
tuh?
ALGS juga bukan?
Iya, Wolfpack,
Iya ya,
Z.
dulu itu mah ya.
si Big Z tahun
Bukan kayak
kemarin.
gini kan?
Kayaknya ini ya, Asia, Cuk.
Iya itu masih ya, bukan ALGS kayak gini ya. Ada TSM NRG-nya.
Yang
Gak mungkin banget sih kayaknya menang.
yang kemarin yang kualifikasi yang dari kita itu loh.
Iya.
Heeh.
Iya kalau kayak gini
Kan
menang
kan
buat
ikut,
tim-tim
Cuk.
pro.
Pas kita main kan dia juga ikut. Cuman
Iya,
beda grup.
maksudnya pas di sini nih di ALGS ini.
They just dropped a huge game.
Terus
Lawannya
13 points.
lah orang
NRG.
kita ketemu sama apa sih Belkun kan satu ini sama si Belkun. Satu grup.
Iya, bukan ALGS.
Iya, tahu. Maksudnya emang bukan itu. Ih, gimana sih?
Ini
ini orang?
LGS.
Lepek
Lepek legend.
LGS doang. Lepek. Lepek legend.
So right now,
Wah, bentar lagi buka puasa nih, guys.
Ini lu apa komandan? Komandan
Siapa?
ngandelin pasifnya sama multi revive-nya aja sih Reven. Ya dulu. Kalau di HP mungkin masih ini ya. Reven
Apaan
mah
tuh?
masih pakai barir revive-nya.
Kagak ah. Udah ini juga, Pak. Di HP.
Itu ada si inian itu. Siapa namanya? Tokopo apa ya?
Pokopo.
Tokopo lagi.
Pokopang.
Tokopov. Nekopov apa ya? Siapa ya?
Nekopong.
Iya itu. Siapa sih namanya tuh?
Coba di browsing dulu. Nih si SNG dari tadi cuma berdua tuh. Kita coba lihat peringkatnya, Cuk. SNG itu apaan? Signalurality.
Oh,
Signalurality.
Nokopov.
Posisi terakhir aja. IG. Oh iya, Invictus Gaming ya.
Make sure you go follow
Iya,
Fallout.
iya
He's
kan?
an unbelievable caster. He's on the front, on the main stage. He's great at what he does. And he's also a great player.
Cina
He's
kan
prime,
dia?
Unbelievable. He's washed now.
Watch now, not as good of a human as this guy is though.
Now he is. He's a great guy. I love you too, bro.
Cloud9 tuh masuknya mana sih,
So,
Cuk?
Chat,
Malaysia
we're now moving forward,
apa?
man. In the game number 5.
Apa mana, Cuk?
Five?
Cloud9
It is
tuh.
going to be
Sana
game
luar
number
ah.
5 here.
Hah?
Luar
So,
cuma
Chat, game
Eropa
number 5.
kayaknya dah.
Eropa ya.
Process. Who do we think takes game number 5, Chat?
Soalnya
Thoughts,
yang
questions,
gua tahu
concerns?
kan
I would love to hear
ini
it.
yang
And I
apa?
want to say one thing again.
Dota Cloud9.
Look at this. back.
Cloud9 daerah Bogor. Lah,
Doesn't really
dari
feel
Cimanggu,
I turn
Cuk.
around
Cloud9.
sometimes and I'm like, I almost forget
Orang
at what
Bogor
we
ini.
can look at here.
Apaan
It's
sih
pretty
anjir?
crazy. I mean,
Ini
for
Cloud9 di
those of you
Bogor,
just
Cok.
tuning in now,
Itu
you know, NA
ini
is
kan
the-
anjir bar bangke, kafe.
Lah,
Kafe
What time
kan
is it
itu.
in NA right now, chat? What time is it in the
Gue
East
nyari di
Coast?
Google Cloud9 daerah mana?
Tai lah.
Bogor.
What time is it? What are they saying? I actually don't know. 6 a.m.
Oh dia gede kali ya
So, yeah,
maksudnya.
East Coast is just waking up right now. And that says a lot because now I think a lot of NA viewers are going to start to roll in.
Cloud9
NA people, so if you
joining
don't know,
team
or you just tuned in the stream, my name's Nicewig, also known as Jack. This is my boy,
US.
Greek.
Headquarter Santa
special player for
Monica.
CLT, Charlotte Phoenix.
Yeah.
I am a washed retired pro coming from CLG into 100 Thieves content.
Bogor udah
We
udah.
are live from Stockholm. This is not a green screen.
That is real.
That is real. That is
where
the
they're
stage.
playing.
That is the main stage here. We are the official ALGS B
Dah,
stream.
buka
Shout
dulu
out to
dah.
Lenovo for the sponsorship for letting us do this. We love you guys. You're the best.
We
in
love
the
you
world.
guys.
Seriously,
Silakan
you don't know who
yang
Lenovo
masih
is.
mau
They
menonton
actually
guys.
care about gaming. They're one of
Asik.
the only companies that you will see
Kita
that
buka dulu
really
guys.
make an effort
Ntar
to make
bersambung.
gaming accessible for all, making it just
Oke,
known that they
silakan
really
nonton.
care. No matter how big or small you are in the content creator world, Lenovo is there for you. They are phenomenal. Shout out to Lenovo for letting us do this. We are live from Stockholm as game number 5 is starting up here as we move forward. And let's get right into it, baby. And chat, who do we think wins this game? I want to see it again in the chat because I wasn't paying attention. You think this is time for G2 to take the win? What is going on right now?
What are your top 3 predictions here? What 3 teams are going to pop off this game?
Top 3, ADR.
You can't not say them.
No.
They're playing phenomenal.
Phenomenal. They're playing
They're
phenomenal.
just dropping people.
That's 53 points in five games is amazing. Same thing with Cloud9.
Four,
Averaging
technically,
four games. I mean, averaging over 10 points a game in a LAN lobby is unbelievable. Like, actually unbelievable. And that's for Cloud9 without Zach. And we see SSG right now not doing well today.
Switching to the Watson.
Rex going to Watson right now. And that's a game-time decision, and I wonder if it's going to help SSG at all. I really don't see their playstyle leaning more towards Watson. And they are in 15th place, so SSG is making sure they switch it up a little bit.
So, just looking at it, you know, SSG has not been playing the best.
No.
They're sitting in currently 15th place with 13 points. Maybe they're going to switch up the playstyle here. Maybe a lot more quicker rotations, less edge play. Get established with the Watson. I'd love to see how that works out for them.
And I'm going to be honest, John, I'm very curious as to how this works out. I think this could be a very, very big thing for SSG. It could work out for them in a positive way. It could also work out in a negative way. And I want to see where Alliance goes, Jesus Christmas. Where's Alliance going? I don't see Alliance right now at all. Alliance making...
Are they going to 50?
Alliance taking the 50-50 over to G2. This is big time, boys. This is big time. We're actually going to switch over to G2 here. I want to watch G2's POV. And we're going to go to design for right now.
Great.
A 50-50 G2 versus Alliance off spawn. Alliance gets the height off design full because the mouse and keyboard loot. And he gets a wingman off spawn. And this is design full bread and butter. Great shots coming out right there. He misses the mag. He's going to go back for it. Some more shots going down from design. He gets result of getting knocked. And Bates gets the trade. It is now a G2 trade for Alliance. 2v2 situation as Gent is alive right here. Trying to look forward. Some shots going down right there on a G2. Design missing some very important wingman shots here as he's trying to stay alive and actually pepper these shots onto Alliance. Need some heals going down as a G2 Valkyrie comes out. Two cells coming out right now for design. He has 24 shots in his wingman. He's gonna most likely full with this last syringe.
Design
Red's coming out.
The wing here, sees him not flare, gets a big headshot.
And he goes down right now to a PK shot. And Design goes down. It's gonna be Jet finds the only one alive right now. And they get wiped. My God, G2 getting wiped by Alliance. One of the most dominant off-spawn teams in the game get wiped by Alliance. Alliance, no POI first game. They were no idea where to go. And they say, hey.
Oh my God, bro.
And they buckle up, they go crazy, and they fight G2 off spawn, who was in 13th place, I believe, and goes out 20th in this game. Now,
Alliance, like you said, first game of World's Edge had no POI. They opt to take the 50-50 while they're in top 3, which is very, very ballsy. They get the wipe, and now they're going into this game 5 with 3 KP and the entire thermal loot to themselves.
And I'm gonna be honest, man. To me, it's just incredible to see that G2 just they put up a good fight, but that was a pretty one-sided fight right there. Alliance was putting down some great shots, some great positioning as well, and resulted going down before. I also want to comment this as well. This is no shade to G2 in any way possible, but they're a very emotional heavy team. They ride momentum a lot. When G2's on fire, they're almost unstoppable. They're a very scary team, but they're emotional. When it comes down to it, they're very reactive when it comes to how bad they're playing. And it's like me. I'm the same way. I think Control players have a lot of that mindset. I don't know what it is, but EU is way more posed than NA when it comes down to playing bad, etc. G2 does show up when they need to, so we don't want to count them out of this last game. They could have a banger of a game, but right now, you know how G2 acts. You know how mad they get when they lose, when they're not performing well. So this could be very, very, very detrimental for G2 moving forward in this last game when they get eliminated at 20th place.
So looking at the zone here,
yeah,
it's pulling outside in between No Name and Frag East.
Okay.
So far,
yeah,
could maybe be a blue bins ending.
Yeah, so it's maybe looking like a blue bins ending, but I'm gonna be honest, bro. I think it pulls here. I think it either pulls
No
blue.
name?
I think it pulls blue bins, or it's gonna pull on this one. You know what I'm talking about? Right outside Dorito, and Singularity's in a great spot right now if it does pull there.
Yeah.
I would love to see Singularity get a top 5 here, help them get some placement points, etc. And we see SSG moving forward right now with a fat Roto, and we see players in Hardeki hard inting inside this building. I'm pretty sure there's a team in there, and they're gonna play underneath right now.
They should.
Good spot. This is great. And Totem is now fighting in the top right to RNT. I don't know where Totem is. I don't know where everyone is landing. But Totem is fighting. I can't really see where. I think they're gonna oh, right here. It's gonna be Totem fighting in this area. Totem gonna be going down here. RNT getting a knock on a Sharp. And it's going to be the last one alive, Amaz, bro. And they're getting rocked today. They're not really having a good time playing. They're struggling around right now, getting some momentum going. And it looks like Totem might be going out early again. He's having an alternator Mastiff. I mean, that's just tough loot. Overall, not a good spot. White mag on the alternator. That thing hits like peas.
Going
and
down
Hardeki
to
going
Bryn.
down right now. I want to see if Hardeki's going to get the res off. They are going to get the res right now on the Hardeki here. They're going to get it off. Are they going to get pushed? Hardeki hitting
Phoenix.
He gets knocked out. IGM with some massive grenades as Hardeki goes down. And they're going to try to still out. The player's barely up right now as PK goes down. The only one alive is going to be Leo here. He's in a bad spot, and Leo's going to go down as well. And players getting wiped by the duo. Singularity getting 2 KP on the players, as players is holding a caustic building, holding a building with caustic and a wraith right now inside of No Name.
And players sitting
and
in 9th
Singularity
place.
going down, Elysium going down outside.
Wow.
And that's really bad.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a bad play. I know they're probably a little out of it because they are a duo, but still. They go down early.
Players sitting in the top 10 here. They Valkyl get a decent spot, but IG with the pressure and a fury barrage of nades to kill them.
Big time.
Players most likely going to fall out of the top 10 here going into the game 6. That's just crazy to see.
It is crazy. And players is in a tough spot right now, too. They really needed a good game out of this. They need a good last game, if anything, now. They're really struggling on placement points. They're dying early. They kind of int a little bit when they get too aggressive and they start to move forward. And they really take some aggressive spots, but they don't really do a good job holding that right now. We say Chaotic and company right now. Inside tunnel, I really like where they're playing. We say Chaotic with an R3-1 PK is bread and butter. Chaotic, one of the best control players in the world right now, undoubtedly. One of the best. This guy's R3-1 hits different. And he's in a good spot, a good hold right now. He's in a great play right here. Pretty much all he has to do is watch the backside, call if someone rotates behind them. Now, chat, I want to give a little bit of insight. Now, if it pulls a No Name, pretty much a No Name, it's first come, first serve. And we look here where players died. If I'm there, I'm livid. No one's in Dorito.
Yeah.
They could have ported to Dorito.
And it's a solo in the other building.
And it's a solo in the other building. So players dies for free, not taking a fight on the solo or duo, and they die for free, not taking just Dorito.
It's tough. It's tough in No Name because
so tough.
You know, a lot of time in end games, you see buildings are like co-held by people. The first floor and then the second floor has another one. But the way that these buildings are designed, it's kind of hard to co-hold early or even late.
It's really hard.
So the first come, first serve mentality in No Name is very, very important.
Yes, I agree fully. And we see ADR here. We see Obli going down. Now, they do have a crypto. Can they get the res off? Probably not. This res is going to be really impossible. They have a team on their east fragment, bro. They have a team in stream building. They can't really get the res off. The only thing they can really do is Valk ulti, then rotate out, and then get the res, and then come back in. It's going to be a hard demand, though, for ADRs. They're one man down here. We see RNT rotating on the bottom side near Geyser. We see IG holding the Geyser side choke. We see right next to them is United. They're in 19th place, I believe, right now. No, Team United, I think, is in like 9th place. Where they at? 9th place, 8th place. Yeah, they're in 8th place right now. Now, this is tough. What are they going to do here? Alliance is just rotating out. We see Udo and company over here on landslide moving forward. Now, I'm curious what's going to be happening. C9 in Overlook. They're going to play from the top side. Overlook is so good for the zone chat because if C9 is the only one and it ends out here and doesn't go blue bins, it ends in no name, they can just walk down this hill and play with no one behind them. We see Drop the Company inside trailer with the Watson, no caustic this time. They are going to play Watson here and hold the trailer on the opposite side of no name. And now we're going to wait to see if anyone gets beacon knowledge here. There's not going to be many teams that are going to get it. I believe
You
Energy.
see C9 hitting the beacon here with full control of Overlook side and crafting.
So look, they hit the beacon here. It's going to be a no name ending. It's going to be a hard no-name here, and it might go no-name or it might go trailer on the backside where SSG is. It's still a toss-up where this is going to end, but either way, C9 is in a great spot to win, a great spot to play this game out.
I like where
SSG
NRG is as well.
I do too. The underbridge spot is really difficult, but NRG always does a great job holding very awkward spots that are very proactive for their team. ADR does hit the Valkyrie at the out, and they get the res on to Oakley. So ADR will be a three-man full. They're probably not going to have a lot of loot for Oakley, but at least he's still alive to actually help out the team, especially since he's Gibraltar. The bubble makes the difference.
Absolutely.
And now, when we move forward here, Alliance is going to have a really late rotate. But Alliance does play.
They're just now rotating in past Harvester.
Yeah. And Alliance always makes large rotates when it comes out.
They
ADR
do have
actually,
beacon knowledge too.
Yeah. ADR's going to get pushed right now. I don't know what this is going to be. It's going to be, I believe,
It's
DTN,
yeah.
Detonator. So Detonator's going to push ADR here. And don't forget, I don't think Opie has really any loot as he just got spawned. And Detonator knows that and they want to fight. I want to see Detonator take this fight on ADR really badly because they know they have the advantage here.
Detonator's holding ultimate height here.
Yeah.
Triple perped out.
Yep.
Obley somehow finding a blue armor though.
Yeah, which is really lucky. I don't know what loot he has in general. We can check right here.
They're not looking to fight though. Detonators is just looking around, maybe just surveying the field here, seeing if they can take this fight.
Yeah.
If there's a third party around.
Totally. That's why you hold the top spot. You look to see around, see if they can take the fight. A 3v3 would be ideal. He drops the Mozambique for the triple take. Now they're probably going to look to Valkyrie on the bottom maybe with a bubble. They're going to look to leave. They're just leaving right now. They don't want to fight Detonator. They know that Obley doesn't have a lot of loot. He has 5 cells to his name, nothing else. Triple take Hemlock. That is not a bubble fighting combo.
As a Gibby, that is not a good load.
No, not good at all. And they're going to get shot here from a lot of different angles. But Parker's going to be able to get out. He's going to be able to get out too. Probably should have took that Mozambique, it looks like. He's going to get a Rampage, which is way better than what he had at Hemlock. For some, most likely him too, since he does pick it up. And they're going to move forward. They're going to rotate on the backside. And I don't know if they have any other teams in the back. They don't. They're all good. As teams are going to start to rotate out here.
Alliance hitting a Valkyrie. Yeah. And they get the trailer spot.
So Alliance hit the trailer spot. No caustic here though. No Watsons. They're going to be in a tough spot to lose meds here. A lot of different angles that can shoot this box that they're playing in. As SSG's on this outside, just getting some shots down.
1-2 wingman from Vice City.
I love that. That's my favorite combo.
And also, they switched to Horizon for that contest.
100%. I like that play out of Alliance here with the contest, but now their comp is going to struggle. And we see Detonator landing on top side Diner. And this is a good hold, but if they get shot from a lot of different angles here, they're going to be in a tough spot. They can probably do it though. You see the shots going in. They're going to jump down right now, and they're going to take this 3v3 fight.
Caustic
The Caustic Gold is coming out.
Oh
and he
my
gets
God.
decimated right now. As they're going to
Gibby
continue to
got
fight this. U2's moving up right now to get some shots down on the top side team. They're going to keep moving forward as YL moves to the other side building, and they're going to hold the door up here and just try to reset as the Caustic does go down here, and he's not going to be full killed yet, but I don't think he's going to be able to get res at all.
Nightly is down. They are looking for the res. I believe there's 4 teams around in this area within these buildings. Sharky getting the finish onto Nightly here.
And a reset might be possible for the beacon up top, but I don't think it's going to happen.
They don't have crypto, so it's gonna be tough.
They have no Valkyrie
There
either.
is nobody up there, so if they can rotate up there and get it.
I think that's what they're going to do right now. I think they realize that no one's up there and that no one's on height right now. If it does pull trailer side, height can be a great spot for a lot of teams, and this might force Detonator to be in a game-winning position without even knowing it, dude. Which would be freaking crazy to see. They have no Valkyrie, so they're going to have to just rotate
Detonator's
far.
about to run into Parker right now.
Yeah, and Detonator and ADR is about to run into ADR. ADR actually Valkyrie, so Detonator gets so lucky. That could have been so bad for DTN and the boys, and they start to rotate out a little bit more. I think they're going to die. I don't really know what their game plan is here. They're in the zone. They're eating zone right now. I don't know what they want to do as ADR takes the height on the beacon side, so now they can't even rotate and hit beacon. And let's see if anyone gets a little bit of beacon knowledge here.
Naughty is getting it.
And look at the zone pull. Pulls hard into no name here. Most likely going beacon side area or big building. It's still could pull over here, but I don't think so. And this is going to be big Big for United, big for GW, IG. Pesk is still a solo alive and no name right now. Dua's over here, but this next circle is going to be horrible for SSG. This is great for Alliance, great for Sweet, and the teams to watch right now are going to be Parka and company. It's going to be CLG that has to move into these next circles. Alliance still chilling, and driving them are going to be in a tough spot moving forward.
One thing that's crazy to think is that when you look at this map here, you see Best is the solo. If you're a team that's Valcolting in, you're just assuming that's taken.
Totally. 100%.
The only way someone would know that it's a solo there is if it's a crypto team and they scout that building out.
Yeah, 100%.
But most teams here on the edge are going to be thinking that that's free.
Yeah.
They're going to think that this trailer is taken. This is where I think the boys from SSG are going to Valcolt to later.
Yep.
The boys Sweet are getting angles on
Alliance
heavy right now.
Yeah, it is. And you see the shots going down right now.
They could even move into the RV.
I mean, they might take RV. They are a Watson team now. I would not be afraid for them to take that RV spot, hold it, and looks like they're going to do that. They're going to actually start to move in. And Al gets a knock on the Parker right here. And it's going to be a C9 versus ADR fight up top. As a grenade comes out, he's going to get knocked most likely. No, he actually dodges the grenade right now. A great bubble coming out from Graceful, one of the best brothers in the world. As Sweet goes down to United in the bottom right here, but he's going to be in the trailer. As ADR starts to get wiped right now, as Karan goes down to C9, and there's both top two teams right now fighting as ADR is getting knocked by C9, and C9 showing dominance in the gunfight as ADR full rotates, jumps off of height, and ADR leaves height fully as C9 progressively moves forward onto the height, moving ADR farther and farther out of a top position, and that's why C9 does best, man. I mean, Alberelli is one of the most mechanically talented players in the world. C9 is that control player. Naughty's that control player for them. And I mean, honestly, they have Graceful now.
That's a good pickup for them. Graceful is a very, very mechanically gifted player.
Yeah,
Can
totally
IGL if need be.
Yep.
Like Wig pointed out, that is big for them to take out a player from Crazy Raccoons who is indeed in
Rocker going down right now, bro. They're getting pushed inside, and Weston's getting a shot down. And Energy gets wiped by the duo right now. Bastion actually dominating right there in that fight, getting a 2 kills on Energy, and Energy's out at 18. Moving into game number 6, Energy is going to be in a tough position as they get wiped. Duo with a crazy kill on them right now.
There's still 17 teams
alive, and they take this fight, and Duo's going to be in a tough spot now as Arcstars start to rain down inside the trailer.
Who is nading?
Is the restart going to start coming in as Unite starts to move in on the top right? Gonna get the reset off. No, they're not. He's gonna get knocked again by Hatkins with a charge rifle, and Dua's gonna have to actually start the bubble. Red's going down right now.
I think he might be able to get the double red.
And I want to see if he starts to throw the barrels down. Double red does come up. The barrel shot's going down. I think he's gonna get the double reds. They're gonna full reset, and Duo with the kill on Energy in God spot as we look at the zone. I mean, unreal by Duo right there. Energy getting absolutely wiped, and they can't be happy with it. No shot.
Sweet is definitely going over the drawing board. He's looking over what went wrong in that fight. Duo, though, very, very impressive to take that fight in a congested no-name, and they get the double reset.
Dude, also I want to point out something right now. What the hell is Frag East?
Frag East, when this zone closes, is going to be crazy.
It is a shit show.
You're going to see Valcolts raining down. You're going to see third parties, ults, caustic ults, Gibby ults. Everything is going to be used on this rotation.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Every building right now in Frag East is almost utilized, other than one. I see Totem and Mouse to the backside here. But what is going to happen? This team's most likely going to go on a bridge, and this is going to be an absolute crazy fight. And we see the beacon here, and it's going to be a beacon ending, most likely next to Top Rock around that area. And Duo, where Energy was, is in a god spot. Chaotic and them in a good spot as well as Kick moves in. And what's going to happen with SSG? What's going to happen with C9 as they start going forward?
They're going to have to fight here.
C9 wants to take this fight on SSG. Are they going to do it here? SSG versus C9. What's going to happen? Battle of the NA Titans as SSG has been really struggling today to get points to take fights. Great shots coming out from Naughty with the one.
They waste the bubble.
And they waste the bubble right now for SSG as more teams start to get in on this fight and shoot from the outside in. Naughty getting res. Naughty getting a ban right now off.
The Gibby falling down.
Does come down.
They have to shove the trailer.
And they shove the trailer. This is a great job by C9 to make SSG leave the trailer, but take it for themselves. I love that. But is this going to be useful? Is this going to help them at all? Look at the rotate they still have to make.
Both teams are getting shot from other teams in no name here. This is a very bad spot for both teams.
Horrible. And we see Graceful is going to be the one to watch. 12 seconds on the bubble here. Can they make this work? Graceful is going to be the deciding factor with this bubble. Or are they going to Valco at the out? I don't really know what the play is here.
I think SSG is going to bubble Valco when they get it. detonators with the Valkyrie as well.
They're gonna probably land topside house. They are. Detonators house. Let me see Graceful with the 2 times wingman, bro.
Oh, they're fighting.
Down. Some gunshots right now. Really unfortunate position. And the bubble had to come out from Graceful. Really bad bubble as they're going to struggle right now to push the SSG. And what's going to happen here? Alpinelli full up right now inside, right next to the bubble where SSG is playing. They're going to move forward. The fence does get destroyed by Alpinelli. They're going to move forward here, but they have no room to play. They're going to die right now. SSG creeping right now as long as that's C9. And SSG Flex goes down. And SSG gets the full wipe onto Cloud9 with Unite helping out. And is SSG even alive at this point? SSG is. It's just Rex and C9. I don't know how they're even surviving, but they needed to get out of the spot. So now in a great spot, SSG should just rotate it forward a little bit more and play this backside and let C9 die. And now Zenile, a solo for SSG. C9 out early, Energy out early. SSG is a one-man as NA is getting fourth on in this lobby.
Both number 1 and 2 teams are out, bottom 20 in this game, which leaves the scoreboard open for teams like Alliance, Kick, and Reignite to catch up on points. NRG is also out early, so 3 of the top 5 teams here have gone down in the bottom 20, which is insane.
I want to give a huge shout out to boys DTN, man. Getting another knock on the IG here as United, as DTN is going to be bottom side right now. Duo playing great. You do is going to have to stay alive here. Great job. Love to see him with the little package. That was freaking awesome. And we see CLG and the boys dying right now at the bottom of the kill feed. And we're going to see Alliance come in, and they full wipe CLG, and they're going to get the third party. They get some more KP on the RNT here, and they're going to stick to move forward. Looking for more blood. Can they do it? Another knock into RNT as Alliance is looking to play the catch-up game as Raccoon and C9 are out, and they're in third place, only 10 points behind second place, 13 points behind first. What is going to happen here? How is Alliance going to start to move forward and really secure their placement points to make sure they get first place in this lobby?
So Alliance, starting out the game with 3 KP. They're sitting strong at 9 kills right now with a little bit of a walk into the zone here. They have a couple of options to play here. They do have Horizon here to queue up to the top of the rock.
Ooh, and someone has a Kraber right now. It's going to be Yuki with the Kraber. And I think he has at least 7 shots. 5 shots moving forward with Wingman Kraber. Oh my God! The knock on the flash right there. Absolutely disgusting from Yuki. And are they going to move forward? Oh my God, another shot onto the Caustic. And they're going to look to push the bubble here moving forward. And there we go. More shots going down. Bastion going down as Yuki with the Q. What disgusting shots as they're getting their KP on the duo.
Every time we hop on board with Yuki, this man is a human highlight.
That's what I'm saying, man. The Kraber, unbelievable job by him. And Yuki, the drip, the Gucci model himself, is not only talented in the looks, he's also talented in the gameplay. Oh my God, almost 4 tapping with the movement across. And Alliance takes the #1 spot in the game.
Alliance.
IG going down, Yudu going down to the top right. Riggs still alive, but going down as well. And Alliance in the best spot right now for game #5.
Yuki rocking the Kraber Wingman, which is the most alpha loadout in the game.
Totally. And then we team over to his teammate.
Wingman Devo from Hockey's on the horizon.
Disgusting.
He has his ult whenever they need it. They have ultimate height here. Max loot, double red armor. I'd be really surprised here if Alliance doesn't just win this game.
Now, we look forward here. Yuki's going to have this Kraber moving in. A lot of these teams are going to be pressured by this Kraber to make a play and actually avoid, honestly, lines of sight from Yuki. Yuki is going to be the Grim Reaper. He has now replaced
13 kills.
And Alliance has 13 kills right now with a top 6 and then Kraber. Hayaka going down right now as Chaotic has to make a play and they start to rotate on him. Chaotic going to stay alive here on the bottom side with the R traps here. We're going to go back to Alliance because they're the one to watch. Yuki's going to be the one to keep the eye on here. What is he going to do?
Hockey's almost goes down, has to rip a Phoenix.
Yeah, so Hackey's going to get this Phoenix off, though. He's going to be good. That was very, very scary. He's not going to go down. Chaotic Punch going down to the kill feed here, too. And we're going to see the Kraber Wingman start to kick in. A lot of missed shots coming out from Yuki. He needs to whip out this Kraber and get some KP, but he's keeping the Wingman out for some reason.
He might.
And the Kraber starts to come. 3 shots going in.
He was feeling him. That's a heat check if I've ever seen it.
That's a freaking heat check. He just pulled a 3 from half court to make sure he can still
Oh,
hit
and they get laid
Oh
on.
my God! And he collaterals! He collaterals with the Kraber no scope, and they're gonna get the wipe on the GW. Oh my God! Yuki with the collateral on the Kraber shot. That was disgusting. Holy shit, dude! That
Alliance
was
has
insane.
16 kills, ultimate height. They are poised to win this game.
Oh my God! And some more shots going down right there as well. Unbelievable job. Yuki with some more car shots. He's car wingman. He's rocking the design special right here. And they're going to get this W most likely moving forward. Where is this third team?
It's a solo. YUKKK as the solo here.
Nice
They are
job.
getting the knock onto Unite right now, moving in to clean it up.
And they want this KP. They want all of it. Unite going down to Taco in a top 2
Oh
situation.
my God!
And
Unite
Alliance
with
with an unbelievable game. The best game of the day. Yuki going crazy, looking like he's straight out of MW2 Rust,
Dude,
bro.
Alliance demolishing that lobby. Starts out with a 50-50 win over G2, and that momentum carries on throughout the game. They finish with almost 20 kills and a dub. They are in a dominant first place position now. They were down 10 points, and the first place team and second place team go down very early, leaving up the opportunity for Alliance to get a huge lead.
I mean,
Oh my God.
Yeah, listen, Yuki, if you watch this back, God damn,
This is why we love Apex Legends.
Yes, and listen, Kraber sucks. It sucks for playing. But man, you're lying straight through your teeth if you guys don't like the Kraber when you watch. Now, that no scope.
19 kill W for the Alliance boys, 31-point game.
Ew!
They are riding this one out to first place.
Chat, they are riding this one out. I mean, C9 out early, ADR out early, and they were down 13 points in the first place, but now we kick it up a notch a little bit, and Alliance dominating right there. What is that? Is that a 30? Almost a 30-point win.
31 point.
Come on, Ken! Come on, Ken!
Yuki,
Disgusting.
Sports Center top 10.
Top 10.
Maybe 5 plays that game.
That
he
was
could have had.
disgusting. So honestly, some of the best Kraber play I've seen since Energy Sweet Dreams in 03.
Oh
Unbelievable.
my God.
Unbelievable job. And I mean, like I said, Kraber sucks to play against, but man, you're lying if you don't like watching it, because that was the best. He no-scoped.
Triple
Someone pull up the
Valkyl
VOD.
landed on.
Get the highlight going. We need the highlight.
Triple Valkyl on top of Yuki. He turns around,
Collateral.
no scopes. At the same time, Hockey's goes up in the air and instantly gets the knock.
Did you realize
that
he
was a
collateral?
good, huh?
He collateral with the no-scope.
I don't know if it was
No,
or if
did.
he just no
Cracked
scoped.
two. He cracked two.
That's insane.
Insane. A collateral with the no-scope. Yuki, put that on the Twitter, dude. Put that on the bird, baby, because you're going viral, big man. Absolutely disgusting. And let me say this again. I'm going to have to say something real quick. This is one of the best drinks I've had in my life. I have to say this. 0-calorie watermelon. I'm sorry, my ADHD is going crazy right now. I've been wanting to say this for the last 20 minutes. Has nothing to do with the gameplay at all. But I can't get over this drink. I can't get over it. I want to shotgun 5 of these. Has nothing to do with the gameplay. Yuki, great job. I really don't give a fuck.
And chat.
Dude, unbelievable. Are you out of your mind? Give me another one of these. Jesus Christ.
Going into game number 6 now.
I'm
Wig
chugging this right now.
already sounding like he's losing his voice.
I
and
will
we still
be.
have 12
Listen,
more games to
do
go.
we have tea downstairs? We're in EU. We have to have a little tea and crumpets. You know what I mean? I'm going to go downstairs, get a little tea and crumpets after this last game. You know what I mean? Listen, I don't care if I lose my voice. I don't care if I literally sound like Timmy Turner for the rest of my life after this week. I just want to have fun. I want to enjoy myself. I hope you guys are enjoying the commentary as well. I'm going to be real, man. Someone sponsor me. Monster, sponsor me. This is unbelievable. What the is going on, dude? When did you make this?
We
Give me
did
another one.
just get the game number 6 code.
I'm going to open this one, too, at the same time. I'll open this one at the same time.
Dual wielding them like Stone
Yeah,
Cold
I'll throw
Steve
another one.
Austin.
I'm chugging. Here you go. Yep. Yes, sir. See, and listen, I'll be chugging. I don't know how much caffeine these have, but someone help me out, because I might need to go to the hospital. I'm gonna chug 5 of these. I still have this pear here.
One more bite of the pear.
I don't know. I'll try another bite. Oh, I don't know why I did that. Give me a.
Dual wielding them like Stone Cold Steve Austin.
That was a little double fish. That was a double fish for the boys. It's so good. That's the best thing I ever tasted in my life. Now, we are game number 6 here. Greek is putting the code in. Shout out to Greek for helping me out. I spilled all over myself. My girlfriend's going to be livid. But, I love you, Kristen. But here we go. Game number 6 moving forward. I mean,
Strong showing from the Alliance boys today.
I've been saying it. Like I said, these guys not only bond, they not only hang out all the time, they sit in a smelly-ass room for ALGS every week. It must reek in that room. And they don't care. They hang
It's
out.
gotta be carrying
They
over.
vibe. They don't care. They
That
don't care.
musty.
I mean, dude, listen, that's what friends are made of. No judging, no deodorant, hanging out in a room sweating an Apex game. And I think that's coming over now into their gameplay, because They're dominating today.
Yeah.
That's 2 wins out of the 5 games right now going forward for the Alliance boys. And I'm going to keep it a stack, Chieftain. I'm going to keep it 1 whole stack. I think Alliance wins this next game. Thoughts?
So they are up 18 points onto second place.
Wow.
The only way I see them losing this lead is if C9 or 80 Raccoon have a crazy, crazy game and they go out early.
Yeah.
Which is also a possibility because now you have to put into perspective. They are 50-50 in G2 off spawn.
Yeah.
G2 sitting at 17th place right now. Going into the last game, they're going to stick out this 50-50 and try to have a big game.
Now, here's the thing. If you're Alliance, you're feeling confident. If you're G2, you're not. And that's going to be a big off-spawn factor for the boys over at G2. Are they going to contest this confidently, or are they going to be scared? They don't want to go out because now they're both scared. More so, Alliance has the confidence of winning last game. But at the same time, Alliance, you don't want to die. Because if you die, then you lose. Then you might lose the first place opportunity. But if you're G2, you're in 17th. Now, if you die, you might be 18th or 19th, dude. And G2 does not. I will tell you right now. We all know the G2 boys, the passion, the screaming, everything, how they act with each other. They do not want to start the first LAN of their careers, bro, going out at 17th place in the first round. Do I think this is over for them? Do I think they'll place that bad for the rest of the day? No, I don't think so at all. But I think it's the nerves they're going to have to shake it up a little bit. And don't forget, it's their first LAN.
We talked
Stop
about it
forgetting
earlier.
that. Like,
It's
Alliance,
a whole different ball game.
bro, Alliance has so much land experience. A fun fact, when Swamps was it? No, not Swamps. What was that called? Oh my God, what was that one part of the map right out, like, right next to not Thunderdome, but like it was like really ugly. It had like all like the water and like the houses. It's where not Spotted. It's where Spotted Lakes is. What was that map? What was it called? Slums?
Yeah.
Slums.
Slum Lakes.
Slum Lakes or something.
Right?
Slum something. What was it called, chat? Slum Lakes. Dude, fun fact, chat. Me, Madness, and Noko contested Alliance in X Games on Slum Lakes. Or no. In Slum Lakes. When I asked that how it went, we lost every time. And they've been doing this from the jump. Vapes and Hockey's been playing from the jump. And who would have thought that me and COD would lose off spawn every time? Because we were so good and dominant, and we totally deserved to be pro team. Dude, sponsor me. For the love of God, seriously. I'm dead serious. But,
Let me try one.
dude, I only have 5. I'm just kidding.
Are there
Just
any
not
more
here.
of those
Here.
monsters?
Yes, there's so many.
Can I
No,
try one?
no, I like 5 for them. Yeah, just take it.
I thought you sipped out of all of them, to be honest.
No. I said that a 3. Yes. Yeah. No, you're good. Come in, bro. Dude.
Yeah,
F you,
we got a
yes.
couple of minutes before the game starts.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah. No, you're good, bro. All right, we're getting Fallout to get on here for a little discussion chat. Yes, I would love to hear the comment.
Here's the commentary. Here's the topic. I gotta talk to the mic, otherwise no one's gonna hear me. Okay, so here's the topic. I'm really interested to get their thoughts and chat's thoughts because I have a firm opinion, and I will die on this hill. Okay, I will die on this hill. The Kraber should not be touched. Should remain in the game in the exact same way as it is now. And can I give you a reason as to why? Yeah. And then you could defend or you can agree. You just lost your shit at that collat, at that Kraber shot. You lost your mind. The chat lost their mind. That is a power weapon in esports. Like, call me an esports purist. I come from Halo, where if you grab a snipe, you're gonna pop off, and it's fairly easy to use. Shoutcasters go crazy. Chat goes crazy. Montage clips happen. Most montage clips are Kraber clips. They can't hear me? No shot. I have to redo that whole thing. I think it's because, like, the way it's facing, I think the logo. Can you guys hear me now? We gotta test this real quick. Can you guys hear me now?
This might be a good place to land.
Alright, game started. I'm gonna wrap this up. What I was saying is the Kraber should not be touched in any way, shape, or form, in my opinion, because Wig just lost his shit, Chat just lost his shit. It's a power weapon. It should be a power weapon. I know it's overpowered. That's okay, because it's literally the most powerful weapon in the game. It should be. The Kraber should not be touched, in my opinion.
So pretty much, I don't know why you couldn't hear me. I don't know why you couldn't hear me at all. I don't know. Can you guys hear me now?
They
But
said
chat,
they
can you hear
could
me?
From what I heard in chat.
They were hearing you? Okay.
Go
So,
on Alliance. Go on Alliance.
oh yeah. So pretty much, chat, what Fall was saying here pretty much was that the Kraber shouldn't be touched. And I'm gonna be honest, I agree.
Let's go!
Like, I don't want to agree, but I just lost my shit. Greek, listen, Greek as a player is freaking out. But like,
Get it out of the game.
listen, keep it. I want to keep. If I'm gonna,
Take it out.
if I want to keep commentating, keep it in the game. If I'm gonna play, take it out. I'm washed though, so it doesn't matter. That's a good. Listen, those are good conversations to have.
And here we go. Hockey's on the horizon.
Oh my God, Designful going down early here. And Hockey takes the height along with Alliance here on the top side. It's a good discussion, Fallout. I like that. Oh my God, we're not in game. Great call. So, we have here Designful going down early, chat. I know the screen, I forgot! Listen, Designful went down, he didn't miss anything. That's kind of rude, sorry Designful. Designful went down, okay?
Alliance here with the ultimate height here. Hockey's with a PK off spawn.
Yep.
With a bolt. That is just amazing to get right there. The loot, they should just dominate this fight here. Design getting thirsted, they get the armor swap.
One went up, and right now it's going to be Jen up top right now, and this is a very, very big fight. Don't forget how important this is, chat. They need to kill Jen here. They can't find him. They have no idea where he went. Looking
If there's
for the
any
res,
duo
maybe.
in the game that can win a 2v3, it's Gent and Resulta.
I agree fully. So they're inside right now. They're going to move forward. He has a P20 and Rampage. This is a really awkward spot. They're getting triple right now from up top, and it's going to be Resulta really, really far away from Jen. Jen going to be staying alive right now as he goes down. And I think, oh my God, Sweet
third
with
party.
the third party on Alliance here, and this is crazy. They recognize this, and this is where Sweet is the IGL king. Gentrifying, going down to Sweet
Yuki
full
gets
kill.
knocked.
Yuki getting full kill here and knocked, and it's going to be Result on this backside as Alliance and G2 might die in this situation here.
Dude.
Sweet and Energy with the fat third party, and don't forget they land staging shots, so it's so easy for the third.
Dude.
Now, are they going to kill Resulta, or are they going to kill Alliance here? Let's see what happens.
I think Sweet knows that Alliance is
G2 going down, and G2 eliminated on game number 6 of the day, and they are out early. They are 17th in the lobby right now, and they go out at 20th.
One thing I want to point out here, NRG knows that they are contesting, and they know that Alliance is in first place. This is a very, very heads-up call from Sweet here to
100%.
opt for the third party, to take out the first place team if they can get it, and try to make some wiggle room to get in back into the top 5.
Totally. So, one thing I want to say here is this is where G2 stands. I mean, they're contesting, they're late rotating, they're moving forward, and Alliance is in first. And if I'm Alliance, I'm a little salty right now, just because I'm in first place. Had a really good last game. Now I'm getting third party energy. Not a good feeling, not a great time. It is what it is. Sometimes it's how it goes. Sweet, like I said, is a very proactive IGL. Recognized they're going to be fighting. Said, hey, stop diluting. Let's go third party immediately. They got three free KP off of it. I believe that energy gets 3.
Now,
Not too
if
sure.
you're Alliance here, you know, you
2.
get 2 KP.
3.
Yuki gets thirsted. They lose out on his banner, most likely.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
they're still alive with a rat, and it's not the worst thing in the world. They have a very, very big lead. No matter what, they should end up in the top 3, which is still a very, very good showing from the Alliance boys. And honestly, you can't be too mad. They've been playing very, very well.
Yep.
And absolutely nothing to be ashamed about.
I totally agree. Now, here's a big thing, chat. Moving forward, you're going to have to recognize Alliance boys are in a good spot. They're getting oh my God. Look at Nathan. Landing on top of Alliance right now. Alliance are going to die. There's no way. I think Energy wants them dead. Look at this, chat. It is a absolute hunt down right now for Vapes. He's going to hit the beacon. Nathan flying in. And this is just a shit show for Alliance and the boys.
They get the kill on the Vapes. Alliance is...
That was so mean, dude. It's a competitive game. That's hilarious. Alliance goes down early, and we see the zone here moving forward as Energy does have the hits. It's going to be most likely a survey ending, around there at least. We have a lot of teams already rotating in SSG early rotation. But don't forget, SSG's been rotating early all day. It's not really doing it. Like, it's not really helping them. They're kind of struggling. They're kind of, like, really, really struggling with this situation. And I'm thinking right forward right now, is even being in the middle of the zone beneficial for SSG because they're just struggling so hard? I think it is overall. As CLG's going to fight down below right now, as Rick is in a 3v3 right now with CLG. Mamba getting the knock.
With the alternator onto JMW. Zero swinging the corner here with the Mastiff. Hits Flesh.
Shot from the back from another team here is really, really struggling to actually get something going for the Rig boys. Sharky trying to get some more shots going down on the front side, and they're going to go for the res right here.
Does CLG swing this knock?
I don't know if CLG can swing this no bubble, and the other team is looking forward. They do get the res off, but can they make this work? JMW going to get the heals off. Let's see what they can do in this situation. More shots going down from Sharky right now as CLG starts to swing out a little bit. JMW does get the bat off. He's going to move forward. He's going to be full res. That's really big. I thought Rig was going to die there for sure from the third party, but not out of the mud yet, as JMW is still struggling to stay alive here, as he's literally 10 HP. He does go down, get res, and they're in a good spot. Dua. I love where Dua is playing right now. They're playing on the top side, Caterpillar. If we were not on B-Stream, I call it another thing, but you know how it goes. So, we move forward here. Kick. Bottom side.
Yoi guys,
C9 might take a
selamat
fight right now
berbuka
on
puasa
IG,
bagi
as
yang
IG and
menjalankan.
C9 are in Overlook together, and they're trying to get it going. Naughty, no aim assist on the drone right now, and he misses every shot on it, and that's how it goes for the control players. One guy on the top side rock for IG as Naughty starts to move forward here. Naughty moving forward. Can he get a knock here? Getting some great angles. He sees that guy popping the cell, but he can't.
Aliens di rush di awal ya tadi.
That is big, but he's missing a lot of shots here as the Crypto Ultimate comes out. 142 onto the Caustic. No knock coming out for Naughty, though. He's going to slide down again. And then we get the knock. Alberelli on Urban here as they get a 2v3 going.
Mati Caustic
Alberelli
ya.
going down as well as Chaotic's going to get a knock on Alberelli as a third party from Kick starts to come in. And C9 is a man out early again as Naughty
Dia di
gets
mana
the run.
itu?
I don't know why he's hard contesting.
Oh, di situ.
As Nano and Rig are fighting again in the bottom side epicenter. Can they make it work? And Rig fighting right now. JMW last man alive as he
They
wipes
get the full
CLG,
squad wipe on the
but they're
CLG.
getting third party right now by Dua.
There's a Dua.
Dua up top, rotating down
They
as
are.
a two-man. But
Dua,
listen,
Dua,
JMW can still
Dua.
fight this off. It's only two from Dua down below. Can actually JMW stay alive? JMW looking for this 2v1 right now. Getting some caustic traps down. If there's any character that can do it, it's him. Great shots onto the Jimmy. A bubble does come out. Some more great shots going down for JMW. Dua getting the full wipe.
Dua, Dua, yoi, Dua.
JMW gonna get the bad hit. He's still in a 2v1 scenario. Can JMW do it?
Mantap nih Dewa nih.
Nobody on the caustic down, other brother down below.
Oh,
Jump down,
mantap.
and Dua wipes
Dua,
Rig, gets
Dua.
full 3 KP
Oh,
onto the Rig boys.
Dua.
And that's big for Dua in a power
You
position
see
up
the
top.
map.
Dia berdua doang ya?
There was no risk. That was a free third party, free loot. They're going to be able to come back. They could even take top epi here and get a beacon hit if they
Totally.
want.
I think they're going to do that most likely. The Valkyrie's going to fly up and hit the beacon. Now, we look on the other side. C9.
RMT-nya udah tumbang apa?
Only in Geyser right now.
Oh, masih itu.
Really tough for C9. They are in third
RMT.
place right now. Kick is still alive, and they're only 7 points underneath. This needed to be a big game for C9, and they could lose their top 3 spot. Now, we have Urban and IG, bro, on this right side, rotating from Overlook, and we'll see how this goes.
The only team still, or AD Raccoon, that can take first place here needs at least an 18-point game, which is doable. We've seen them do it, and they can do it again. They're more than capable of having a big game. Alliance did go out very, very early, so it leaves the scoreboard open for the likes of Raccoon and Cloud9 to maybe sneak a first place here.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. A Raccoon could sneak a first place in. We'll see how it goes. Not really sure what it's going to be like, most likely, but this could be really difficult for C9 to
Turun ke
actually
bawah
overcome this
aja.
and get a top 3. Kick is looking like they're struggling right now, and we look at the zone here, moving forward. It's going to be a blue bins, most
Lagi
likely
nyari
right
zona
here
dia.
zone, and this is actually really, really bad for a lot of these teams. Not good for SSG, not good for GW, not good for V3. Might be good for Detonator. who's in right
Detonators,
now.
it's very, very
Yeah,
good.
and
It's
so does
also
RNT.
good for Raccoon.
Yeah, 100%. ADR in a great spot. Now, this is Grandma's house,
Oh,
so you
sweet
guys don't know it.
fighting,
And
sweet
Sweet fighting right now on the bottom left side, I believe. It's going to be Energy versus Totem. And let's see if Sweet and them can pull it off right here. Energy needs a big game in game number 6 to make sure that they're in a good spot in the first round as they're in 8th place moving forward into this game.
Sweet surveying the field here with his signature 3x flatline.
And the other team does Valkyrie. The flatline does come out. No.
Hmm.
That's the Jitter Aim special.
They didn't get a single knock. They
So that team is Valgoldi's out. Totem actually gets a free Valgoldi, and they move to ADR and RNT over there on the left side.
RNT.
Really good for ADR. Really good. Totem's actually
As
going
you
to move
can
in
see,
right now.
there's nobody in frag.
Nobody. No one. So
No
frag
one in
Craft is free.
epicenter. Everybody's on edge here. There might even be a fight over here in no
Yeah, and it might be players and Kick. And if you're a C9, you want Kick to die here to players because they're in 4th place right now. And Kick is only 7 points behind C9. SSG and them, like I said, not a bad spot overall. Might be pretty difficult for them to rotate into zone, but I'm really, really nervous about all these edge teams.
Dude, look at this whole...
Valgoldi. A Valgoldi coming out from Kicking Company as they get the beacon scan. I want to see what they do in this situation. What do you think is the play here for Kick?
If I'm Kick, you know, we pull up the map here. It is completely open. If I'm them, I'm looking to get into Epi here, maybe get a beacon hit here.
Yep.
And then they might be able to move in. As you, like we've said, there is nobody on this bottom side frag team.
Yeah,
frag
100%.
side. So you can play one of these buildings and walk up the hill late, or even Valkyrie
Yeah,
off the roof.
NRG kayaknya
If I'm
ketemu
King,
players
I'm
deh
looking
di.
to rotate
Yeah,
towards
yeah.
the left side of the map here and maybe play the bottom side of zone 4.
Yeah, 100%. So here's my big thing. I think playing Fragment's not bad. I don't think it's easy to do. I think rotating up on this bottom side right here is actually super difficult. But when it's not congested, it's actually a pretty dominant spot. There's no one there, like you said. I would love to see Kick maybe rotate around, get in that house, then rotate up late. It's a definitely doable thing, especially with a
Oh,
Valkyrie.
Dewa posisinya susah banget tuh Dewa tuh.
For zone 4, which is going to shift away from survey. A lot of these teams are banking on a hard pull. This is going to turn into a fiasco over here when this next zone comes out. SSG still is into their building, but you have V3, you have GW, you have Dua, and IG
Dua.
all
Yo,
having to
Dua.
rotate from the north
Yeah,
Nah itu
downwards.
100%.
And you have detonators.
dapat poin
Very
lagi tuh.
dominant spot in the tunnel. It's a
Yeah.
good
Pindah
good
dong
spot.
kameranya
I
itu.
agree. Is Detonators a caustic team? I don't believe so. I want to see here. Detonators is a
Eh,
caustic team. So they're in tunnel right now with caustic as the next zone's going to start moving forward here, and they're going to get some beacon knowledge. Most likely ADR boys are going to get some beacon knowledge with the crypto. I want to see where this ends. Is there a beacon here? There is a beacon. This is what crypto is good at. ADR is in grandma's house, and he's going for a beacon hit all the way in
Does
Skyhook.
he get it? He doesn't get it.
Doesn't
too
get
far.
it. It's a little bit out of the reach, but he's going to move forward a little bit and try to get it.
Inching his way.
He's inching his way through. Can he get it out here in this bottom
I'm in
left
the
side?
Game Boy.
He's pulling out the Pokemon Red. He gets it.
kurang dikit lagi.
Oh, he got it.
Oh,
And look
dapat.
at the zone pull. It pulls some
Dapat
blue
aja.
bins here. And RNT
Wah,
is in a
itu.
great spot. Parka and company are in a
RNT
great
bagus
spot.
spotnya,
Totem
anjir.
in a not so good spot. And Energy is right next to players here. Is there going to be a fight versus players and Energy? If I'm Energy, I do not want to fight players right now in this situation. But they're getting angles right here. Nathan, look where he's playing.
Yeah.
Nathan playing a highly aggressive angle right now inside.
NRG looking to have a big game here to
Yeah.
make up for some lost time. I expect them to take this fight here. You have Sweet and Hardeki, both very, very aggressive players.
Yeah. 100%.
So I wouldn't be surprised if a fight brews here for them. They are the only ones in West Frag, so they do have the freedom to take that fight.
Now, listen, chat, one thing I want to point out. Oh, my bad. Sorry. I want to read chat. But I want to put one thing out here, chat, which is really interesting. We were just talking about how good it would be to rotate from Fragment. Look who does it. Energy. It's like
Bill
Sweet just...
Belichick.
It's like he's literally Bill Belichick, but way more handsome and way more ASMR.
When I think of Sweet, man,
Yeah.
and the like decision making that he does with the micromanaging of his teammates, he's literally Jimmy Neutron having a brain blast in those scenarios.
Oh,
He
kill
comes up with
berjuang
these
di red
just
zone,
miraculous plays
gokil.
and just always knows the right play, man.
Yeah. Sweet, if you're listening to that, bro, your head is not that big. Promise.
But your brain is.
But your brain is. And that's all about knowledge, okay? And now we see C9 and the boys rotate on the backside here. And listen, it's going to be a tough rotate for the C9 boys. This is going to be a tough game. But they're just trying to stay alive as much as possible. GW going down right now to IG in the top right side of the kill feed. It's going to be really tough. C9 not in a good spot. They're looking for the Valk ulti feed face going forward here as GW does get full wipe by IG. That's going to be IG. I don't even know where they are, dude. IG on the top right side right now of Survey. And look at Survey. How much of a shit show is this?
Kick
SSG,
rotasi ke atas
IG,
itu.
chaotic. V3 underneath the tunnel
good
side
spot.
of DTN. It's a great spot. But V3 is going to have to get a lot of damage on these Dead
I
Knight
think
boys.
Yudu could maybe
Yeah,
get some angles here and push them
Oh,
either
not yet,
out or make them in a very uncomfortable spot.
He is an R31 PK. Great combo here. It's going to be up to the Valk to make these plays. Cost to get some traps down there to get some shots going.
So the way that this would work out is Mia and YL need to be on the top train head glitch, forcing that team in RV to stay inside, and that's going to give Yudu the liberty to be out here getting these angles.
Yep.
If he's getting shot from the
Gokil.
RV, it's going to make it
Peluru nyasar.
impossible.
Yep.
But the fact that they have someone holding that height is giving them the liberty and freedom to be able to get these angles on.
Energy Nathan going down right now in the kill feed. They're going to be fighting hard, and they're going to be going down. Energy, one man alive. Sweet. Can they do it? This player's going to get the wipe on Energy here. Sweet in a 1v1 or 1v2, and he loses it. No, it's a 1v1 scenario, and Sweet goes down. Energy is out. PK was 30 HP, and Energy goes out real quick to players, and that's one team that can combat Energy and mechanical skill.
Detonator's
As we
getting
see
knocked
Detonate
in the
getting knocked
tunnel.
right now in the tunnel right here, and Yudu's going to be one of the only one alive with YL, and they're getting pushed right now. Great shots from Yudu right there. EMP coming out, more good shots going down, and YL gets a
Oh my
double knock,
God.
and it's going to be Yudu with them in a 1v2, and they get a crack. Can they do it? You do the last one alive right now.
1v1.
Gor!
And he gets the
Mantap.
shot! Let's go, baby! And they get the wipe onto V3 and the boys. They're gonna get the res up. And let's
Going
go, baby!
insane. He just won them that fight by himself.
And he get third party. Nope, only a crit. Was that? Oh, no, they're getting third party for sure. Doesn't look like they're gonna be able to survive this most likely. Yeah, they're getting hard thirded right now. I believe it's gonna be kick. Kick with the Kraber. YUKKK with the Kraber right now, moving forward. Yudu's gonna be the only one alive for detonate here in this situation. Can he do it? Can he do it? 1v3. Disgusting movement, by the way. I just want to put that out there.
Gor!
Valk had no idea where he was.
Silap dulu lagi udah sampai belakang orang.
Kick. And what's gonna happen here is IG gonna full hit. They are the crypto in the open right there with the EMP. Can kick go up the third party. One shot on the crypto. Is he gonna do it? A great nade right there onto the crypto. Doesn't hit, but one is down. And it's gonna be a 2v3 for Kick versus IG. Moving forward here.
Chaotic with the signature R301, putting in a lot of pressure here on IG. He has an ultimate head glitch. I don't see IG making it out alive out of this.
I don't either, but they need to get angles immediately and clear this out. The zone is closing. They need to actually fight this and get these guys out of here. The cost to go comes out. Is it going to be enough? Most likely not. Chaotic putting down the firepower as always. A res coming out. Don't think it's going to happen though. Chaotic with some great shots. And I mean, dude, this kid just knows how to do it. He knows how to put the firepower down. It's one thing he's reliable on is the firepower and the frag.
They have Chaotic on top of the armor, like a gargoyle, just raining down
and
shots.
IG goes out. And it's just a
I
good
mean,
one.
you can't win that fight when someone is on that head glitch.
And HARDECKI right now is fighting over this backside. Right next to Bluebin here. HARDECKI with some great flatline shots. And that guy's going to be 1 HP, but doesn't get the knock here. I see a lot of teams fighting. It's going to be SSG versus the duo right here on the bottom left side. And can they do it? Chaotic. YUKKK gets a knock on Elysium there with the Kraber.
Have they had a Kraber 3 out of 5 games?
And now SSG needs to take this fight. They do it. And they wipe the duo here. And SSG in a good spot. They need a good game here moving forward. As we see C9 in them actually on top with a team right next to them. Look at Adik trying to get some ARC stars onto C9. And C9 as a duo is playing the top side. This is going to be a hard hold.
This is going to be tough. C9 is in a great position though, and this team on the low ground might not know that they are a duo. If this zone can close, this is a game-winning position, depending on how the bottom side teams swing the top rock here.
I totally agree. I mean, I'm very curious as how this works, right? I wonder if they're going to actually...
Nah, kalau HARDECKI udah pakai word baru GG, iya gokil aja.
I'm curious if they're going to actually be able to do this.
Mantap aja rotasinya jauh tadi dari bawah naik ke atas langsung.
Which is still alive, which is great. But look at the rotation they have to see. SSG has to move a lot.
SSG is most likely going to Valkyl, and Kick might Valkyl.
Totem going down right now. They're going to have the gold bag res coming out. I don't know why the Ash has to go back, but not the Jibby. It's a very interesting combo here. Looking for some more shots underneath on this bottom side team. There is no one there. They're going to look forward. ADR is still in Grandma's house, and they're going to try to look for some shots on the ADR here, as ADR needs to move immediately.
Apa yang gimana?
Hard to contest right now, and gate kept from Totem.
Menang udah kalah.
I don't know if ADR is going to make it out here.
Menang udah kalah gimana sih? Menang udah kalah. Dewa bagus banget cuy tadi mainnya. Sayang anjir. Tadi juga bagus mainnya.
Barusan ini game ini.
Iya.
We're gonna see Totem here.
Cuman ininya kurang anjir.
Totem has to make a big play here as well. What's gonna happen? Savage almost going down here.
Sorry.
What are they doing?
Iya emang bagusan Dewa sih kalau udah bilang.
Savage gonna be 1 HP here. Can he do it? Most likely not. They're getting shot in the back.
Rente posisi banget sih. Mainnya. Nggak selon. Ini dia dari tadi posisinya enak nih Rente. Tuh dia ngenokin tuh. Tuh si Belkun tuh.
Still alive on this bottom side.
They can walk in and play the low ground here. Kick is at the very
and SSG is going to be the team to watch here.
Kagak ada ya kesorot ya Rentinya anjir.
They are the team to watch right now. Game winning
Renti nggak pernah.
Jarang banget. Sekali doang. Iya Dewa yang pas ke pojok itu ya.
Colossal players right here, and let's see if they can make a name for themselves moving forward into this land. Great shots going into the Totem right there on the blue side. Bin.
Chaotic goes down to ADR.
And look at this, they jump in the bubble, but they back up. Great patience by SSG not to fight that. Chaotic going down to ADR, as ADR is just really dominating these gunfights. I mean, ADR is just mechanical.
Mana nggak ada lunya.
Siapa?
They are showing it right
Iya kalau ngasih ke orang
Hayaka going down, Uksaka going down, it's Annihilates a Kraber here, and they get the squad wipe. Arneki going down, and there's gonna be one player left on
Nah
this
ini
team in the top right
RNT-nya
side.
enak nih di
Ortiz
belakang nih.
moving in right now on SSG. SSG needs to chill as Frex is going to be 20 HP.
Mana
He's going
kok
to go down.
gak ada
Zamao's
kelihatan?
going to have to pop a bat as ADR moves forward and wipes players looking to wipe Frex and company.
Rakun,
over on
Rakun.
SSG.
Yang
ADR
posisi
still
pertama.
getting KP, and SSG is going to try to get the res off as ADR is full healing on his backside.
So one thing to mention, ADR is 18 points down from first place.
Yeah.
And like we said, Alliance goes down early.
Cuy,
ADR
cuy.
has 6 kills right now, and they're in a very good position.
Yeah, and don't forget, I believe C9 is still alive here on the top side. So C9 barely still alive here. We're going to watch SSG. They have a good spot in zone to start to get some shots down. As another Kraber!
Another Kraber.
Two Krabers in play.
Kayak-
And one is on Senial.
And
Kayak
ADR
temen
looking
gua
to
tuh
swing
kayaknya.
this.
ADR is going to swing this indeed. We're going to watch
Ada
Oakley
temen
here
gua
as
di
this
Nara
massive
sama
Kraber moving
Kumendan.
forward.
Tuh kasihan banget tuh. Kena
They are
Kraber.
in the game-winning spot if they start to move
Salah-salahan
forward.
kena Kraber, dua-duanya juga kena Kraber sama-sama.
Frex is still not. Space
Lu
Station has
gimana sih,
not.
Cut? Duar.
And they force them away, now giving them the entire edge of the storm to walk into.
Lu gimana sih, Cuk?
And SSG is going to hit the faculty right now, and they're going to just try to
Beco,
survive.
masih
But I
ada
think it's the right
Kraber.
play here for sure. ADR starts to move forward, getting some KP on the Frex. One jumps down right now. I believe it's going to be SSG. SSG drop goes
SSG.
down to Karan, bro, as ADR is reigning
ADR
dominant
Rakun.
in these lobbies. If ADR gets the win here, they actually pass Alliance for the first place position.
Yep, they're sitting at
Zona,
8 kills
Cuk.
right now.
Drop going
C9
down.
Still holding the height.
Yep. C9 is still alive. ODK getting
Oh,
knocked. ADR
RNT.
here moving forward. Graceful going down.
Ngekill
C9
banyak
still
tuh, Cuk.
alive here in top 4 scenario. Great job by C9.
Ngenokin banyak tuh dia.
Karan actually
Posisi
goes down
enak itu.
to Graceful's missile swarm.
Aduh di
The
ulti.
Reds coming out with the go
Oh
bag
my
though.
god, this might be a C9 win.
The go bag coming out right now. And look at this. Obi's looking on the top side, C9 for the Kraber. They get dropped on here. And C9 can actually win this. A no scope coming
No
out
scope.
for Obli. Oh my
This Gibeon
god.
is gonna go
Ah,
huge.
kenok ya.
C9 actually
Cu,
might win this.
sama
dude. Are
RNT
they
cu
gonna
juara
win?
4
Can
cu.
C9 do it?
Oh, and
Naughty
C9
going down.
eliminated.
Cloud9 gets eliminated. And it's going to be ADR. ADR with the win.
3-4.
They take the first place away from Alliance. Oh
Udah
my god,
lolos
they just
dia.
went
Oh my-
crazy.
Game terakhir ya?
ADR with a dominant performance in the first round of ALGS Split 2 playoffs here live in Stockholm.
Posisi
Sweden. This is
14
not a
nih
green
gua rasa,
screen.
Cu.
We are here live, folks. The Kraber
Langsung
going crazy.
kebetulan.
ADR going wild.
Mantap emang.
They are going insane even without Selly.
Udah
Insane.
kalau kena ki slow,
Insane.
kena ini slow lagi ultinya Crypto.
Dominant.
Nagigi mata lu burem.
And they did a good job.
Iya kan emang ya?
Iya picak langsung jadi blutan lu.
So, we move forward here.
Tapi nggak ada
Alliance loses the
merah-merahnya.
first place over to ADR, which is insanity, guys. Insanity.
Mantap.
Insanity.
Coba kita lihat kelas main
ADR
sementara.
is unbelievable. They are the best mechanic. They are potentially the best mechanical team in the world.
Tadi di tim A ada yang pakai Bangalore pal, cuman
And
yang
now,
gitu tuh baru
devastating
turun
for
naik.
some
Turun
teams.
langsung mati.
Devastating for SSG. Devastating for G2. I mean, at the end of the day,
Dewa
it
posisi
sucks,
14 nih, yang
it is what
tadi
it
apa
is,
enggak ya?
but you have a lot more
Revenant
tournaments
posisi
to play.
10,
A lot
ngekill
more rounds
9.
to play. You got 12 more games if
Lima
you're
udah
SSG. You
terakhir.
got 12 more games if you're G2.
Bukan 6
It's
konflik.
only just getting started.
That's what I'm
Jeff.
saying. So there's
Hah?
a lot of
We've
room
only had
to make.
we've only had
ya.
6 games.
Iya ke
Dewa
10.
14.
And my throat is.
Dewa
I'm
Gara-gara
excited.
kurang
tiga
placementnya
tadi.
sih.
excited.
Iya.
I'm so excited. Are we enjoying
Tapi
it,
dia
chat?
killnya
Did you have
bagus
fun
padahal.
watching the first 12 games in ALGS on the B stream?
Oh,
Courtesy
carry-nya
of me and
diganti
Greek. Are you
jadi
guys enjoying your
Silahem.
I'm
time?
having so much fun, chat.
Lahim
I
kan
hope you
juga
guys
emang
are
ini,
too.
Cuk.
Thank
Lahim
you once
sih
again,
itu.
everybody, for being here.
carry.
Shout out
Sama
Lenovo,
si
shout out EA,
Bel.
Respawn for having us.
Lahim sial banget kena Kraber no scope. Iya anjir tadi
Iya, emang.
maju.
Things are in.
Parah banget.
Kletar langsung.
You might have to go wife beater.
Yeah, okay. Well, listen, chat. I want to say something right now, man. Like Greek just said, thank you guys to everyone watching. The B stream.
Ah.
21, Cuk.
Listen,
Tenan.
listen. I'm trying
Tingkat
to take everything
21
away from
besar.
me.
21 besar.
Yeah, listen, the B stream's the A stream. You know, we do it.
21 besar.
SM
Apa?
ke 15 besar.
Enjoyable for y'all to watch, hang out,
Ya ini
vibe.
totalnya dari
You know
semuanya.
what I'm saying? I'm drinking
Dari
Monster
grup
out
A
here,
sampai
bro.
grup
Just
D.
hell off the
Oh,
spot.
digabungin gitu ya?
Masuk 21 besar ya.
Oh. Oh, yang diambil langsung digabungin gitu apa gimana sih?
Yeah, I believe, though, to be honest. Oh boy. And
Agak
we got a
ini
little special
doang.
surprise here for you, man.
Kita
Tadi
The cloud goggles coming in for Greek.
posisi
The goggles
posisi
are in.
2, Cuk,
The
tadi.
poll is in, And exactly what is the
Tiga.
scores moving forward?
Revenant
We have ADR
posisi
in first
2,
place
lihat di
with
klasmen
79
posisi 3
points. We
Cloud9.
have Alliance in second with
sih?
73.
No,
Cloud9 in third with
Posisi
60
2
points.
Revenant bagus
Kick
tuh.
with
Killnya
58
3.
points.
Killnya cuma
Reignite
3,
with
berarti tadi yang
42.
kena kagak
We have
mati ya.
Team Unite in sixth. Can you scroll down a little bit? I want to see like all the teams. And here's the game changers. Energy in
Kenokin
seventh.
banyak.
Atau
And we
enggak nih si
have
Revenant nih, ya beda satu.
G2 in 18th place.
Kalau posisi
COG in
peringkat 20 aja
15th
masuk
place.
kayaknya nih.
And we have Space Station in 11th.
Dia 16 besar apa 20 besar lagi?
20 sih biasanya.
Ya, soalnya kan ini 20-20 dibagi setengah lah. Kalau ke 16, masa langsung ke 16?
Yes, correct.
16
kan biasanya final.
They missed the cutoff by 2 points.
That's tough too, because that's a whole other time, a whole other chance for you to get
TSM aja peringkat ke berapa sih? 15.
Energy
Iya.
squeezes through.
Gak ada lagi kah?
Players squeezes
Kayaknya sih
through.
nggak ada.
Revenant Esports squeezes through. Game with
Ada itu.
Besok.
Reignite.
Apaan?
Ada jam
Cloud9
9.
Alliance.
Jam 9?
Raccoon.
Bukan
I
besok.
wanna say something really quick.
Jam 8 tuh apaan?
The two
Sekarang
3-man
grup A
controller
versus
teams
grup
from NA.
Oh,
doing good
oh
this
di ini ya.
Doing good.
Oh iya iya.
But
Ya udah
the
tuh,
one
streaming
controller
nih.
player in
Gua
each
mau balik
team,
lagi.
the two other mouse and keyboard teams are doing great.
Streaming,
Kick
Cok.
Jam
with one
8.
controller.
Jam
Cloud9,
8.
one
Bisa
controller.
raweh tuh
Cloud9
mantap.
in third place, kicking fourth.
Streaming lah.
I mean, to me that shows a lot.
Kalau
I'll be
tuh.
honest. I feel like
Iya,
I don't know about you guys, chat, but I do think there was a
Lu mau
match.
streaming gak? Lu mau streaming gak? Lu mau streaming kagak?
Enggak tahu.
Kalau mau streaming ntar diiniin ke tuh rival Alfiana P tuh.
Wih, keren ya. Berarti ini tuh nggak langsung selesai, Cuk.
Iya,
Masih terus berlanjut sampai
3 sampai
500.
sampai nanti setengah 2, Cuk. Kita lihat
Iya,
jadwalnya.
sampai setengah 2 tuh sampai. Enggak, ini baru hari ini, nanti finalnya baru besok ya.
Final itu final group stage.
Mana sini? Backstage, bracket stage.
Final group
20
stage.
nih, 4 of 10. Oh, iya bener ngambil 4.
Final group stage nanti itu.
Final round. Keren banget dah.
Nih jadwalnya nih.
WhatsApp lu ntar ketahuan.
SGT. Mana WhatsApp sih? Nih yang SGT nih, kan tadi jam 4,
Perwakilan
jam
Indo siapa
9.
bang? Dewa United kah? Bukan, Revenant.
Perwakilan Indo 2 itu.
Iya.
Dewa United sama Revenant.
Yang lagi bagusnya lagi Revenant.
Posisinya.
21.
Nanti jam 9 ada lagi. Sama jam setengah 2 nih, setengah 2 malam nih. Oh iya ya, gua nggak lihat nih A versus C, R versus C,
Kalau-
B versus D.
Yang mimpin Indonesia Cegir.
Oh baca singkatannya lupa gua anjir. Gue yang bikin, gue yang lupa anjir. Oh baca.
Cepak pinggir.
Coba pinggir. Tim CGIR yoi.
Cegir
Cepak
perwakilan.
pinggir. Oke guys, terima kasih sudah menonton. Jangan lupa like, comment, subscribe, di-share juga ke teman-teman kalian. Kalau mau nonton nanti streaming berikutnya jam 9 tuh. Kayaknya rival Alfiana P tuh mau
No.
streaming. Oke, terima kasih sudah menonton dan sampai jumpa di streaming lainnya. Bye.
Wah. Cegir.
Ih, banyak banget, Cuk. 162